Snark Tank. You're about to get your ears glazed by the great Chris Raygun, Derek Blackman, and Tom Sweeney. Sit back and prepare for some action. Sit back and prepare for some glazing glory.
Oi!
Hey guys, welcome to the Snark Tank podcast. Oh yeah,
Trying to roll at the end.
What'd you say?
Yeah, trying to roll at the end.
Remember, you can go support us over at patreon.com/snarktank. Please do leave us a like, leave us a comment, do all that stuff. I try to remember to do that at the beginning of the show. I don't always remember, but I remembered this time. Snarktank.shop. There's some new merch over there, Halloween stuff. By the time you're hearing this, it's probably a little bit late, but it's out there. It's on the Patreon. The people on the Patreon know. Some cool hoodies, some cool jackets, nice little shirt of all my stupid doodles.
That's
my creepy little critters. So get on over there if you want some stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah. Sweeney's coming at us from a different color grading place.
Yeah, I'm not currently in the studio right now. I'm out west.
Yeah. This is actually, we're doing this episode remotely.
Yeah.
I'm in Serbia actually right now.
Yeah.
You do look like you're in Russia, and we look where I don't even know. Like, this is just normal.
Yeah,
I'm in Ukraine right now, and he's just fucking
You're
the
in
studio
Ukraine.
shaking. I'm like, yeah, what's going on, guys? Tom
Salute.
Sweeney here.
Salute.
I don't know why I'd be there. I don't
gonna give
know
you a-
why I'd ever go
They'll
to
give you a
Ukraine
musket and you're just gonna fucking storm fucking Russia.
alone.
Yeah,
for
well-
a fucking.
You went to the Ukraine for a dog convention, right?
Yeah, a convention full of dogs.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah,
I forgot about
it was
that.
the annual dog con.
Yeah,
There's
dog con.
There's three humans trying to like moderate, but there's a bunch of dogs. It's full of dogs. It's like it's packed at San Diego Comic Con, but it's dogs.
It's
and three
dogs.
people.
Three security men. That's it.
What would be the main event of a dog convention, do you think?
Probably I don't know. Probably like
I feel
fetching.
Fetching? I feel like it would be like the Steve Jobs of dogs. Comes out and
Wolf.
unveils like a new dog.
Oh, and he's
Like,
wearing that
like a
Steve
like
Jobs
the
black. What does he wear? A turtleneck or some
black
shit?
turtleneck.
Yeah, he wears like
Yeah.
a black turtleneck, blue
No.
jeans. He comes out, he goes like, "We've invented a brand new dog," and he goes introducing, and it's just the same dog as last year, but like
Yeah,
slightly different.
It's a slightly different race of the dog. Or not race, species of dog.
Yeah.
Then what? Then they bring out like an autistic dog, and then they have like this electric dog car.
Yeah. They bring out a car. They give a car to the dogs.
woof. I have a dog car.
Like Steve.
This
like,
is
Wait, what do you mean, like Stephen Hawking?
like
like,
Elon Musk?
No, yeah.
Like a retarded Elon Musk dog?
We both got very different ideas.
Yeah, it's Steve Dog. No, I was trying to. Yeah.
What kind of dog would
Dog
Elon Musk
love.
be if he was a dog?
Probably, they're definitely one of the squish-faced ones.
Yeah, he would
Yeah.
be like
I wouldn't want to say Frenchie. Frenchie's too respectable.
Yeah, he'd be like he's some type of pug, but one that like you would probably
Even worse off.
you would put it down immediately if you saw it.
He's like a tripod pug. He's got like 3 legs.
No, I wouldn't give him that. I would give him that. I'd give him like I'd just give him a solid like a imagine if a boxer had like a more of a squished face.
I guess.
Yeah,
I can't even imagine what a boxer looks like in my head, to be honest with you,
Really?
at this moment in time.
Imagine like sort of pit bull, but like more slobbery.
That's not helping.
a
That's just what.
slobbery pit bull. That's.
Right?
Yeah.
Because boxers aren't pit bulls like American bullies and boxers put together?
I mean, they have a little
they're
bit
both
of
of those, right?
Yeah, you're. I think you're in the ballpark. You're probably right. I can't say confidently, but one thing I know is that Elon Musk would, if he was a dog, no matter what, just birth, you would be like, I don't know about this thing. You just want to.
This is dubious. This is a dubious design.
you don't know
right.
what to do with it. You don't know what to do with this dog.
I don't know.
That was a bad joke.
Oh yeah. What
You're
dubious-
fired. Yeah.
I'll see you guys later. And then the studio behind me blows up.
It's insane.
KSI and my brothers has been kidnapped.
And that song is getting so much hate.
I don't.
It's not good.
I don't like it. It's not a good song. The background beat, the guitar, it's catchy. I'm like, oh, because it's in my head. I can remember it. That's how I know it's catchier than most songs.
I've heard it a couple times and I still don't remember. I really cannot remember it. I just remember that one line.
I know the meme part, and that's it. And
I know that
beat.
to the ring, to the pen, to the king, or whatever the fuck.
I don't know
From
what
the
that
screen
part
to
is.
the ring to the bed to the ring. What's my suck my penis? I pee in my stick sometimes. Then I cry. Then I pee in my stick one one more time.
I pee in my sink sometimes. Is that what you're saying?
Yeah. Whoa.
Is that like, is this KSI featuring the quartering or I don't know what is
Oh yeah, that's right. He pisses on his he pees on his basement floor.
He pees in the basement.
Was there a drain there?
Yeah, but also what?
Yeah. It seemed like it was like a protest because his wife went to go get pizza without him. And then out of like spite, he just
like a dog,
like a cat, like an animal.
Dog,
Yeah.
like an angry, upset.
Yeah.
Oh my god, motherfuckers get that.
I mean, doesn't he look shaggy like a dog? Like, doesn't he look like kind of scruffy?
He looks like Tim Allen's the Shaggy Dog.
He does. He fucking does.
I wish I could put the runes from fucking Elder Scrolls inside his house in random places, so he just steps on a rune and blows up. He just steps on a rune of lightning and gets expelled out of a room.
Is that what runes do in that game?
Yeah.
I don't remember. I don't think I ever did the traps thing.
I didn't do it until I realized how fast it levels up your destruction. They level your destruction a crazy amount. So I'd put it like I'd be fighting some guy. I would just throw it on the floor right in front of him. And he would take one step and erupt.
Serious question. If you went over to somebody's house and they had a drain in the floor of every room, would you, like?
I would get scared and I'd want to leave.
It would be concerning, right? It would be like a thing that's like, what's going on?
Why is there a drain in your upstairs bedroom? Where does this even lead?
And there's plastic all over the house.
And he's like, don't go in the laundry room at all. Like, seriously, don't go in the laundry room.
The laundry room has one of those like one of the you know those weird, I don't even know what you call them, those weird locks for steering wheels. Do you remember those?
Yeah,
from like the 90s. I haven't seen one of those in ages. By the way,
what did they? My brain never understood how they would lock.
I never quite understood them either. I don't think I looked too. I don't think I cared
I would
too
just
much.
grab those and start steering with that itself. But I think it has to be something to do with like the ignition. It has to be something deeper than
it must be like it must be more complicated. Yeah, maybe it just won't let you.
Like,
and then it's funny because like I was gonna be like, well, obviously, but then I started thinking about it. I was like, wait, I actually don't know because I've never used one.
Yeah, me neither.
Because I was just like, the concept of it. I actually don't like. I was gonna say it should be simple, but I literally don't know.
If I was stealing cars and someone had that on their car, I would take their whole wheel. I would take the whole.
You just take the wheel.
I would fucking put my feet on it. I'd yank their whole wheel out and take that.
You know the thing
Like,
that
no
people
one's
never,
driving.
the thing that people never considered about that whole thing, right? That mechanism is that what if somebody's specifically looking to steal one of those?
Yeah.
I mean, that
I'm gonna
person
steal this so no one steals my car.
Yeah, exactly. You break into somebody's car to steal their steering wheel lock so that nobody can steal your car.
People don't steal
It's not
engines,
bad.
right? People don't be stealing people's engines, right? That's a little too much, right?
it would have to be an extremely powerful person to, or just
Let's go.
way too much equipment. Like it's probably making way too much noise. So no, but definitely I've had my car battery stolen.
I've seen that happen.
Really?
Yeah. When I was living in Phoenix, at the time, it was number 3 in the
Phoenix.
nation. Yeah.
In fucking Phoenix.
West-
Somebody stole your car battery in like 115 degree
Someone
heat.
was trying to make you die.
Actually, yeah, too, because it was the heat wasn't over yet. It was in September, so it was still hot as shit. And yeah, it was in West Phoenix, and that was number 3 for GTA in the US at the time.
That's insane.
And I felt it. I felt it because I moved in with my friend for 1 week, and within that 1 week, my car was broken into 3 times.
That
First,
is fucking
the
crazy.
window was shattered, and then they took my CD player, and then I got the window fixed. They figured out how to open it this time. I didn't see anything missing, but the steering wheel, the piece of it was taking off. I think they were trying to steal the car, but they failed. And then the third time, the battery was just gone.
Yeah.
And I was just like, oh, cool. And then so my mom lived in Buckeye, which is about like 30 miles from Phoenix. And I was like, hey, yo, can I just stay with you? Because they're going to literally take my car. It's the next
You're
logical.
gonna wake up and see like 8 people lifting your car and fucking like shuffling it down the street.
I actually
I love
considered,
the idea of that being how people steal cars. It's just like they get a group of people together like ants.
right?
And
Instead of,
just pick it up and move it.
For you Freedom Mars, we can pick up and take this car.
I mean, logically, it eventually would have probably ended up that way. So they were targeting everybody that was out of the area.
Yeah.
Because I had my Cali plates, and I saw this guy that had Oregon plates, and Denver, and his truck was smashed into. So they were just fucking with anybody that I guess they already sweeped everybody else. Like, oh, new people. And me, I thought of doing something really fucking dangerous. I'm glad I didn't do it because I wanted to catch them. But Obviously, those guys would be fucking strapped or something, right? But me, I just had a knife. I had like a big ass fucking like trench knife, and I was like, I'm gonna fucking hide in my car.
With
And when
he's gonna hide his car with a fucking kukri.
Someone just shoots you,
bro, that basically what happened. I would have fucking went like, you son of a like. I was like,
he
yeah,
would have got
smart.
Swissed the fuck up probably.
Yeah, not worth it.
There's a zombie in here.
Not worth it. It was
with a frying pan would have been the one that combats you. You try to stab him, he parries it off with a frying pan and starts walloping you on your back, the most exposed part of your back.
See, what I imagined
stings real bad.
What I imagined you were going to say was that like you wanted to catch them, so you set up like
Dynamite.
almost like an elaborate Rube Goldberg machine, like almost like a Home Alone type trap.
Yeah.
In the car that like there's like 5 shotguns underneath the seat or something.
I fucking wish, dude.
The second you turn the key, the shotguns go off and it shoots up your own ass, and then you're dead.
They try to steal the car, and you have dynamite in the car.
That honestly, well worth it. That would be well worth it.
I think.
Yeah, because then you could just be like, they blew up my car.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? They broke into my car and blew it up. What the
For
fuck?
some reason, they were trying to hotwire my car and it exploded.
That's crazy. I know there's like dynamite residue. That's crazy. I don't know why they did that. It must have been like a crazy suicide thing.
It must be really wild.
Anyway, where's my insurance?
Where's my insurance? It was definitely a jihadist. Look, I found a turban. It's right over there.
There's always a turban.
You have to. You have. That's the only way to do it.
Derek always reaches in his pocket and pulls out the turban remark.
If there's,
to, like, turbanize a comment.
Turbanizer.
When we're talking about
the turbanizer.
we're talking about stereotypes.
No, yeah.
And terrorism. Terrorism means so many different
jihadist
things.
Stole my car.
Yeah, so then it's
crazy.
like, okay, it blew up, and then so the people that don't, they have 2 brain cells, so they're gonna be like, oh, that tracks. Oh, look, the turbin's completely clean. It's like it's not tattered.
It's still in the Amazon packaging.
Look, it was them. See, I have it in my hand. Here, look, it's them. They did it. Okay, sir. Sorry for that.
I'm sorry to bother you, white person.
Yeah, you'll get $500. How's that?
Here's 35 cents
What is it?
in pennies.
There is nothing in this country you could buy for 35 cents.
Not even a stamp anymore.
I not even a what?
You can buy a well, maybe back in my day.
Back
you
in
can
my
buy a
day.
chiclet with 5 cents.
Yeah, I don't even think anything because
No, I don't think a cent. I don't think cents can get you anything.
No.
I don't think anything. I haven't seen something less than $1 in fucking forever.
I've seen lollipops, but like it's like you can get like a blow pop. Like they'll sell them individually. They're like probably like 75 cents or something like that.
That's crazy. Inflation's wild.
I remember when
Yeah.
blow pops were just people would just be on the street shoving them up your ass, and they would just give them to you for free.
Just like
The idea of somebody pulling a bunch of blow pops up their ass.
you're just mad. You're just because you're slightly inconvenienced.
Yeah.
Hey, and they just keep going.
Hey, it's just part of it. When in Rome, a tourist is here. He's like, well, I guess this is how they do things here.
This is the
Crazy.
American customs is crazy.
They're crazy. I'll take a blow pop.
I'll think it blew up.
There's like these like fucking really like fetish heavy tourists that are just with their pants down to their ankles walking around. So they're walking around like a bear. They're just fucking crawling on all
Man
fours.
said put what is it? Man said put pop up penis and I get one. Yeah. I put cherry bomb up my dick for fun.
Oh, I live in America because they shove blow pops up your ass.
Before we move on, before we get too crazy, I do want to address the fact that like we put out an episode recently.
Oh,
I think it's like 2 episodes by the time you're hearing this.
yeah.
Because we release kind of ahead of schedule sometimes. So we put out an episode that was evidently shot in IMAX.
Yeah, it's IMAX. I was just
And
like,
people were a little confused because I think only the patrons got an explanation. So
Yeah.
the free feed were like, what the fuck is going on?
there was I put it in the description of the
Nobody
video.
reads descriptions
no
anymore.
one reads
It's
the description
insane.
at all. So
Yeah.
it's kind of. I feel like though, if you're confused,
you would
you
check the
should at
description.
least
Yeah.
check for something. Like just like
You're
let
from
me-
a different era, man.
Yeah,
Doesn't
that's
happen
true.
anymore.
But like, I didn't do an elaborate description because I didn't feel like typing a whole paragraph out. But long story short, the what I normally do is just I import the stuff after I'm done importing, I delete it. I guess I skipped the part where I imported it and then I deleted it, the footage. And so when I went to work on it, I was like, where the fuck's the footage? And then, so I was like, oh my God, I just like fucked the footage. But then I have this thing that's called like easy recovery or some shit like that. And it allows you to recover some stuff that you deleted.
Oh, really?
It doesn't work well. It works better for pictures and stuff. Videos, crapshoot. So I recovered it. And it was, torn. It was a little like you can. So basically, if you've ever tried this before, you'll see like sometimes a green tear, or like the footage is corrupted a little bit. So it was corrupted on the fucking bottom. So it looks like
you just fucking.
So I mean, instead of it having this horrible looking thing that's going to be too distracting, I was like, I'll just make it look like this, and then that's fine.
You letterbox it, and it ended up coming out looking like a film. It's great. It's so cinematic.
It wasn't even epic. It's not even like an epic episode. It's just fucking random bullshit. It should have been like a cool one.
There's a lot of comments that was like, "This is a really long cutscene."
I should have put the Avengers music.
Can you use that music? Is that?
I mean, if you use the first, like,
of course, it's copyright strike.
Yeah. So if you do like what?
The whole thing.
Less than 10 seconds. So that one part that everybody knows, you can use that.
What if
you don't want to go to the part where it starts dun, 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 you know how crescendos, nope, you already been copyrighted.
Over and over again for the entire duration of the podcast, are like subtly underneath all the audio cues, but you can like hear it in the background kind of. There's like slight reverb, so you think it's happening in the room.
It's sampling, bro. You just sample
I wanted to ruin the episode and then put it 1 decibel louder than the audio itself.
The entire episode of the podcast.
You can still hear us, but you
really have to pay attention. It's a labor.
Listen to the words. You gotta be like,
I gotta push past the first 3 seconds of the Avengers theme for 2 hours on loop. But yeah, so that was the explanation as to why we're not. I saw people like they should go back to the old style of shooting. That's not the new style. It was just like
No, it was
the footage getting corrupted.
Yeah, I could
have. We keep doing it.
I could have been more like.
People are really mad about it.
We could pull the camera further back and just pretend to shoot in IMAX. Just put those bars. That could be a style choice, I guess.
I thought about doing something more ridiculous with it.
Yeah,
but also, again, it's people aren't gonna. They're not going to really like if you do too much, they're not going to appreciate it. So
people don't appreciate like incredible, like really highly edited podcasts, specifically. I remember because I would spend hours like finally editing things, and it was like nobody cared.
Yeah.
The second like I stopped doing it, it's like no one noticed. So I was like, all right, well.
Well, like I listen to I listen to some like there's a lot of content that I consume, and their audio and their video is just absolute dog shit, and people are completely happy with it.
Well, I mean, the thing with that though is that we notice that because we're in it.
Yeah.
And so we care more.
Right.
But like your average person is just like, I'm listening to people talk.
Yeah, listen to people talk. There's sometimes
dude, there are podcasts where people don't even use onboard microphones from the cameras. And I'm like, what the fuck are you doing?
Especially in this day and age, I'm like, the entry level to getting equipment it's nothing now. You can even use one of those 4 payment plan things. Like say, I don't have this right away, but then just within a month you can pay something off. That's like $100, for example. Yeah, $25 every 2 weeks. That's fucking awesome.
On payment plans, everything. My phone, my house, my fucking dog,
your
all
dog.
All my shit on payment plans, dude.
Yeah, and I go to Taco Bell and I'm like, damn. I gotta fucking do some 4
85
payments.
cents right now.
That's crazy.
Hit you back in a month, and after that, man, I can't really.
It's the only way I can
fast
live,
food
man.
on a payment plan is insane.
Yeah,
I hit you back.
It's getting there though, bro. It's getting there. It's to the point where I haven't gone to Carl's Jr. here, but I looked at the prices and I laughed. I was like, oh, in 5 years. It'll be available.
I'll take a Whopper on layaway, please.
Bro, it's crazy. I was looking. I was like, I'll go to Uber Eats or whatever. Let's see what we got. And then it was like 20 something and tax for just like one combo at like Chick-fil-A or something, or like fucking.
Go get your food, man.
I was like, what is happening?
Biden's America.
The amount of money I've saved,
America.
like not eating out as much is crazy, dude.
Oh yeah, it is.
I save so much more money. It's insane.
Oh yeah, of course.
It's laughable.
I've done been cooking for fucking ages now at this point.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I done been cooking.
I done been cooking
I
forever
done been
now.
cooking.
I don't go outside no more. I don't go
Red
food.
dead ass, pre-red dead ass character.
I don't go outside to get my food.
You know who probably saves a lot of money though?
Red
build-
alive fucking character.
I build chickens
You build.
from scratch. I make
I don't.
blades.
I don't want those. I don't want to taste those chickens.
They're pretty good.
Are they?
Yeah, they taste just like chicken.
They just they taste just like chicken.
Yeah.
but it's not
But
chicken.
them just cybernetically engineered, but them still chicken though.
Would you eat a mechanical chicken that tastes like chicken?
No,
Depends on how mechanical.
it's metal.
But it is edible though. You know, like there's plenty of metals that are in our
That's all
system.
the time.
That's true. Yeah,
Yes,
iron.
That's true. But
There's iron in cereal.
Would you have like an iron, magnesium, copper chicken?
I don't think copper's good for us.
No, we have a little copper in our system.
I think we have it, but I don't think it's
Okay, well, let me just
I
say
don't think it's
zinc.
supposed to be there.
Yeah, you're probably right. Let me say
It's like
zinc.
plastic.
Plastic chicken. Would you? Would you?
Like zinc, magnesium,
Yeah.
and iron.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
those are the ones you're supposed to have.
I like
Yeah.
to put a magnet to my cereal and collect all the little metal and eat the metal and dump the cereal.
A really strong magnet that scans over your cereal, and it's a fucking enough to make your cereal. You look at your cereal, and there's like a little bit of left outside of the magnet, and you're like, oh.
Have you
shit.
seen that? There's like things of like how much iron is actually like how many like shards of iron is in your cereal. It's kind of wild.
Yeah,
It's cool.
I mean, iron is.
Yeah, I mean it's fine. It's just like it's weird to visualize it
Yeah.
in like a solid like clump. It's like ooh, that's a lot of metal.
Yeah, it's like what was it? Which X-Men was it? 2? Was it X2?
I have never seen this. You know what's wild? I don't think in my adult life I've seen the X-Men movies. Like I don't remember anything about
the
What?
second one. In
I'm not
particular
kidding.
is actually a really, really good movie. Like
I-
really
yeah.
good. Like
I think I missed them entirely.
Interesting. I mean, they're
I think I saw them on TV, like you know what I mean, like in
yeah,
passing.
Yeah,
Like
sure.
FX.
Like I know,
Sure.
like I'm the Juggernaut, but like I've seen things from it, but like I've never actually like sat through them.
I hated that he was in that movie. I hate the third one so much.
Well, yeah,
X-ray?
it was awful. It was awful for many reasons, but yeah, they used Vinny Jones for Juggernaut. Well, his face imposed on a fucking bodybuilder, and
He's not even.
Ew.
Juggernaut's not even
so
a
stupid.
fucking mutant, man.
he's well in they didn't
What is
explain
he?
anything in well he's
Juggernaut
magic.
He's a guy that got a stone and got powers.
Yeah, so he's magic. He's not a mutant.
He's related to Charles though. Him and Charles are like stepbrothers, right? That's what brothers.
I think they're either
stepbrothers,
they're either
they're stepbrothers.
I think they're stepbrothers.
Stepbrothers.
I think they are stepbrothers. Yeah, they are. They're for sure stepbrothers.
Kane Marco? No, Kane. Is it Kane Marco?
Whatever. I don't.
I don't know any of these people.
Yeah, he's not gonna even know any of that. But
Yeah, he's not a mutant.
you know what I thought about?
He's often with Magneto though. He's had stepped to Magneto more than once, and he's an enemy of Charles.
Why is he there then, man?
Because he's a famous character from the cartoon. So they were like, let's put him in here, I guess.
Yeah, well, specifically they liked because like they did that one scene, the Juggernaut bitch thing, and I was thinking about this the other day actually. That
It's from
fucking
the cartoon.
series is from a rapist Juggernaut, right? The
Huh?
My Way Entertainment,
Yeah.
right? In like 2005, which I'm a huge fan of My Way Entertainment. Shout out My Way.
Yeah, it's crazy. That came from a cartoon
That came-
edit of
that-
like.
Of him being a serial abuser, just a psychotic, essentially a rapist. He multiple times. There's a part where he's
trying to fuck Rogue, right?
he wants to fuck.
I mean, who wouldn't?
The Jubilee? Oh, it's time, baby. I like it. I like your fucking costume. You know, like he's trying to. He wanted fuck. What's her name?
Which one?
The girl that damn. She's
Powers.
that Charles wants to fuck essentially.
Oh my god, the alien.
What the fuck? I forgot her name.
Empress.
Whatever. That dumb
the
bitch from
Shi'ar.
space. Yeah, that dumb bitch from space. People know what I'm talking about that are in the X-Men. Whatever. She's tied up.
Kalora? No, keep talking.
It doesn't matter. It doesn't
Look
matter.
it up if you really want to know. But she's fucking like tied up, right? And then fucking Juggernaut bust into the door and he's like, "It's the Juggernaut, bitch, and I got a bitch with me. Yes, we're gonna have a fucking rape party." Like he's like
What,
about
he
to-
says that?
Yes.
Yeah.
So
What
like,
are you saying?
Hey,
What is this from?
So this is from. You've never seen the Juggernaut, bitch?
I've seen the clip from the movie.
So it's based off of these guys. They're called My Way Entertainment. They do parodies of Saturday morning cartoons. They were doing.
That's insane. They quoted that basically.
They quoted "I'm the Juggernaut bitches" from that. And when you think about it, because like I didn't think about it at the time. I just thought like how stupid that was that they used it. I thought it was funny. It was so stupid it was funny. I was like, I can't believe this made it into the movie. This is such a dumb niche thing, and then they wrote it into the movie. And then when I thought about it, I was like, oh, that Juggernaut's a fucking piece of shit. And like they used this in a fucking a film.
That's kind of
a fucking major box office film. But you know, I guess most people they don't know about that.
Yeah, I had no fucking idea.
I love it though. Those guys. They would do mostly X-Men until after a while they got some cease and desist for obvious reasons, and then they've done Power Rangers.
Yeah,
they have like a lot of. They did a lot of anime. One of their Bleach ones is one of my favorite. They did a Hellsing one that I really like. It's fucking there. There's a guy. His name is Randy Hayes. This black dude. He's the one that voices Juggernaut. That guy is criminally like underrated as a comedian, and he just never like did anything outside. He just fucked around with his friends.
Yeah,
and then just whatever he does behind the scenes. And I'm like, this nigga should be famous.
I'm the Juggernaut, feller.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I don't know.
Maybe I got the Crimson Gem with Sidorak, feller.
I gotta say, like, I probably would have watched the X-Men movies more if maybe they had KSI doing the intro theme to all of them. I think that probably would have put my ass right in the seat.
We are the X-Men and we're getting persecuted.
For no damn reason, we're just here for trying at our damn school.
So the hate around this song is so fucking funny to me, man. Like I know we started talking about it, but we never actually like did it.
Yeah,
it's so over the top.
When
it's
Aiden
awesome.
Ross
I love
has
it.
the nerve to hate on your shit, it's crazy.
Dude, do you know how big it's gotten? I've gotten 2 offers. One guy was like, "Hey, do you want to jump on my verse? I have a gay cover. Do you want to jump on the second verse? Like I guess Trippie Redd's part." And I was like, I told him, I'll think about it. I just thought about it that morning. I was like, oh, maybe I should fuck with this. And then I get an email from somebody, just a long time viewer. And he was like, hey man, I wrote lyrics. I just wanted to hand them to you if you want to
email. Email's so formal.
Right.
There's something so professional and serious about it.
And I was just like, wow, like people really want this. I kind of, as I started looking into the wave of it, see, like, I hate being an artist sometimes because I don't feel compelled to do it anymore.
I know,
I was just like, oh, it's manufactured. The hate is so overblown on purpose, and it's not like when literally the same day when Ben Shapiro dropped that.
Oh, the Tom McDonald track?
Immediately I wrote something because I was like, oh, this is so stupid. I just felt compelled to do it immediately. But this, I'm not really motivated.
It's not a good song, right? But
I feel like I've seen Tom McDonald reminds me of like
just everything that's wrong with everything. I don't know. Like he's like
if you told a little kid to draw an idiot with tattoos, they would just draw Tom McDonald. It's like, draw a dumb person with tattoos and braids, and the kid would be like, I got you. And he would just draw Tom
and it's
McDonald.
A perfect drawing. It's
like
perfect.
It's a portrait.
It's portrait. It's shaded beautifully. It's like colored, painted, watercolor.
I was embarrassed that there was even people telling me to check him out.
Oh, yeah.
Like back in like 2017 or something when he popped off onto the scene because obviously he got into the culture war shit.
Yeah, I remember that too. I remember being like, this sucks.
It was fun. Like, this is fucking awful. I was like, I can't believe there's people here telling me I should check this out. Like as if, you know what it was? So I did a reaction to that Joyner Lucas thing when he was like doing the like both sides thing that I don't know if you remember that. Yeah. And Joyner Lucas is a good artist.
Not good, great.
Yeah, he's really
fantastic rapper.
He's really good. So people had the audacity after seeing that. Check out Tom McDonald. I'm like, are you fucking?
It's not even close.
Absolutely,
that is crazy. Look, I don't know much about Joyner Lucas, but I've heard enough to know that like I've heard Tom McDonald as well. These are not
Joyner Lucas.
These are not the same people.
If you told us to Joyner, he would stop rapping probably. He'd be like, oh, I can't do this no more.
Like he probably. Yeah,
you know, he'd be like, "Oh, gross." He rents a garage and becomes a carpenter, just like completely shifts gears entirely.
Ew, that's disgusting. He fucking sleeves.
That is very one of the reasons why I said multiple times throughout my videos that I was like, I can't wait for this latest wave of shit to blow over because this shit's dumb and luckily for me and for you and a handful of other people, we can do other things. Like we're not, you know how there was just like, oh, people got into that type of content, like the Tom McDonald's. They got into
Right.
to profit, and then that's it. This was kind of like something that we kind of just did.
Yeah.
And then once it kind of slowed down in that realm, mainly that pertained about like pop culture stuff and gaming and shit.
Yeah.
Once that slowed down, because it did, and now people are just grasping at straws, right? But it works. I mean, it works.
I wish I was more present during the Gamergate era, where I could just like have seen that shit. Because I would love to just hear I would love to hear some of the horror stories about what shit girls will go through on there, just to laugh at how insane people are.
I feel bad because
that shit is imagine that for real. Imagine you're playing fucking COD, right? And you're having the usual Call of Duty discourse, which is just slurs. the usual, where it's only this where it's respectable. You know, it's fine to go there and do what you got to do there. You know, everybody you have a tough day at work, come home, Call of Duty. Call a black person the N-word a few times. You don't mean it. You know,
it's just what you do.
You don't mean it. You're just saying because you're upset.
It's just part of it.
You don't have a punching bag. You know
exactly. You've killed your cats from kicking them so hard. You know, like your wife is cowering and you're like, it's not fun when you're scared already.
Imagine kicking the wind out of a cat. Imagine watching a child kick the wind out of a cat and then go play Call of Duty.
The cat gets kicked and it holds his chest.
The cat is holding its chest.
I don't know. Gamergate wasn't as bad as this KSI song, I gotta say.
I think maybe for you.
It's look, man. My biggest grievance of that song is that it's with any artist that he would have been better off if he just used like a heavy layered auto tune, like say not because it's pitch corrected, but it's humanized, right? Say like a lot of rappers will just straight up just put the fucking the speed, put everything up to the highest dial, and then just have it be auto-tuned to hell, right?
Yeah,
that's kind of a style.
I haven't heard rap at auto-tuning God knows how long. I just don't listen to rap.
You just don't listen to that. Okay, I was about to say,
I know it's around. I guess this little Yachty does it. So yeah.
Well,
prominent.
First of all, auto-tune is ubiquitous. It is the way that people use it.
I haven't heard.
You haven't heard T-Pain type
auto-tune
in a while.
Yeah,
but auto-tune is pretty.
Everyone tunes up. Their
that's what That's what I'm referring to.
Yeah.
Okay.
And that's what I'm referring to. My biggest problem is that if he's trying to pass it off as if he can sing, and that's my biggest problem because I can hear the pitch correction. He's completely on key. I know he can't sing. So when I'm hearing him being completely on key like this, I'm like, this just sounds completely manufactured like an AI to me. Versus, I know all those rappers can't sing either, but they're not pretending. They're just slapping on the auto-tune.
Yeah.
They're dialing it to 20 to where it's just like...
Or Eminem where he just triplicates his audio, He just sings the chorus of it like the same... He just layers the same thing 3 times over the same thing.
Yes.
And that's the chorus now.
Yes. Actually, yes. And so that to me, that's so egregious when people do that. There's a lot of artists that try to pretend like you can sing always annoys the fuck out of me because I don't pitch correct things that much.
I feel like a lot of artists I feel like singing is more common now in rappers than it was before. Because before rappers straight up they didn't sing at all.
Right.
Yeah.
Drake made it so rappers had to have something else in the bag. Unfortunately, he's like, hate to give him credit there, but he definitely heavily changed rapping as a thing. Like people have to be able to sing somewhat because of his like introduction to the game. And there's a lot of rappers that have like a decent level of like being able to carry a note, not being able like full-fledged singers, but a lot of them carry like Jid can sing. Joey Badass has a ability to carry a note, but singing and carrying a note are different things, obviously.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah,
most of them can carry notes. One who can carry up a note like, they can sing on a flat or a sharp and carry out like a regular note, but most of them are not singers.
Right, and
some are singers, and it's fucking wild hearing someone like, well, obviously Donald Glover is more on the singer side than rapper side.
Yeah.
Now, I would say, because before he was more rapper than singer, but he can sing. Obviously, he's someone that like particularly sings, or like who's the rapper I think that really like actually sings pretty well. Chris Brown's more rapper than singer and beater.
You say he was more rapper than singer?
He's more singer than rapper.
Yeah.
He's more singer than rapper, but he can also rap as well.
Sure. But like
who's a rapper that can sing?
Well, there was some like I thought there's some
maybe Jid.
There were some like artists that were coming up and
like Earth King, I guess.
Two of them are dead. XX actually had a decent singing voice. Juice WRLD had a decent singing voice.
I don't think Juice is a good singer. I think Juice could carry a note.
No,
but he carry a note well.
No,
So I guess that makes him a big.
I thought when I hear him, the difference is like it's like T-Pain. T-Pain puts shit on even though he can sing well.
Yeah.
That's what he sounded like to me. When I hear when I hear KSI, for example, I know I'm like, oh, I can hear where the audio is being bent, to the key. I can hear it. It's not fucking the type of auto tune that people are used to, but it's just like I can hear how inauthentic it is, and that's jarring to me. Where I like somebody who can barely. I like when people like J. Cole. J. Cole can barely sing, and he doesn't pretend like he can sing well. So he's not going to pitch correct the fuck out of his thing to make him sound. He just does his thing,
and I'm like, carries a note on the song. He doesn't try to sing.
Exactly, and I appreciate that. And so to me, when I hear this KSI song, it's so jarring to me because I'm like, bro, stop, like. No one other than dumbass little kids are gonna think, "Oh, he's a good singer," But everybody else is like, "Bro, come on,
whoa,
we hear you."
You know the thing.
Like that, you think that guy's gonna sing well?
You ever met somebody with an actual singing voice? Like people are like, "Oh yeah, like I talk like this," but then they have a completely different singing voice.
I think most people do.
But most people's singing voices are like in line with their voice.
Well, I suppose.
I met someone because obviously at church,
I think about Jamiroquai a lot in that regard because Jamiroquai is, I'm like, what the fuck?
He's like,
hearing him speak is crazy.
How does he sound?
He's like, hey, what?
He's an Aussie?
Hey, what you doing?
I'm
He's fucking crazy. He's fucking.
No, he's from UK, ain't he?
Yeah, he's from the UK. He's British. But like,
when he had braids, I get it.
Yeah,
I get it.
He's British, but you're just like, you hear him talking, and you're like, what the fuck?
To me, it
sound like you're a fucking. You sound like you're like being haunted by the Christmas ghost. Like, what the fuck is going on? It's insane. This guy, that's like Scrooge singing fucking virtual insanity. That's what it feels like.
Scrooge.
Teachers made of virtual insanity. They're always same to. It's like insane. But, you can't sing that way though. It'd be
futures made of virtual insanity.
We have beat this horse to death twice.
We have been really needlessly targeting Comedy Shorts Gamer for a while.
It's a little bit on.
It's too fun
point
to do
though right now because we are talking about KSI.
That is true. KSI, yeah. So like back to the song.
KFC.
The thing that
KFC.
It's God. That's like. Is that racist?
I mean,
you know what I mean?
Is
it racist or is it racist to think that's racist? You know what I mean?
I think it goes back into being racist again. I think it's just
it's a continuous loop of racism.
Like it could be like you just genuinely like KSI, KFC. You just like, you defaulted to the last K acronym that you heard. But you're like, did you think KFC because he's black? And you're like, that's racist.
I guess
you assume that's racist, but it just, I think it's just racism again though. Like it's multiplying it. And you're like, oh, it's racism.
It's an Ouroboros of racism.
It's just snake devouring itself with a Klan outfit on.
With a Klan outfit on.
What's that thing called? The Infinity Flat or the Mobius strip, where it's like an infinite.
Oh yeah, exactly.
It's just an infinite loop of racism.
That's how my penis looks.
Yeah, I bet. The thing that the thing that I hate most about this KSI song though is like, look, I don't know, like it's not the worst song I've ever heard. I think most people are hating it because it's surrounding a lot of the stuff that KSI has been doing lately, which is Prime.
That hasn't helped.
The stupid Lunchly shit.
The Lunchables.
The Lunchables.
Healthier Lunchable.
I saw, and look, I understand advertising, I get it, but like, it's so lazy. Where like I saw them being like, these are Lunchables, and then they ate them, and then they were like, oh, I can't handle it. Oh, it's so gross. And then they had Lunchly. It's like, this is really good. Shut the fuck up. You should be assassinated if you do that. Like, I really, like, I cannot. It's so transparent. Like, who is being convinced? Like, who above the age of 6 is being convinced by that?
That's what they're aiming towards. They're not aiming towards us. They know.
But like, those kids know Lunchables are good too, though. They had Lunchables.
They've had Lunchables. But now Lunchables are connected to their favorite YouTuber.
Right, but you're right. And the thing is,
introducing suicide force Lunchables. The dangling Candyman from
the chocolate is that guy hanging himself.
Yeah, it's like a chocolate. It's like chocolate. It's a chocolate person hanging from a tree.
That sounds gas. Actually, I would have ate that as a kid for sure.
Yeah. I mean, probably. I'm selling it on myself, to be honest with you.
Yeah, you're right.
Yeah, Suicide Forest Lunchables. They go hard.
They have Sakura petals in it.
That goes
For
hard.
some reason, he can't
And the
talk
fact
about
that it's
it, like,
and the fact that it's connected to Mr. Beast, who like has his own fucking thing
he's
going on
having-
right now.
Yeah.
Mr.
Like,
Beast has been fighting for a while, dude.
can I say something about Mr. Beast? Like, look, I always thought people who like hated him were trying a little bit too hard because I'm like, I don't know, whatever. The guy makes dumb content. It's not for you, whatever. But I did always kind of assume that he was like, he's got the smile of a sociopath.
Yeah.
Like 100%. Well, and I don't know if that's necessarily fair because it could be, you could potentially maybe have the smile of a sociopath and not be a sociopath because your face is just that way.
I disagree, actually.
You think so?
I think, look, I will say there's
But if you
always,
get into a car
there's
accident,
always
you can't smile the
exceptions to. Okay, but you know that they're smile because they're disabled. And it's not a smile. Like, there's a guy that I watched that he got into a fight, he used to be a bouncer, and they fucked his face up. So now he has nerve damage. So
Yeah.
he's like a little bit like he's kind of half jokering it. He's a little bit two-facing it a little bit.
He's a grinner now.
But
He's a grinling.
But you know why he's doing it. The lifeless in the eyes. Look at, man, I could be totally incorrect, but I feel like people like because
There's no basis to this at all.
What I'm saying is
But
because I'm not a fucking psychologist, right? But I feel like most people get the vibe of they understand when they see dead eyes and a fake smile. They're like, oh, this person, I should stay away from this person. And Mr. Beast has that those candy bars, and so they'll be on display a lot of times. They're in 7-Eleven. They're all in the 7-Elevens.
Yeah.
And he's
got the least marketable smile I've
I
ever
was like,
seen.
his eyes, he has no crow's feet. He's not, he's just showing teeth. And that's what my
he's like baring his teeth to like a threat.
That's what my
like
cousin,
the idea of happiness is like threatening to it. It's a very strange.
I think genuinely what happens is that Mr. Beast. This is what it is, right? People at first it started like this, right? Mr. Beast was doing shit and getting a lot of money and doing things that were perceived as positive. And initially, because of how fucked we are as a society, people doing good things just rubs us the wrong way. We don't believe people that do the good things. We just don't.
I disagree.
I disagree too.
I think you guys are insane to disagree with that.
No, it's
people doing good.
We
no
love
matter
philanthropy. We just
no. You love philanthropy, right? When it's done by people that are just grassroots people doing philanthropy.
It's not even just that.
I think genuinely we may be disagreeing to like misnomers, but even for me, when someone does something very kind, my heart is like, I hope this is for the right reason. Always.
Really?
Always. Because I feel like so often we've seen people do things that
I think
are air quotes
you're right.
good, and then it turns out, they're fucking puppies in their basement, you know?
Fucking puppies.
Yeah, I guess the thing for me is it's like
always
it's not
that.
necessarily that like I'm sure he did good things for people. I'm not discounting that.
No, but I think
the
what
thing
happens
is like
that's where it started. The dislike for him started there. And then
the dislike for him-
or the distrust was like, he's doing this, but I don't know. This seems a little sketchy. Why is he doing this? Curious. And then
Do you believe Mr. Beast has like a good heart?
I don't know. I just don't know.
I mean, just a hunch.
Maybe.
Do you not have an intuition? You have to have intuition. It's how humans live.
I have intuitions on both sides. Where I'm like, he could be doing good things.
It's not how intuitions work.
Well, that's absolutely how
You have intuitions on both sides.
He could
That's
be
just
doing-
that's just
Is that
existing.
neutral?
That's just
Exactly.
that's not an intuition.
I exist on neutrality. Where I'm
That's
like,
a lack of intuition. There's no intuition there.
Well, no, because it's like he could be doing good stuff, but also like this feels.
Look,
there feels
you
like something's wrong.
You have intuition because if you saw a fucking guy with a trench coat like walking all
Oh
like,
no,
you-
absolutely,
yeah,
that's
yeah.
different. Yes,
Yes, so you have intuition.
because
but
that's straight.
How
up.
do you feel? What does your gut tell you about Mr. Beast?
I feel like he may be doing this. He might not be as good as he portrays himself to be, but that doesn't necessarily mean he's evil.
I'm not saying he's evil.
Or
I'm
like
saying
like a fucking really bad person. He might just be because people have said for a while he's like a bit of a dickhead behind the scenes. But also I've heard that about people that are objectively like I've heard that about you know, and I'm like, yeah, he's a cunt, but like he's not a bad person. Like, he's not a bad person. Like I've had to talk to people about it. I've been around people that were like talking about you, and I'm like, do you know? I was like, really?
Yeah, but I
was like,
yeah, but like what? I don't mind being portrayed as an asshole.
but that's the idea.
You know what I mean?
Some people, there are perceptions about people that just they can't control, and no matter what they do, no matter what you kind of things you do, some people, especially if you're a very famous, the biggest content creator at the time, people are gonna feel some type of way about them, no matter
What about our mutual friend who was left in the desert on a Mr. Beast shoot?
Yeah, that was that was where I was like, yeah. So
Trump did the same thing too. Did you see that? Where he left all of his fans in fucking what was it, Burning Man or Coachella?
It was Coachella.
Yeah.
What do you mean?
So Trump had a rally like he had a rally
Over by Palms?
over like wherever Coachella is. I don't know where Coachella is. I've never gone. but like it's in the middle of like the desert,
Yeah,
presumably, right? And so he goes, he has like a rally, and he pays for like the buses to go in, right? Because he wants everybody to show up, and he wants it to be in a place. And honestly, like my gut tells me, and again, could be wrong, whatever. Like that's always obvious. By the way, like I hate that we have to say that now because that should be implied by just having a conversation,
Right?
But my gut tells me that like he paid for all the buses to take everybody into this remote area, so that nobody could leave before his rally was done, because of what Kamala said. You know what I mean about like how people leave his rallies early, and he's like, "Well, I don't want people leaving my rallies early, so we're gonna go far away. People can't leave."
It's
And then he paid for the buses in, but he didn't pay any of the buses out. So
I don't know
So
if
he
that's
just
how-
left.
Yeah, I don't know if that's how it works with the thing. Here's the thing with Trump. He's a notorious not paying people guy.
Right.
Like he's a notorious. So I don't even know if they got, because I imagine no company does transactions that way where it's like, oh, I'm gonna pay for one way and then you have to pay. It's like it's a whole transaction.
Mm-hmm.
So what's to me is that he didn't pay at all. He was like, "Oh, we'll pay like once and then they realized that he's not going to pay." And
based
then
on who he is, you can
that's what it seems like.
He didn't pay. Very likely he did. Very likely. If let's take it out of consideration that it's Trump for a second. Very likely you can pay to go somewhere, and you don't exactly have to pay to go back, but you pay to get there. Usually for most services, you pay one way.
It could have been like a Flix or like Megabus. Megabus isn't over here anymore, but Flix is like one of the biggest ones over here now. You can pay for a one way, but they run on routes.
Oh, yeah,
so
yeah.
This would have to be a special thing,
which I assume it was for this situation.
It almost seems like to me, and because it's Donald Trump and what could have happened, knowing that Donald Trump is rich, they probably were like, "Oh, it was like good faith."
Right.
Which that's actually how he operates a lot, and why that's why he always gets out of paying a lot of shit. Most of the vast majority of his lawyers can tell you. It's unfortunate that his followers don't look up anything about him whatsoever.
Oh yeah, he's a fucking scammer. He's legitimately a scammer. Like he
literally
Trump
is,
Bibles, Trump shoes.
He has been
watches
for
that.
decades.
Dude, watches. He's selling watches now that are $100,000 and they're worth at best $18,000.
Dude, Anita Sarkeesian on steroids, on mega steroids, on triple steroids, on gargantuan like mega like blitzwave steroids. It's crazy. Like,
Blitzwave.
You see the thing like recently, like he said, like I saw like a clip of him recently. Where he's talking about how like we gotta ban video games, ban violent video games, and I tweeted out just not even necessarily referencing him specifically. I just tweeted out like I personally think anybody who would blame society's ills on video games is really stupid and incompetent. Yeah. And everybody was like, "Wow, so nobody heard about it." I wonder why no one heard about it. I wonder why no one heard about the fact that Trump said this recently.
Oh, maybe because
it's probably not a good thing.
It's not,
and X won't circulate it.
Yeah. Well, I mean,
it's so fucking embarrassing.
Have you heard that he won't stop, even though the governor of North Carolina has continuously said, "Hey, FEMA got us the help. Biden helped us. They called, and everything was great.
Yeah,
please, I'm begging you, stop."
He's literally also conservative. Isn't he conservative? The guy that's like arguing against.
Of course, he's conservative. The governor of North Carolina is conservative, and so this guy is basically begging for the right to please stop spreading these lies, because you're literally hurting people getting help here.
Yeah.
Like you were actively hurting stuff, and then he doesn't care. The pundits don't care, and I'm just like, that one thing alone should already be disqualifying for being a fucking president, for literally actively hurting the country that's been slammed by a fucking hurricane.
Yeah, it's too late. It's too late for us with these.
It is, but it's just like, it's one of those things where I'm like, that's just one thing, and that's not even. That is like
it's
literally
not even the biggest thing.
So that is the tip of the iceberg.
It would be the biggest thing for any other person.
Yeah, man. I don't know. I look at the situation.
It's fine.
Like,
they love him. They want I don't know. Maybe they have daddy issues or something, and they just want they want a father figure to believe in. And God bless you. I hope you find it.
I wish I was as laissez-faire as you. I really do.
I don't have the energy.
I can't not care about it. I can't.
The best I can do is like secretly pray for death. For all these
you pull a fucking Eddie Brock. It's like, God, I know I don't talk to you very often. But can you kill all these stupid niggas? Please kill
Can you
all of them.
imagine like, you pulling like an Eddie Brock going to a church at night?
You're like laying on the chair. You're laying
Is that
on
what-
feet in front of you.
Is that what we're missing though?
That's exactly how he does it too. He's like
on it.
He's like leaning like this. He's like,
Lord,
I want you to kill everyone.
Lord, could you please kill everyone so we can have some universal health care, please?
Everyone.
Please?
Everyone.
You get Timmy Turner's wish. God, Cosmo Wanda, I wish everyone died, period. Everywhere, all of them.
Wow, including you, Timmy.
Me first.
Me first.
My God, Timmy.
Just fucking throws the wand through his face. Starts with him
I
first.
wish every single person
I think
that
about-
was dumb and gay, not sexually though only, would die right now.
You know what I mean?
I think. I think.
Cosmo's like, okay.
All right, Timmy.
Timmy, all right.
He dies.
Let's go.
I guess I'll kill everyone for you, Timmy. All right. I think about that drawing of him praying over the bed, being like, what is it? I wish.
Everyone that died went to hell it's capital no matter what. And I'm like, no, that's crazy.
That's probably one of my favorite images on the internet is I wish Cosmo and Wanda, I wish everybody goes to hell no matter what. It's so fucking, it's so out of pocket.
What's so funny
that's
is
like
that
a triple wish though. That's like a quadruple, like a huge wish.
There's
Yeah.
no
'Cause now hell
limitations
is
on
real.
it either, right?
Huh?
There's no limitations
There
on
are
his,
rules,
right?
but I think that one
what are the
gets
rules?
around all of them.
He was able to turn the entire population into gray blobs.
So you can't.
That is true. He was able to like circumvent the will of like 100% of people.
So you can't kill people. You can't wish for love. You can't.
You can change every.
Yeah, you can.
it's a cartoon. It's a Saturday.
I know.
It's mentality.
I know.
Like most kids don't wish. I wish that every single person that was on the planet was trans. They didn't think about that in 19
Yo,
and
that shit would
2003.
be fucking cool, man.
I wish futanari was acceptable in society. Like shit like this shit like that, where it's like, this is such because wishing for everyone to go to hell no matter what means that now hell is definitely real.
Yeah, it's real. And
The devil's real.
it's- well,
God's now
all
also
spawns
real.
well,
everything
not
is
necessarily. Well, the thing about it is like, if hell wasn't already real, that means Timmy Turner created a hell.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
For people to go to.
Right.
Which is like really.
It's really maniacal because it literally doesn't exist, and then he willed it into existence with the wish. So that's exactly what's happening.
That means he created every creature that's in hell as well. By that means you might have created heaven.
Well, that's interesting.
But now everyone's barred from it.
That is
Now
it.
everyone's-
You actually just brought up an interesting thing because would it have to be Timmy Turner's version of hell? Because like
There's a lot of. That's the thing.
I want the worst version. I want the worst version you could think of ever. I want like a D&D level one.
Yeah, I want, like-
where like there's fucking demons that can fly and take
But
over
what would be a
children.
10-year-old?
Hell yeah.
But
Hell
what
yeah,
would be a
dude.
10-year-old like? No,
What's the
no
worst
video
thing?
games after 8. You know.
I guess
see, like,
because
if they believe in
heard
hell-
about the Bible, he probably would think of like the super morbid punishment.
lake of
Is the-
fire,
but
burning
is-
for eternity.
But is the Bible real in the universe of the Fairly Odd Parents?
Well,
I think there.
I
I
don't-
think it is.
I-
'Cause
well-
they say, "Oh my God," and stuff like that. So maybe the idea of God is
see,
real.
this is interesting because all this is interesting because it's like
This is more plot.
There's
if
more
it's-
world building than they've
is-
ever considered for the show, by the way.
is so magic is definitely real, so
Yeah.
it is possible for religions to be real as well.
Yeah,
but
yeah.
There's
but
a tooth fairy. No, there's a Santa Claus. There's an Easter bunny. There's leprechauns.
there's the Easter Bunny.
Yeah, Easter bunny. There's
Hmm.
leprechauns.
Well, that's tied to Easter's. That's tied to
So I
religion.
think there might be like.
So
yeah, if there is an Easter bunny, then Christ was crucified in the world of Fairly Odd
so yeah,
Parents.
canonically,
Do you think the
yes,
fairies are stronger than God?
yes, actually, yes.
Like
think
it's debate. I think it's a debatable conversation. I wouldn't say yes, definitely, but I'd say it's a debatable conversation.
I would say yes because
they're at least more active.
How
Like,
is-
definitely?
how does God created everything? How does he have any problem thwarting Satan in any way, shape, or form if he created everything? Meaning
It's
that
not his place,
his
dude. It's
power,
not his place, man.
power is extremely limited if that's the case.
But so can the fairies kill Satan?
I think so, absolutely.
But they can't.
Cosmo
kill,
and Wanda, I want Satan to be dead.
but they
because-
can't kill. They can't kill people.
but
No,
he's not a people.
They could though. Like,
Could you wish for like? Wait, could you wish for like
a gun that kills God?
yeah, or like
I want a gun that kills God at God's exact location.
well, I guess what I'm saying is like, could Timmy
sitting
Turner?
on his throne? Like, it's like,
He's inbound. He's inbound.
Oh my God, he's got the gun that kills God.
how come I didn't think of that? Fuck.
I wish that God couldn't kill me, and I wish I had a gun that killed God. I wish I was at God's house right now.
It's like
The thing about it is like, you can't wish to kill, but could you?
Wish for something that could kill?
No, let me. you keep bringing in the gun that kills God. I just want to say, like, if you had like an infestation, could you wish that all the roaches in your house were dead?
No, you can't wish to kill.
I guess you can wish them away.
You can wish them away. What does that mean?
Well, if they just go somewhere else.
I wish the roaches were gone.
Yeah, I wish my roaches were in the Andromeda Galaxy.
My roaches.
And they died.
I wish the roaches in my apartment are now in God's throne.
Because the idea is that
and he's like, what the fuck? There's
lot
never
of
been roaches
fucked
in
up
here
shit
before.
There hasn't been a roach in here in a while.
Someone that really bothers. I wish you were right in front of a truck. That's it.
Yeah, you could really get away with that. I feel like you could just be like, I wish you were in the middle of the highway right now. You know, and then they would die, right? Presumably, like not necessarily immediately, but definitely as a result.
I wish you were 13 miles of civilization in a hot desert.
I wish the structure of that building was weaker.
Right.
You know, like I wish.
Right.
I feel like you could easily get away with killing people.
100%.
Yeah, like
Timmy
a
Turner's-
little sociopath kid with those variants would be a really serious threat.
100%.
Because I would just wish for like, I wish I couldn't be harmed ever, only emotionally.
That'd be amazing.
I wish that chicken had 1,000 times the MSG that it has. You know?
I would someone taking like a bite of a chicken nugget and you're like, put 20 grams of sodium in it.
That's just another chicken nugget of salt. That is insane. Oh my God.
Like what else? Like I wish this guy's brakes were cut. I wish this plane's fucking radar went off.
Yeah. Or just like I wish this car would stop working exactly 1 year from now.
Yeah.
You know, and you pick like 2 p.m. on a Friday. You know what I mean?
I wish this plane had no fuel. You know?
Yeah, I feel like there's so many ways to get around wishing for death without actually.
It's flying.
I wish this doctor falls asleep in the middle of the surgery. Just shit like that. Like that's why we can't have those kind of powers. Because as a little kid, because a little kid, you're scorned already. You know, you're just mad about the sun coming out.
Look,
sometimes.
you're right.
You know, you're just as a kid, you're just mad sometimes. You're dumb and you like people.
Are you? Why are you so mad?
Well, people obstruct because you're a kid.
He was.
You
Remember?
don't-
He went to therapy.
Oh, that's right. You went to therapy for being mad and
He
stupid.
was just like,
I was mad stupid.
why am I here? I just want to kill everyone. What's that big deal? What's the big fucking deal?
Well, no, as a kid, you're just kind of.
Who cares if I
angry
rip the
and-
wings off of butterflies and shove them up my fucking urethra? Who cares?
Now my dick can flap. But you're a kid,
I'm gonna kill
you're
you
dumb.
too, doctor.
You're like, you're just not a smart kid in the world. You're pretty much a passenger in the world as a child.
Yeah.
So imagine getting power, like damn near divinity at a young age. I would be like, what are all the rules? Like, what is every rule I can't do? I would be like, all right, what
I would do
can't
really. I feel like I would do. Like I would.
I would have done fuck shit. They would have put me in a
It wouldn't be
facility.
fuck shit. It would be like Cosmo Wanda. I wish Asmongold was clean.
And he fucking screams and dies.
Yeah, he's like, he starts fizzing.
Yeah,
he's like,
fucking boils and shit, and he's just
because there's a thin layer of grime over him that was protecting him from the outside environment.
It
Now,
was.
now it's gone. He's not acclimated.
He just gets sick really fast.
I wish Asmongold's apartment was spotless. He wakes up.
It's like Voldemort at
Eyes
the end
are
of the
all
movie. So he's,
puffy and
he's like
shit.
curled up in a ball and it's like a white room.
I've never. Was that in that movie?
Yeah, I was in that movie.
So I've seen that image, that JPEG of like thin Voldemort, like in the fetal position. Have you seen that?
no.
It's
No.
so good.
Yeah, it's actually
It's
real.
so fucking
That's
funny.
It's a real scene from that movie.
I did not know that was real. I thought it was like a meme for the longest
Voldemort's
time.
the one with no nose, right?
Yeah,
The-
He's a witch.
And so they captured him and put him in like a panic room? I don't understand.
No, it was in the world of death because Peter Potter. Harry dies technically at the end.
Harry?
Yeah, Harry.
Oh, Harry Potter.
Harold
Okay.
Potter. Yeah.
Yeah.
Harold Potts, and he dies.
Oh, so he died, like, he what, sacrificed? How's he die?
He just pretty much sacrifices himself. And
Okay.
he goes to like the world of the
He
dead.
was like,
and-
Explodus, and then it like...
Explodus niggas. Scooby is dubious, and he fucking blows up.
Wow.
And then he goes to the land of the dead, and Dumbledore's like, I'm here. I'm a gay man for some reason. Now.
Okay, now.
Look at Voldemort. He's thin.
Canonically
and sick.
gay.
His thin Voldemort.
Ew! What is that?
It's thin Voldemort.
Is that... No, what is that?
That's really from the movie, I swear.
Are you serious?
Yeah, it is.
Dude, he looks like a fetus. That's gross.
This motherfucker's causing all that trouble. That dude causing all that trouble.
I don't understand. So, like, what is the context of this scene exactly? Like, he's in the Matrix?
No, he's dead. That's just like what his soul, what's left of his soul. And
So
then
he's
when
just
they're
like
dead.
in a
Well, that's
void?
him. That's his body.
I guess.
Is that his soul?
That's his soul, more or less. You know how he split his soul up into a bunch of pieces?
Yeah, but what? Where is this?
Wait,
In like the land of beyond, like after you die and shit.
so you just in nothing? That's where you exist in nothing?
Well, there's like a beyond place. I don't know, guys. I'm not a Harry Potter expert. I just know about this one scene that I saw. All right.
All right, then
That's
somebody
fair.
that's a fan, explain this shit to us. 'cause-
Also, if you're a fan of Harry Potter, you should probably seriously think about doing something with your life.
I think to a degree.
Nah.
I think to a degree. I think I like Harry Potter. I think it's cool, but like
Crazy,
you
it's crazy,
can't
it's crazy,
fucking.
It's crazy.
I don't.
You gotta fucking relax.
Yeah.
It's crazy. It's crazy.
You know.
I can't. I
What?
can't look. I
That
can't.
world falls apart as soon as you bring in Americans to that universe.
I can't go
I
too
guess.
hard. I
We
can't
but
go-
you're not
we would lose our
supposed
fucking
to.
mind if we had powers like that. Imagine the Bronx with wizards.
Yeah.
It'd be on fire.
The thing about it, it's hard. It's hard for me not to forget. Like the Chamber of Secrets video game was unreasonably good. Like an unreasonably good video game for no reason. That was around the time that they were making really good movie-based games. To be fair, I don't know when that stopped. I don't know why that just like became.
How many good games are there based off of movies?
There's Spider-Man 2, Lord of the Rings: Return of the King.
Amazing. The third one too is actually as well.
I never,
That isn't the
I never
no,
played.
no,
the-
sorry.
Two Towers.
Two Towers.
I
Two
had
Towers
two-
was good as well.
I never
I-
played Two Towers.
I turned it off because I couldn't get past the two tower scene. Now
What do you mean?
I was doing something wrong, I guess. But they kept, because they're storming, and then if they overrun the towers and they start cheering, and then it's game over. To be fair, I only did it twice, and I lost, and I was like, "Fuck this!"
It's
I was
so
like-
fun.
I was like, "What the fuck?" Like, I didn't give it enough chance, but
I
up
don't
to
know.
that point, I was having a lot of fun with that game.
Yeah, I don't know about that one. But Return of the King was really good.
Yeah,
Spider-Man 2. The Incredibles video game is actually unreasonably good.
The fact that I was thinking that, and I was like, no one else played this game but me. You really played that game?
That's a great game.
I played it on GameCube.
Yeah.
And you have to do the part where you have to run to school as Dash.
That's Dash, yeah. It's
And
so
you can
fun.
run into the buses and kill yourself.
yeah. You can run to the bus and kill the child.
And I was like, what the fuck?
That's a good game. Like genuinely, like it's
It's
actually
fun.
like it's really well designed. It's like really fun. It like follows the spirit of the movie. There were a couple on PS1 as well that like I don't know if you would necessarily argue that they're great.
Was GoldenEye based on a movie or no?
No,
No, right?
no, not really.
GoldenEye's GoldenEye, right?
GoldenEye's kind. I wouldn't
well-
call it a movie-based game in the same way.
it is though, right?
Is there a GoldenEye movie?
Yeah,
There is?
isn't there?
I've never heard of
Oh
GoldenEye.
man, see, I'm getting.
I've never heard of GoldenEye because I know I've liked those movies, and I'm like,
I think
I've never.
It's Goldfinger, I think.
You're fucking with me. No. Okay, Goldfinger's an old one, but I thought there was like I thought they made it. I
there's
thought
no-
they made a movie game.
After-
No, I thought they made a game based off every movie because I played the second one, which was I think was The World's Not Enough, which is
don't
not
know.
first person.
Oh,
and-
that's The World's Not Enough.
yeah.
What's that for?
I played it on PS1.
Yeah, I don't know.
Let's look at it.
I love.
I bet we sound
there's
really
not-
stupid
there's
right
not
now.
a GoldenEye movie. I'm pretty sure. 'Cause I'm pretty sure I've seen all those movies.
You
before.
I haven't seen many Golden.
This is the Pierce
Brosnan.
Yeah,
My
whatever.
grandma made me watch those movies, and I'm like, Grandma, what the fuck?
I don't think I've never sat through a whole James Bond movie.
probably right.
I'll tell you that much.
You know what the
My
funny
grandma
thing
loves
is?
them.
I don't. I've seen a few of them. I don't remember any of them.
Yeah, I don't remember
Even
really.
the Daniel Craig ones. I like the actor and the Sky one.
Fall?
Skyfall. The villain was that dude from
Rami Malek.
Yeah,
Oh yeah,
He was good.
that guy was cool. That was cool. But
Yeah,
I only remember
James Bond I missed completely culturally. I only would see it in like
Yeah, you're
bits
not
and pieces.
British. You should.
If I'm
you
being
shouldn't care.
if I'm being honest,
You should only care if you're British.
you're even your parents might be a little too young to like those movies.
I mean,
a little
honestly,
too-
to be honest, I think I would like it. Like, I like spy stuff. I
Yeah, so-
just never bothered to try it.
All right, so GoldenEye, Tomorrow Never Dies is the game that I played, I think.
Okay.
So
Tomorrow Never Dies is on Xbox.
So GoldenEye is 95.
That's a game. The game or the movie?
The movie.
There's a movie called GoldenEye?
Yes.
Oh, well, then there you
I
go.
didn't
There's
know
another.
that.
I think
Well, then
like-
there's another one.
Well, because I was pretty sure, but then when you guys start talking, I start doubting.
Yeah.
I start feeling like, wait,
I'm pretty sure I've seen all the movies, and I don't remember ever seeing GoldenEye. That's the thing. I don't remember seeing a movie.
Yeah, maybe,
called GoldenEye.
yeah.
So like,
But so that's another one.
Yeah.
I
I remember I think playing Tomorrow's and The World's Not Enough because I remember they were making video games off of all the Pierce ones. But yeah, so GoldenEye for sure. That is the absolute
there was
banger, right?
what was I feel I never played this, but this is like talked about a lot. Is that there's like a Chronicles of Riddick game that's like really good.
I heard. I played that game. It was fun.
I have. Yet
I never
to get into that
played it.
series. I haven't even watched what was the movie before he was in? Was it the something dark? What was
Oh,
it?
I don't know.
Pitch Black.
Pitch Black? Was that it? Pitch Black?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's what he came from.
Yeah, I think so.
I haven't got I love sci-fi like that, but I just never. I think in 2013 they released another Riddick, and then I downloaded it, didn't watch it.
I thought it was. They made the Witch Hunter, right?
Well, he
Something
made a bunch of movies that they bombed. The Triple X one did okay, but dude, there are people
But I
that
guess-
got that tattoo. They got that Triple X tattoo.
I
That's
feel
so
like
crazy.
I saw that tattoo on somebody, and I was like,
and you didn't hit him.
I was maybe like 11. I was like, I can't. I'm like, the kind of person that has that tattoo would absolutely beat the living fuck out of 11-year-olds. So I was like,
They wouldn't hesitate.
way.
They
Yeah.
wouldn't hesitate. Yeah, that's right.
You hit me, kid. You really think you're tough? I'll tell you how tough I am. Grabs me and fucking spins me like fucking Goku doing the dragon throw, and then pitches me at the floor.
Yeah. But yeah, there were a lot of like really good, like really solid, like video game based. I think it really ended at the beginning of the 360. Like once the 360 hit, for some reason, I think maybe it got too complicated. Like maybe like it was like way higher def, and like it was just like, oh, there's a lot more to contend with, and then they were just like, And then after a couple of years, they just was like, let's just make mobile games. Let's just do if there's a new movie come out, let's do like a runner. Like an endless runner version of it.
Yeah.
And that's kind of what ended up happening, because I remember like there was like B-Movie and like Spider-Man 3 and like Balto and like all these other movie-based games.
So in
on
the
360
2010s,
that
was there any good ones?
Not really. The 2010s, like by the 2010s, it was over. Like there were no real good movie-based anything.
Can't think of a single thing. Yeah.
It really ended, I think, 2005, 2006. That was like the last time that I remember being.
Last one
Actually,
was
I remember liking
Origins Wolverine. That was 2009.
Yeah,
that's what I said.
So
that
like
was
that's
the
what I
last
mean.
one.
But that's what I mean. That's another one. The series of unfortunate events game was actually pretty good too. I remember on PS2.
PS2, yeah.
Like just solid for whatever reason. They just knew how to do it up until
That is so
the 360. They just stopped. It's weird.
Lemony Snickets.
But Return of the King is fucking.
Lemony Snickets.
Return of the King is so good. That might be honestly like quality wise, like probably the best one.
Here the thing is, I don't want
I think
to.
X-Men
If I
George
go back
Wolverine.
and play those, I feel like I don't want my experience ruined, because I really love the Shadow of Mordor series. Like, what was the other one? The second one?
Shadow War.
Yeah, Shadow War. Those games, to me, it's like Lord of the Rings, but fucking Batman, essentially. Like the Arkham
it's
games.
so morbid. You beat
It's
the
so fucking
You're the
fun,
bad
dude.
guy in those games. You beat the living fuck out of those Urogs.
Dude,
It's bad.
I killed so many. Like it was like Dynasty Warriors to me. You know how you just hack and slash?
Yeah.
I just would
Like
just
Dead
let
Rising.
them. They just won't stop coming, and I'm comboing them for eternity. And I'm just like, I'm having too much fun killing these orcs. This is not healthy for my soul. This isn't. The Nemesis system was cool as shit.
It's so that mechanic is so unfortunately trapped in that game franchise only.
They patented it and never did anything
did
with it. It's
nothing
such a
with it.
waste. What a stupid,
It's like,
what an
what-
asshole.
fucking-
What an asshole of a company.
The dumbest thing.
Seeing like a triple one where someone kills someone else and they're about to kill it, then someone else stabs him in the back, and it's like, Ranger, I'm gonna fuck your wife later, and it runs off. And
I
you're like,
love
what
that.
Dude, I love
I love
I
that.
will never forget like being in a fight with somebody. You remember that? You were there with me, right?
Yeah.
I was
Bunty was there too.
Yeah, I was fighting with this guy for like 40 minutes. And then like I think like I whittled him down a little bit, but then he got the better of me. And then like some other guy stepped in and killed him, and I was like, "This is so fucking sick." It was the cool. It was like revelatory for me. I was like, "This is an amazing system."
So fun.
Awesome.
Yeah.
There's very little AI things like that.
I just remember that a fucking my character glitched out and he just became sideways during one of those encounters. So the fucking orc's like talking some shit and I'm stuck fucking sideways, and then he just comes up and starts whooping my ass. It's so fucking. I hope I can find that footage, Because I don't even know how I got there.
Yeah.
I was completely
It was such
sideways
cool
walking.
things, dude. There was moments where like you'd about to get hit by somebody, and then like you get hit by 3 people at once, and then your Spectre would come out and block for you. So I imagine what the Urok is seeing is the wind stops his sword, and he's like, "Huh?" Then he gets kicked, and he's like, "What did that?" To
Yeah, at
me?
that point you'd want to just stop. I'm like, okay, this
Nah,
guy's
man, they don't stop, man.
This
They-
guy's on another level. I'm gonna
They
back
don't
up a
stop.
little
I would
bit.
get the little
Yeah.
beast and have the beast maul people, and I'm just like walking around doing like my own little thing.
All right.
Yeah, man.
Good
Shall we
episode,
move on
man.
to questions?
Yeah.
Yep.
Let's move on to some questions from our patrons over at on patreon.com/thesnarktank. Remember, you can jump over there, early ad-free access, exclusive episodes, all that bullshit. And these are some of the questions here. Let me see. Let's go with the first one, whatever. Call me Stevie Nicks, the way I edged at 17.
Let's go.
Hello, people really controlling the hurricane. An idea I had for the show now that it's in person, for a Halloween episode, you could record in costumes. The stupider, the better. Thanks for making my mind worse. That's funny. There is a Spirit Halloween that opened up somewhat close. Did you see it?
No, I didn't see it.
It's where that Urban Outfitters used to be in the town center.
Oh,
And so it's a Spirit Halloween now. So it's like, and I walked by when I was getting coffee the other day. I was like, I might get some bullshit from here. It's good for honestly just for video props and stuff. It's just I usually have to order a lot of shit on Amazon, and it's kind of annoying.
Yeah.
But they got fake blood and all that stuff. It's like, all right, I'll figure something out. I don't really know. I still I have some ideas. I have 3 ideas for Halloween stuff that I'm not certain about. I have to think about
I
it.
think I'm gonna try to be Sully. I'm gonna try to find a blue.
Sully from the plane movie.
No,
From Uncharted?
no, from Monsters Incorporated.
You mean Monsters Inc?
Yeah, James P. Sullivan.
Oh, I thought you meant Sully, the guy who landed the plane in the Hudson,
No, not that fella.
or the guy who was in Avatar, the cripple in Avatar.
Or is that guy's name Sully in Uncharted?
His name's Jake Sully.
Is it?
Yeah, his name's Jake Sully. I only know that because I was so bewildered that I didn't know it for such a popular. You know what I mean? For such a big movie franchise that is that made I don't know $15 trillion. Nobody knew the main character's name.
Did you see the second one?
Sully, eh?
I did. It was fine. Yeah.
I never saw.
Was
it.
that you?
What?
Monsters University? What are you talking about?
Well, the sequel prequel, I guess.
I don't even know what's happening.
Because
What?
the first one goes before the second one.
I thought we were talking about Avatar.
No, I'm talking about Sully, the blue monster. That's friends
Not
with
the
Mike
plane.
Wazowski. Yes, not the plane.
Are you following?
No.
I want to be the blue Monsters Inc. That's it.
Oh, Sully.
Yeah.
Okay. I don't know. Maybe we'll figure something out for Halloween. It's not really that
Is it John
holiday
Sully?
stuff is. See,
John Sully from you said the Avatar? Really?
is Jake Sully?
Jake Sully. What? I already forgot. Nobody knew.
Why are you studying it? Like you're mulling it over in your brain.
I was like, no, yeah, it's
The issue, okay, so let me answer this.
nobody
for real.
knows any. What are the other names in those movies? Nobody knows any
Natiri?
names.
Zoe Saldana's in it. I know that.
Neytiri, I think.
Natiri?
Neytiri,
Is that right?
It sounds.
Who's the bligger guy?
That's Colonel Samuels.
Is it? Are you serious? Oh,
I don't know. I don't know about that one.
I was gonna be like, I can't believe you
Bligger
know
dad.
that. It's Total Bligger.
Yeah,
Dad.
look up the name of the Colonel in Avatar and see if we
Yeah.
got it. I think it's Colonel fucking.
You just evil Colonel with crew haircut number
Colonel
2.
McEvil.
Bligger death.
And that's his first name, so he's a Colonel.
Colonel
McEvil.
Colonel McEvil Smith.
Sigourney Weaver is Grace Augustine. The Michelle Rodriguez is
Cool.
Trudy.
Wow,
Cool, that's not the
yeah, that's not what we asked. So amazing.
Mike Kwazach or Quaritch. Yeah, Quaritch. Mike Quaritch, Colonel Quaritch.
Quaritch?
Quaritch?
Yeah.
That's
That doesn't say Quidditch.
Colonel Quidditch. He's just hovering on a broom.
Quaritch.
I don't.
Quaritch?
I don't remember that fucking at all. Wait, what even? Stephen Lang. What am I? Wait, I'm. Never mind. I don't care about this anymore.
That's his real name.
Whatever, man. I don't know. Avatar was fine.
Yeah, I saw the Way
second
of
movie
Water.
the second movie was better, I would say. But I still didn't. I don't know. I just don't care.
Yeah.
Like there's something about that world that is so. The world of Avatar is unparalleled in its ability to just.
Bore me.
I don't even know, like milk apathy out of me. Like even as I'm sitting in the theater to a movie that I bought intentionally to go and absorb and enjoy myself at, I'm just sitting there so careless about the experience.
Yeah.
Like I was way less engrossed in it than I was in Joker 2, and Joker 2 is way worse. But like,
Yeah.
but I remember Joker 2.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah. To me,
I remember how annoying it was.
Avatar needed to be like a lot of. It needed to be like an entire series, or
It should have been a show.
yeah.
That's kind of the sense that I get out of watching it. Is just like this. It's an impressive visual spectacle. I get it, but like also like I don't care.
Yeah, I'm not
because I've seen like
invested.
everything. This is kind of the problem that video games are running into now, where it's just like I feel like everything looks so good that when a game comes, like the Halo going to Unreal was like a whole thing, and they were just like they showed like, oh, look at the Halo environments in Unreal. It's like Halo's looked great for a while now. Like I
Halo
don't know,
Infinite
like
looks nice.
looks pretty good. Like I don't really like I don't. Even if this looked 50 times better, like it okay.
It's not going to look that much better, unfortunately.
Yeah, like
We're at that point
whatever.
now.
Like
I couldn't give a fuck about avatars.
We're
Like I could have. They were blue aliens. They were like cat-like. They just everything about them made me like feel like
I just
we should
didn't
kill them.
It didn't get. How do you said this Jake Sully guy? If you want to get me like if you want to get my attention, it shouldn't just be generic white guy number one. Like do something, even if it is a white guy.
yeah, dude,
Give me
Well, he was crippled.
It's just Pocahontas.
He was crippled.
He was a cripple.
Yeah, so what? That was like the character less.
So that it just gave him. Oh, so he
Fucking
has.
DEI, fucking getting cripples in our fucking.
I know, right? It's the wrong.
He looks
DI.
like Majin
That's-
Buu when he's about to unabsorb the Supreme Kai, where he's just a big mouth.
Wait, what?
hate it. You know when Buu yells and his mouth gets gigantic?
Oh yeah,
His mouth is bigger than everything else around him.
I love that. That's a move in the game that you can scream like a dimension in.
Man, I missed that. I couldn't care.
I
About
saw that thing that you put like of there was like a comment section of Donkey's video on Dragon Ball. Like there's a comment on Donkey's video of on Dragon Ball Sparking Zero where it said like, I forgot how insane this must feel to people who have just not paid attention to Dragon Ball in a long time.
Yeah,
And it is fucking insane. You see Kaba and you're like, what the fuck?
dude, it was.
What is going on?
I didn't know that Donkey didn't watch Dragon Ball Z. I had no idea. So him playing Sparking Zero was hilarious.
You didn't watch Dragon Ball Z at all?
No. So like him experiencing.
He's Puerto Rican too, right? Isn't he?
Yes.
Which is insane.
What is he doing
I just
there?
don't know what
He
the fuck
watched
you were
Dragon.
doing.
I think he's just too Nintendo-y. Like Dragon Ball was right up his alley. I think he watched Dragon Ball, and Dragon Ball Z was so not like charming and like you know how like a lot of Nintendo stuff is like charming and like and kid friendly and shit. And those are his favorite titles. Like he plays everything, but you can tell what he enjoys the most is like a Mario Banjo-Kazooie kind of thing or whatever. Just like cool shit that he grew up with. And so he skipped DBZ.
Why is he? That doesn't even.
Well, it makes
I
sense.
guess.
Can I say something? Listen,
It makes sense
can
to
I
me.
say something? Listen, I've briefly hung out with him at like a wedding, and I like him, right? Like I like his stuff sometimes. He's a good dude.
Yeah.
But I do think on some I do there's part of me that does feel not having like having no experience with Dragon Ball Z kind of disqualifies you from a lot. Like I don't know how.
What do you mean?
Like I just don't know how you. I don't know how you avoid it.
In particular, making any sense of a review for a video game about Dragon Ball Z.
Well, no,
like,
that's
you
fine.
can-
Whatever.
like,
Who cares about
no,
that?
He doesn't review video
He doesn't-
games.
yeah,
he gives his opinions, whatever.
He only reviews games that he's interested in. Like if you notice like the difference with like say him playing Silent Hill 2 so fucking funny. Like he just played the remake of Silent Hill 2 and he's not particularly interested in it, so he's just fucking around the entire game. But then when there's like a game that he's really interested in, he'll give these diatribes or these monologues of about the world and all this stuff, and it's the contrast is very different when it's a game that he's interested
Yeah,
in.
it's a video of like fucking around and then a review. These are two separate things.
I think the idea of just not absorbing Dragon Ball Z, he's in his 30s.
Well, let me ask you something. Would you feel this way if Donkey was a girl?
Yes, still.
Would you?
I think I would too. To be
Because I'd
honest,
be
Because
what
like
the fuck
I
are
know
you
a
doing?
lot
Like,
of I know a lot of girls that fucking watch the shit out of Dragon Ball. Didn't fuck with Dragon Ball Z at all.
I think, which is crazy, is the opposite for me. Pretty much every girl that I'm friends with
Yeah.
has watched Dragon Ball Z.
Well,
or at least
they're your friends
watched,
though.
at least
You guys have
watched.
kinship like in that way.
Oh yeah, no, we have friendship.
But I'm
but,
just thinking of like
But I think of it
general.
like this. Like most girls, well, I don't know. I feel like Dragon Ball is a series that like it's almost bigger than what the realm it exists in. You know, it's like a planet being bigger than a solar system almost. You know, like it's like Dragon Ball is so much bigger than what anime is.
Yeah, DBZ or just
Right.
Dragon Ball Z, the whole thing.
The-
Okay,
it's a culture,
Right,
than,
but-
more than anything else.
So think of, this is what I'm trying to compare it to.
But no, but like I think I was a bit hyperbolic. I'll take a step back on my first statement because I think
I'll
that
take a
was
step
bit
forward.
What were you trying to say?
Whereas like the idea of him reviewing is like, oh yeah, he's just playing the game and he's giving a comedic take on his like perspective of the game. That's absolutely fine. I think it's my brain is just like I was so caught up with someone saying they have not seen Dragon Ball. I don't know what the fuck that is.
Well, so
And my
I'm trying
brain
to-
is like,
I was trying to give you like a
How'd you
different
get
perspective on like say I'm not calling Donkey a woman, but like I said, there's a lot of
Oh,
girls.
no. I'm not even the woman
that,
part,
like-
part. Yeah, I understand what you mean, but I wasn't talking about him like being a woman thing. It's just the idea of someone not absorbing Dragon Ball. Being like,
yeah,
he's
we
in
got
the
that,
world
yeah.
he exists
But
in.
he
Like
he
in, like,
absorbed
let it-
Dragon
let it-
Ball, not Dragon Ball Z.
I think that's still even insane.
Well, see,
as
like,
well.
but I'm trying to give you a perspective of like, let's say, like, it's more of like, I'm trying to the type of games that he's into. I see it, and I say it's more of like it's almost like a feminine touch. You know what I mean by
It's kiddie
that
stuff.
is like it like say how many women that don't really play video games played Animal Crossing.
I agree.
You know what I mean? In that way, like they didn't. There was that whole marriage of doom in Animal Crossing. Yeah,
Yeah.
that was cute. But like, say how many women that fucking love the shit out of Animal Crossing played Doom 2016? I mean, not that many. The crossover probably wasn't huge. I just feel like for him specifically, I can understand somebody who likes that type of soft shit, who really likes the charmingness of Dragon Ball, wouldn't see the because the Dragon Ball. Let's be real. Dragon Ball Z really appeals to young boys,
Oh yeah, 100%.
Yeah,
right?
100%.
So it's just that like just.
That was tailor made.
It's fucking stupid. It's like it's dumb.
But
I
it-
love it.
but
I
dude,
love it, but it's stupid.
It
as
is,
shit.
dude, it
Dragon
is
Ball.
funny. Like his video is funny because it just gives the perspective of somebody who has no
idea.
and it's rare. You know what I mean? Like who
is.
the fuck is who? Like what kind of a Puerto Rican man his age with no experience with Dragon Ball
It's not even
is
like a Puerto Rican-
is genuinely psychotic. Like
The
that's
i-
crazy.
the
So it's
idea is-
funny to see that perspective of being like, just like not who the fuck is Kaba? Like who are these people?
You're
I
right.
almost
You know?
can't believe
You're right.
it. You know, like it's like, what do you mean? Like
It did.
What?
I was
You
taken
didn't-
aback. I had
you
no.
didn't-
The default is everyone knows this, right?
It
So-
seems
is the
genuinely impossible
Yeah,
for
it's
someone to not know. Like how do you not know?
about Super Saiyan.
Yeah,
how
like
do you not? How do you not know who? I feel like Goku's
I'm sure he knows.
an almost as recognizable character on the street as Spider-Man. Actually,
he knows what that is.
Dare
Like,
I say, maybe more.
look,
actually.
let's
probably.
hold on. Step back. He knows about Super Saiyan shit, but it's like
Obviously, yeah, but
the levels, and then especially super characters. No chance. He
Oh yeah,
didn't
Super.
know
I understand
anything.
that. People not
And,
know
but,
what Super
but
is,
it's the
fine.
same thing.
But
It's
it
just a continuation.
But it is funny to see if like read the names like Super Saiyan God Super Saiyan. What the fuck?
What the fuck
and I
is
remember,
this?
And I remember being like, oh, I remember when I thought that exact thing
Okay, 'cause it's
in
stupid.
2009. You know what I mean? Like it's so old.
Dude, I had a
Um,
poster when I was 11 years old. I used to go to Frankenstein's all the time, right?
Super Saiyan 7
So,
Goku
dude,
or some shit.
but bro, I'm in Frankenstein's. I'm 11, and I'm like, what? Who the fuck are the androids? Rather, androids have not came out yet in America,
Really?
dude. I'm 11,
No, wait.
dude. When I was
No, you have to be right because this is your
No,
memory.
no.
But like, I'm just like,
and
did I know about that?
also, Krillin had hair. He had not grown out his hair yet. It had not come out yet. I saw this. I bought the poster. Or at least I got my mom to buy it. But I was just like, what the fuck is happening? I'm looking at this, and basically I'm looking into the future, having no clue what any of this meant. There was a bunch of like in the latter part with all the 18 and the fucking Majin shit.
Your brain is skipping, and
Dude.
you're like,
Because you just like
it was
like-
shouldn't be here. I shouldn't be here.
it was a spoiler, but then not really because I didn't know what it meant at all. You know,
Yeah.
like you had no inclination to. I was even like, is this prequel? Why does he have hair? But was it wait? He didn't have hair when he was a kid. And then I was like it didn't make any sense
You're
to
like
me.
trying to journal down what you're seeing and make sense of it. You're like, I don't. why
Dude, that was like-
why does Goku look the same, but everybody else looks different?
Dude, that was like what is it? My first because like my first experience with Dragon Ball really was like Budokai. It was Budokai 1. And that got me into the show.
Oh, nice.
But that only went up to the Cell Saga. You know what I mean? So I was like, oh, whatever, what the fuck, whatever the fuck. And I think Toonami was like around. It was still like the episodes they were airing were pre-Cell Saga at that point. And I remember getting this game called Dragon Ball GT Final Bout for the PS1. And it was just like kind of like this CG.
That game is so ass.
It's
dude.
really shit. It sucks. But I remember playing it and being like, is this like a fan fiction video game? Like, what is this? Who are these people? Baby Vegeta.
And then he's an adult. And you're like, why did dude, I remember playing that game. So what happened is that one of my friends was he was half Japanese. So his dad would go to Japan like every so often to visit family and bring shit back. So he'd have like way further ahead Inuyasha manga, like way further ahead Dragon Ball shit. And we were playing Ultimate Battle 22 when I was maybe like 7.
Oh yeah, Ultimate Battle.
And I was just like, what the fuck? Who is Omega Shenron? Is it Shenron, that green nigga that comes out the balls? Like, what's going on? And my friend's like, dude, I really don't know either. This is cool though. Like, mechanically, it was such a disaster. I was just like, what is going on? And now I look back now and I'm like, wow, I was seeing the future, literally. I was literally ahead of the fucking game. I was better than everybody else.
As a kid, though, you just didn't really have a concept of how, like, long it took for us to get shit versus, like, how long it's been out.
It's so different now. It's insane.
I mean, when I was a kid, I just assumed it was made here. You know?
That's what,
I didn't assume it was, like, Japanese at all.
I didn't understand there was a divide in, like, content where it was like, oh, everyone gets it at the same time. Because right now, when I think of it like manga, right, for Americas, it takes like maybe like 2 days to translate over, then we can get it as well. I remember when I was younger, I would just look at the scans in Japanese and be like, okay. And then eventually I'll get it in 2 days and know what it says. Or not just look at spoilers for shit. Like somebody that reads Japanese on YouTube's like, hey, what's going on, guys? This happens, this happens, this happens. See you in 7 days. And it just...
Yeah.
Or like watching stuff on Toonami and then being like, oh man, you know how many times Goku and Frieza almost fought and then it got reset again? That happened on Toonami so many times. He got to final form and I was like, it's about to happen. You know the scene where like Goku's standing up in front of him and he's looking at Goku and they're like staring each other down? And then I'm like, I can't wait. And then it restarts again. Then I gotta wait 38 more fucking episodes.
You're triggering me, man. Like, just thinking about that.
So many times.
You know, they wouldn't have had to do that if they just would have released it 1 week, 1 episode a week.
Well, they would do it. They would show it
because they were doing
it
weekdays.
Yeah, they would show it every day.
So if they didn't do that, if they just did it weekly, like most shows, like every other fucking show in existence that would release once a week, it just would have naturally came out. And then we could have not done this fucking dumbass reset thing. But the problem is they knew that we were going to watch it regardless. So like they would reset and you would still fucking watch it because you're just gonna watch it again.
What happened? It's happened before too. One time they did that, and then the next day they changed the showing schedule, so Dragon Ball was no longer on the docket. So I was just screaming because I remember I was watching it until they got rid of Toonami the first time.
Yeah, and
I was like, "Are you fucking kidding me? Cell just absorbed freaking 18."
Oh, this head. I was like, wait, why are you so fucking blurry?
Dude, fuck Toonami, but also I have nothing but respect for it.
Yeah,
but also fuck Toonami, dude.
Toonami was definitely. I wish they had a little bit more variety. But they did a pretty decent job.
I mean, what would we have watched at that time? We were watching.
I watched
Dragon Ball.
Got into Inuyasha.
That show with that dude that had all the bitches liking him. I forgot it was called.
Techimuyo was my shit, bro.
Had so much pussy being thrown at him. He had to be gay. His character had to be gay. Like
he somewhat got into Princess Yuki, but not really. Like towards
Prince Yuki's the girl with the cat ears, right?
No, that's fucking no.
That's Inuyasha, stupid.
No. You dumbass. That's Inuyasha.
What was that other one? Yu Yu Hakusho?
Down, nigga.
I remember Yu Yu Hakusho was on for a
Yu Yu
while.
Hakusho was one.
I really think that's one of the best animes ever made. I think that's really good credit. I don't think that show gets the credit.
It was okay. I liked it.
It just kind of felt like muted Dragon Ball to me, which was fine. I didn't
think
mind
Yu
it.
Hakusho is the blueprint of so much anime that came out after it. It's
a lot of it.
insane. Like a stack. Like
what else?
People
was
say
there?
like Dragon Ball. Yu Yu Hakusho is way more. Like Dragon Ball is what brought it to the
Did you say
power.
fucking Inu Yakusho?
Inu Hakusho.
It's a damn. He's just getting all
Dragon Ball Inu Hakusho. But
I mean, Yu Yu Hakusho is very Dragon Ball also.
Not exactly.
They're even literally like
similarities.
spirit god. You know what I mean? It's like, I mean,
It's similarities.
It's very,
but it's not.
coded.
It's not quite because they're around the same time.
right.
So it's not like it.
Well,
They are.
I don't know.
not Dragon Ball.
No, I think. Oh, you're right. Probably. Maybe Yu Yu Hakusho came out towards the.
If
very
Yu Yu Hakusho is
beginning
not inspired by
of
Dragon Ball, I'll eat my feet.
I think it's to a degree. Maybe
Like
Dragon Ball.
I just don't believe.
I feel
it seems impossible.
Like Dragon Ball came out and everybody was like, "Oh, we could really do this." And
Yeah.
people started doing it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They were like, I have an idea for an attack. You know?
It'll be
Like,
cool.
literally, I feel like that's a lot of what it was. It was just like Goku has a Kamehameha or whatever, and Vegeta has a
What the
Galaga. It's
fuck
like, what if somebody did this? And it was a gun. You know?
What else was there? Was Trigun on it?
Trigun was not. They never showed Trigun on.
Are you sure?
At least
I
don't
never saw
remember.
Trigun on
I
it.
never saw Trigun on Tsunami.
Well, then why?
At
the
least
fuck-
in our time,
Why
I
do
don't
I know Naz this? What?
Trigun was on Nick at Night after Full House.
That's crazy.
What? I don't actually. Weird. My brain's going crazy.
Cardcaptor Sakura,
Whatever.
maybe.
I don't remember that.
Family Guy.
Cowboy Bebop, right?
Cowboy Bebop was around the same time as
Yeah.
well. Then there was
Cowboy
Gundam
Bebop.
Wing. Gundam Wing.
Gundam was. I remember that.
Gundam Wing was
Sailor Moon,
That shit
maybe.
fucking got me.
Sailor
That captured
Moon.
Me.
I
Sailor Moon was on it.
think so.
I feel like Sailor Moon was on Channel 5.
I saw Sailor Moon. I don't know how.
Was
No,
it? I don't
you're
think
right.
it
It
was.
wasn't on Toonami.
I think Sailor Moon and Cardcaptor Sakura.
It was on like WB or something.
Yeah, it was on like one of the
for
lower
kids,
channels.
like the for
Yeah.
kids channels.
Yeah.
One of the lower channels. One of the
And then
inferior
what,
ones.
What other show was I watching? Oh my god.
Fighting
called?
niggas by moonlight.
Oh, listen. We whatever. We got another
Gutting
question.
niggas
We got another
by
question that ties
daylight.
into
Monster Rancher. Oh my god.
That
That
was-
remember Monster Rancher?
I've never watched Monster Rancher.
Monster Rancher was. I loved Monster
I
Rancher.
thought
actually.
that show was so
Dude.
fucking cool.
The video game. Did you play it?
It was pretty much Digimon, if I'm not
Well, it was
mistaken.
cool. But the coolest thing was you could get monsters by just putting in random CDs.
Yeah.
So you'd find random
What?
CDs and you can get like dope mon. But the fucking horrible thing about that game is your monsters died.
Oh.
So you'd ranch them, and then after a while you would go into your fucking barn and there'd be a fucking ghost of it. It's just dead. And
Damn
I'm like,
it, I fucking oranged all these
I'm a
creatures
kid,
yesterday.
man. I'm a kid, and you're killing my. Like, imagine that with your Pokemon.
Yeah, you're killing me, Pokemon.
They just die, and then there's a ghost, and they're all
They're sad.
torn
And
into
they left a
two.
diary that said, I never felt loved.
I just died. It's like, you let me die. You're letting this happen to me. Why'd you let me die? You're
You did
dumb
this.
and you're
You'll-
black. You're black. Did you know you're
You're dumb
black?
and you're black. And by the way, you're black.
And by the way, you're black. I hope you never forget this. Well, speaking of, look, speaking of monster-oriented, strange, whatever.
Yeah.
The Octillery has me acting up like the Deep Rodent. He says, "Hey, boys, hey, boyos. I know one of you cretins like Pokemon, but please tell me you've heard about the recent leaks. If not, please look up the Pokemon folklore leaks on the show. That shit is wild."
Yeah, what happened? I didn't see what happened.
So there was a big leak at the Pokemon Company, I guess, and it was a lot of irrelevant stuff, a lot of old designs, and a lot of stuff that just wasn't very important, and nothing about new projects really.
Well, there's a few things. There's they
But
revealed,
not really. It wasn't the main takeaway.
yeah, they revealed the code name of the next Nintendo console. They revealed that the next Pokemon game is going to be on both the Switch and the new console.
Obviously,
Because of course, why would they not just progress?
They
forward?
always do that. They always do
refuse. Yeah, that's what they do.
that's what they've done. They've done that since forever,
Since the Wii U.
since the NES. They've been doing that.
Really?
Yeah.
What game was on
talking
NES?
Well, I mean, I guess the
GameCube?
64 and the SNES were the big split, but stuff was coming out on GameCube and N64 at the same time, and like
What was
for like
doing-
a brief period.
What was doing that? I don't remember anything that was doing that.
Well, there was the Wii going into the Wii U as well. The
Yeah, I
Wii U
remember
going
that.
into the Switch. I remember with Breath of the Wild. Because
think-
Breath of the Wild is a Wii U game.
Yeah.
So like this is their MO
But
generally.
yeah, so they did that, but unfortunately,
But yeah, so the big takeaway from the leak is that a bunch of old lore, or like lore that never got implemented into the game, I guess, was leaked also, and it's on. It is. It seems like they're trying to be biblical with it or something, because a lot of the stories revolve around Pokemon seducing people and fucking them and having offspring with them, and that's where the Pokemon come from. So like Typhlosion is a pedophile according to the leaks.
it's so. Let's give an air of
What?
Let's give it, let's give an
It's
air of
crazy.
this, okay, so there's one story. You know who Lapras is, obviously, right?
Who?
Lapras.
No.
Who the fuck is that?
You know the big, you know the like the blue thing they surf on that looks like one of the dinosaurs with the shell in the back.
Oh, probably, yeah.
Lapras.
Yeah.
That's like a pretty famous one.
I think I've seen that.
the
yeah,
one that
yeah.
whenever you see Ash surfing on the water, he's on the back of the one with the blue shell.
I'm pretty sure I know what that is.
Some dude fucked
Yeah,
one of
yeah,
those.
yeah,
Some
yeah.
dude fucked one of those. He went to the beach every day and you'd fuck it for a while, and then eventually it had a baby.
He just willed its DNA to mesh with it. He just made it
He
happen.
Fucked it every day. There's another one where Typhlosion. You know who Typhlosion is, obviously. You don't remember?
Why do you say Why do you say obviously?
Because I feel like Typhlosion's such a I'm assuming Derek is older than me. I keep forgetting that, but you're older than me. So at that age, you were probably not playing Pokemon anymore. You were probably you probably missed it. You probably
I
missed the
stopped
bullet.
with the 151.
Yeah,
so.
you already missed
Yeah.
a bullet for you.
Yeah, I didn't go any further than that. Like even when I was watching the cartoon, like I probably watched the Indigo League and maybe one other season.
Oh
That's
yeah,
it.
yeah. You were like it's
Yeah.
you already missed the point for
Yeah.
you. But that's like one of the starters from Gen 2, right?
Okay.
It's like the second generation Charizard. It's like a big flaming rat.
Oh.
And that
Oh, I
one, apparently, the one that we have right now, that the one that's the start of the fire one.
You fucked that thing?
No. That is the offspring of what happened when people were fucking it. The older one, the ghost one, found a girl in the forest, brought her to a cave, presumably date raped her, and then they had a baby.
And the baby is Typhlosion.
And the baby's Typhlosion.
Is this not just like their own twisted fan fiction, but not like non-canonical shit?
It's not canon. None of it is canon exactly. But
But the fact that it was just sitting in the leaks,
it was way more than you would ever assume there would be. It's like,
it's
why
not
is
too
there so
dissimilar.
much?
It's not too dissimilar to like, I don't know. You see like kid shows all the time, and obviously they're artists, right? So there's gonna be like really like unsavory drawings of all these characters doing really heinous shit from the original artist who did it just for
Shits and giggles.
just for shits and giggles. I've seen a lot of them from the original SpongeBob and like
Oh yeah, Dragon Ball freaking VO stuff.
yeah, that's a great example.
Yeah.
Like Sean
Yeah.
Schemmel and Christopher Zabit going ham with the Goku voice and all that stuff.
They almost let him go for that. It's crazy. They almost never worked him again. It's like
That is
it's
so
not-
insane.
Like,
Shut
this
up.
is like I get it.
You're gonna part with the voice of Goku? Get fucked? You're kidding?
Yeah.
Like
You're
I get
done.
it.
You're done after
No way that
that.
would happen.
Also, like I get why it's like not okay, but at the same time, it's also like suck a dick. It's a joke.
I think it's entirely okay.
We
It's
didn't. We
1000%.
weren't doing this. We weren't going to rallies, clan rallies, and talking in Goku's voice. Yeah, we hate the Jewish people.
That'd be great.
Let's go Super Saiyan and burn.
well, a Jew.
Did you?
Down,
You will not replace us. God! Oi!
Oi.
Oh, this is fucking my sciatica.
my
This is gone.
Oh, this is gonna really hurt.
Kamehameha.
The idea, you know when you do the spirit bomb on fucking Boo, and it's a Jewish man holding it back.
Just a Jewish man.
He's like, later. He just blows.
Have you seen the fucking mods for Sparking Zero so far?
I've seen.
Guess who?
CJ.
The first thing I saw, the first real mod I saw was CJ. And people were tagging me and they were like, look. And they were just like, there's one.
The fusion of
Where,
CJ and Goku.
yes.
I
No,
saw that
it's
on
not
a
a fusion of CJ and Goku. It is CJ and Big Smoke.
Of course it is.
As Vegeta, and then they do the fucking fusion dance, and then there is
Ryder?
genuinely a fucking like I think it's Big Smoke's body with CJ's head.
They did it.
and it's fucking disgusting.
Oh man,
But he's got Vegeto's moveset or something, Gogeta
That
or something.
is what's getting me interested in playing the game.
Dude, it's like it is truthfully, it is a modder's dream. Like, because I think it's on Unreal, I think.
I don't know.
Pretty sure. So it's like very pliable. But like the mods I've seen are crazy to the point where I'm like I got it on PlayStation already. That's where I'm playing it. But like I was thinking about like
Let me get on PC.
am I gonna? I don't think I'll play it seriously on PC, but I would because it's not really a good stream game either. To be honest with you, it's not.
You gotta focus too hard.
You got to focus too hard. You're not really like looking at chat. You really don't have an opportunity to. But
You're getting dog
but for
fucked
mods,
so hard.
for mods, like I could see genuine potential. Like the Chaozu, I think I saw a Chaozu mod where it was like oh my god, because he has that like creepy like
He's just like
stance.
planking.
Like he's planking the whole time.
He's just standing straight up.
So I saw I saw one where it was like
I saw that.
it was just the you know that JPEG of Saddam Hussein hiding somewhere.
Yes,
Yeah.
yes,
It was
yes.
just that, but that's Chaozu.
Oh
and it's
my
like a
God.
2D image, and
The hidey hole he was in.
That's great.
it's the outline of Saddam Hussein.
You know what's funny? Chaozu's a grown ass man.
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah.
what's so funny about that?
He's a grown man. He looks like that. He's actually has a wife too.
I mean, he can't control. You know, I mean, what do you
Wait,
think?
have we seen his family?
We seen his wife.
What? Who's Chaozu's
Dragon
wife?
Ball.
When?
A little vampire girl. Swear to God, in Dragon Ball when they first meet him.
Ah,
He's a
man.
grown ass man.
See, unfortunately, I haven't seen
When they
Dragon
first
Ball since
meet
I was
him?
a kid.
You know what's even crazy? When he's something even wilder. You know Piccolo's like only 4 or 5 years older than Gohan.
Well, yeah.
Piccolo, that's why him and Gohan chill with each other so much because they're like near each other in age, which is fucking weird.
Well,
to
I don't
think
think
He was
about.
like a teenager, essentially.
Well, Gohan now's a grown man. Like now he's a grown.
Yeah,
man.
but let's just say when he kidnapped Gohan
was
to
a-
train him.
he was a kid still. In
That's
fact,
why it's not
actually.
kidnapping. There's just they were running away.
It's just one kid taking another kid
It
somewhere.
actually explains why he blew up the moon because that is something that a dumbass kid would do.
it's so rational. Fuck that. Well, he was supposed to get killed by Ozar. He
Yeah,
was like,
but like,
nah, nigga.
That's how you blow up the moon for everyone.
You know how much that would distort
That
the
is actually,
planet?
I don't think about that really enough. That-
Well, Roshi did it too.
what do you mean?
In the grand tournament when Goku turned into Naruto, he was like,
Wait.
oh, over there.
Wait,
And
he blew up the
too.
moon
I
up?
swear to God. I
Wait,
swear
what
to
do you
God.
mean in the original Dragon Ball?
Yeah, you don't remember
No.
this?
So where's the moon? Where did the moon come from?
It's another moon.
What?
Remember as Jackie Chun? Remember?
I didn't watch Dragon Ball.
Dude, you're making. I literally haven't watched it since
I'm
it was on
unlocking
like.
memories for you,
It was on
probably.
like channel like 11 in the. It was like 5 or 6 in the morning or something.
Yeah, like, I'm not
I haven't
watching-
watched it since then, and now you're like.
I'm not getting up at 6 a.m. to watch a fat baby Goku fight a clown. Like,
I love it.
I got up.
I love that.
Dude,
Dragon
I got up
Ball's
at 5 in the
so
morning.
fun.
I would watch
don't-
Ronin
I don't
Warriors
see
at
it.
5, and then I'd watch Street Sharks at 5:30.
Dude, do you remember Mummy's Alive?
Of course, I remember Mom was alive.
Dude, you know what's crazy?
Mommy's alive.
You're a little closer to my sister's age.
Yeah.
So my sister loved the Street Sharks and Mummy's Alive. And in my dumbass, I couldn't outfight her for the TV. So I would watch Mummy's Alive, Stargate SG-1. I would watch fucking Street Sharks because my sister, and then it'd be finished off with the Smurfs. Or like fucking Thundercats. Because
Thundercats
I
are okay.
could not get her to change the TV.
But that's fire shit, though.
My cousin would try and get beat up, and I'm like, you know what? He took the hit for both of us. I'm just gonna watch these shows with my sister.
But what did you want to watch?
I don't know, but I wanted at least the idea.
You
of
just wanted to control.
I
Okay,
wanted to be
gotcha.
like,
find your
"I
own
want to
stuff."
put
I get
this
it.
on."
What would we-
And
what
she
would-
just
what-
punch me in the face?
you would have picked something like
Sesame Street, probably.
Sesame Street. I don't know. I feel like I was watching.
Sat down and
Remember
smiled.
the
for
700
3
Club? You would have
hours.
put on the fucking 700.
As a little kid.
Oh, this guy's so great.
I love Pat Robertson, mommy. I want to be just like him.
I can't wait for I can't wait for Ruination. I can't wait.
That's why they put you in fucking therapy. They're like, oh man, this nigga wants to beat.
Stop
you.
making fun of the fact that I had that therapy. Just leave that alone. I get it. I get it.
I'm such a heavy advocate for therapy, but still, it's still funny.
You're such a cunt. You're such a cunt. You meet someone that like had therapy and it helped them, and you're like, haha, you're gay. You had to go to somebody and talk about your feelings.
It's so unserious, but it is funny. Like it is fun. It's funny to say like you had to go to therapy. What are you gay? Like, I can't
like,
deny
yeah.
that makes me smile.
Yeah, that's why I went.
That's
like,
why I went.
You're like,
Dude, that's
If my
insane.
7-year-old son was watching the 700 Club on purpose, I don't know how. I think
you gotta put him up for adoption.
I do. I would consider therapy possibly.
that would be the first thing I would do. I'd be like, you should be watching. I don't know, fucking. Even if you wanted to watch something more adult, like watch a fucking sitcom or something. Like I don't know, watch something. I don't know, fucking Everybody Loves Raymond. I don't know, anything else.
He'd watch an episode of fucking Choose. He'd be like, oh, that was funny, Dad. Puts it right back on 700.
Because dude, I remember when I was a kid, I didn't like watching TV with like real people in it.
Of course.
I remember being like, what's the point? It's just real people.
The colors were boring. I want
The
to see
colors are
fucking
boring,
SpongeBob.
but I also just remember being like, it's real people. Like I see real people. Like I can't see cartoons. Cartoons don't exist in real life, so I want to watch the cartoons.
That was me until I started watching Power Rangers.
Oh yeah, I watched the fuck out of Power
Then
Rangers. You're right.
It changed
You're right.
my perspective. I was like, oh my God,
yeah,
people can be cool. Like,
I was
Well,
trying to think-
even Power
I forgot
Rangers
about
to me
that.
was like kind of because they were doing the flips and stuff, but I was thinking like I just watched Piccolo blow up the moon. You know what I mean? Like it was still like it was still so toned down in comparison
You're right.
that like I don't know. I liked Power Rangers, but like I didn't like I really was into the toys that they had, like because they had the coolest
toys
fucking
were
toys.
so
like they had like
the toys
gauntlets.
they were my
gauntlets and-
multiverse. That's why. That was like my multiverse
Dude, when
event.
the Thunder Zords came out and the ninja shit, holy fuck!
anything that was like a
Dude,
The way he just said fuck
20
was so passionate.
$25, man. I remember this like it
Did you
was
get the
yesterday.
Dragon Zord? The white Dragon Zord?
Dude, I got everything.
Dude, I wanted
And I have
the white...
nothing. I have nothing left over.
When I have nothing. When I saw the white
Do you know
Dragon
how much I've
Zord,
sacrificed?
dude, when I first saw the white Dragon Zord, I was like, Grandma,
built this
I
company.
need. I wasn't like, Grandma, I want this. I found out what the word need was at that moment.
I need
and
it.
I was like, Grandma, I need the white Dragon Zord. She was like, Kingston, I'm not going to buy you that. You're just going to break it. And I was like,
He put a knife up her throat. You fucking bitch. You
you
better
think
get
it's a
this.
fucking joke, you old half-breed? I'll put you down right now.
Old half.
Now give me your credit. Now give me your credit card.
Give me.
Let's go to Fordham Road. Let's go to fucking Jimmy Jazz. Get me a pair of sneakers first, and then let's go to KB Toys.
That's what I'm. Ooh, KB Toys, man. I miss that shit, dude.
Yeah,
Had them
miss-
over here?
Yeah, hell yeah.
Were they
of course.
nationwide, I guess?
Yeah, I think of course.
Yeah, KB Toys. And the-
Toys R Us was
Toys R Us was.
That was
Man.
the KB Toys R Us was like a like affiliate, right? They were like the same company.
I kind of don't
Yeah,
know.
I actually don't know. I don't know.
I don't think so, but like I wouldn't be surprised.
That was
I
the last
remember.
bastion though. KB. The last. There was
What was Games? Remember there was GameStop and something else. There was it was two different stores.
Electronic Boutique.
EB Games, right?
Yeah, it used to be called Electronic Boutique. And
There was
then it became
EB, yeah,
Games.
EB Games, and I went to a place called Software Etc. in Cross County, which was like basically the same.
Cross counter.
But like
sorry, it's over here like
Cross counter.
cross counter.
the
Fucking nigga. Is that guy's a nigga, right?
Who?
Dudley? Like I don't know.
I would hope he was, but
Sorry
then
to cut you off.
It'll,
It just-
it'll,
No,
it'll,
it's fine.
it'll get revealed that he was actually fucking Dutch. He's had a tan instead of just letting him be black because
I think
Japan is.
I'd break. If I found that right now, I think I would break the table by slamming it so hard.
It's like finding out DJ's actually not black. DJ's actually fucking Welsh, and it's like, what do you mean? What do you mean? His
How would
family
you-
moved to Jamaica and he has a tan. And it's like, why
That-
can't you just give me this?
That's when you go to the Capcom headquarters and you terrorize them. That's when you're like, dude, we this has got to stop.
And you come in through the ceiling. You come in through the ceiling. You land on the highest floor.
Dude, I'm gonna turn in the gas and go through the vents. I'm gonna terrorize
that is
them.
insidious. Just
It's like- At a certain point, it's just you can't fuck with me that much, man. That's too much.
I think once upon a time we lived in a world where it was like where you could have like an assortment of characters and like colors and varieties, right? Where it was fine. But I think what happens now is that I think it's just insane to create worlds where there's just one looking kind of person because of how much culture has been exchanged back and forth, you know?
Yeah.
It's just weird being going like I understand some people are like, oh, it's like authentic to the world, right? Like Witcher, right? Witcher, there's no black people, right? I understand that. I understand why there's no black Witcher. It makes sense. It'd be, you imagine a black Witcher, that'd be fucking horrifying. Because he would just be better than everybody else. And they'd be like, they'd be like, why is he so good at killing people? Makes me upset. Geralt would have logs about him. Look, man, he's really cool and he hasn't done anything to wrong me, but this nigga's too good at it, man.
You know what's sad?
What?
This is how you know things are bleak, right? Is that like I saw? Obviously, you hear about like a shooting, right? You hear about like a police shooting.
Where are you going, Chris?
What do you mean?
Where are you going with this?
I'm telling you where I'm going with it. I saw this police shooting, right? Of like, or like this news about like this person shooting just another unarmed person of color, of course.
Yeah.
And I'm being like, oh man, what's it gonna be this time? Like, how depressing is this gonna be? And it was like and you saw the body cam footage. And it was some lady like going at it with a knife like crazy and like going like nuts like for a while. And I was like, oh.
Was it some lady? She was wearing like some sort of like nightgownish thing or something like that.
Huh?
I think I saw that one too.
What do you mean?
I think I saw that one too where some lady was approaching a guy. Because I remember
No, it's like literally like he knocks on the door and the lady opens the door and it's like knife swaps. And then like he like backs up like a lot and she keeps like going at. I think she slashed him like once.
I think I saw the body cam image of like her with the knife.
Yeah.
And I was just like,
and it's just like it's unfortunate. It's sad. Obviously, somebody's dead, but like I was like I like breathed like a sigh that it was just like
oh, thank God.
Thank God it's like not like.
Not another Chauvin.
It's not just like, yeah, like no fucking...
This
you know what
one
I mean?
might not be a psychopath. This one might have genuinely just had to defend himself.
Yeah.
But I don't... Yeah,
That's how bleak things are, though.
It
you know
is.
what I mean? It's like I look at that and I like sigh
That's
a breath of relief.
like a W.
What's fucked up is that I saw that image, but it reminded me of the picture where Mr. Krabs is like sitting there and he's like looking back and forth and everything's distorted in the background.
Oh, yeah.
And I laughed.
it does kind of...
Because I was just like, this is fucked up because that woman's gone. I don't know, man. I feel like our world is in a very strange spot where I think we're at the last bit of time where we can truly recover from how fucking insane things are, but I don't think
Are you kidding me? Pokemon are pedophiles now.
Plus or minus.
No, I think...
Is that better or worse?
That's not better.
It depends on who you are, I guess.
Fix things. I think right
Do
now...
do you think there's a world where that could be better if Pokemon were pedophiles?
I think... I was trying to find out what point you were trying to make. Like, oh, the world, like you were like, oh, Pokemon pedophiles. We can recover the world. And I'm like, I guess this is
no. It's the opposite. I feel like it's pretty clearly the
I
opposite.
think we can recover the world, but I just think that like I don't know. I don't think we are.
I think we just need a little bit of time to pass because right now it's pretty clear that the largest cult ever currently exists, and I think that's why things are fucking so weird right now.
But I think I don't think they're gonna disappear.
I think once the cult leader dies or goes away because he's old as shit.
No, because he's the kind of shithead that he'll be like, and when I fall, someone new will rise, and it'll be my son Barrett as he's trying to fucking doggy style his mom in front of everybody. He's like,
right.
There's no stopping
Barron
us to Trump.
This is my next in line. This is Laura Loomer. She's a wonderful woman. I think she's going to lead.
I said she's great. Make sure you vote for her.
Would make me so happy.
The great Laura Loomer.
You want to see a cult
so good
dismantle so quickly?
I would do
fucking
Frieza's Nova Strike where I would fly as fast as I can
with your fists out.
Yeah.
Dude, it's like it's not even that's the only thing I can hope for. I'd say silver lining. There's no one even close to him right now.
Yeah,
Nothing.
no one can pick up that torch because it's such a unique.
But I
don't think even because they try. People keep trying. Like DeSantis.
Remember what they were saying about DeSantis?
People always say like DeSantis has got it, and then he got reamed because he wears high heels like a bitch.
And this he wears those stupid fucking pussy shoes.
Now, what happens is I think there's always ebbs and flows, right? I think right now
I'm leaving it to my dog Bligger. This is my dog Bligger. Look at him.
Bligger the dog. It comes out. Woof woof. Woof woof. Woof woof.
I was walking down the street and I saw a gross black man and I said, "Get him, dog!" I said, "Get him!" I sicked my dog on him and
he said, "Woof woof."
He said, "Woof woof."
He goes up to him. Woof 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 woof.
He said, "Bark," I think as well, but I think everything's fine.
You know what's so fucked up? That is not too dissimilar. Like that is very like at rallies. If you watch some of his rallies. There are stuff that is literally
Yeah.
that close.
It's close. It's close.
Like,
Yeah, you can. I love the way that he will weave away, like what he calls it, a weave, where he weaves in and out to make it make sense. And it's like it still doesn't make sense,
dude.
But like, ask a question.
It's like, what day is it today?
What day is it? I mean, you look at the day and you look at what the Democrats have done, and you look at the country where it is. It's embarrassing. You look at China. You look at North Korea. It's crazy.
What day is it today? What day is it today?
Today it's a sad day. It's a sad day in America.
I need to know what day it is.
It's a sad day. What this country has become. Look at China. Look at Korea. They're trouncing us. They're destroying us. The country is destroyed.
That's right.
It is. They are raping people.
We gotta worry
in
about
the streets.
They're raping all of us.
They're eating.
They rape me.
They're eating the Power Rangers.
I
They're
rape me. I rape me.
They can't take the Power Rangers away.
They're trying to make video games and Power Rangers woke, and they're eating everybody. They're eating people in the middle of the street. I saw outside of my penthouse in New York City. I looked down. I said, "Look at people eating," and that's a sad day.
They're eating everyone.
And that's his answer to the question.
I think it's like that's like political speech, right? That's political speech in general. Because the only person I ever heard that genuinely gives real answers is Bernie. Literally, he's like, "Oh, what are you gonna do about this?" He's like, "I want to tackle this in this way," and everybody's like, Joe Biden was like, "This." Now
here's the deal. Here's the deal.
He's Jewish, right?
Hold up.
He's of Jewish descent. That means
Quiet, Jack.
Quiet, Jack. Look, fat. I'm serious.
Bernard.
I'm not joking. He said that a lot recently. I don't know what that's about. Have you seen that? Have you noticed that?
No, I don't know
We're
what's
like,
happening.
he points out that he's not joking a lot. Like he's like,
did we think
and
you were?
And these people they don't. We're doing. I'm not joking. I'm not messing around. I'm not kidding you. Look at that.
I just feel so bad.
And here's the deal.
My
Jack.
penis.
That's what it is. Yeah,
it's like you with the Ming.
I love that guy. I posted that on the Instagram.
Yeah, that was fun.
It was too good.
I don't know, man. I think things will get better if we.
And Kamala Harris is like, I grew up a middle class woman.
As a middle class
woman,
she does get there.
I'm not
but
a cop.
She gives that whole entire spiel first, and it's like, Miss, just give me. Just give me videos of yourself squirting in your 20s.
That is crazy. He insists he's a good person too.
You're gonna be on 60 Minutes to say that immediately.
60 minutes?
This entire ma'am. This entire time you have dodged the question. Are you going to give me 20-minute videos of you squirting?
From a long time ago.
They
need to have been done already.
They need to be done already.
Not right now, obviously. You're still an attractive woman for your age, but they're not really what I'm looking for.
So here's
in
the
your
thing.
early 30s to mid 30s is what I'm looking for.
I was a middle class. It's always a middle class.
Back when I graduated
from McDonald's.
I graduated
when I graduated from McDonald's. As a young woman, I knew that the world was going to be so difficult.
It's like, look.
Here's the deal. What are you doing? It's a mess. It's like I hate everybody that we're talking about.
Don't
so annoying.
I just don't want.
They don't speak like people.
Well, no. I think
I just want a non-character.
I think Waltz was talking like a person.
Tim Waltz is actually
talking like a person, but
he's kind of leaning into it now, though. I've noticed he's leaning into the persona now.
because of the fact that he had,
which is whatever.
They're
I guess
fucking grooming him to be a politician. Like instead of just being like what brought him to the dance in the first place, as a regular person.
Yeah, they're trying to they put him in like a flannel and a hat,
bro.
And they were like,
"Did you see when he did the debate? Fucking picture of him." He looks
scared. He looks scared.
He looks like he saw a ghost bear. Like
he does look.
That's a double. That's like a.
He does
two things. It's got activated.
It's funny because he does look like he's currently witnessing the most terrifying thing a person could possibly witness. Like he's watching his child get whisked away by a ghost bear to a van that says Jared Fogel's van on it.
Jared Fogel's van.
A ghost bear to an alien in a spaceship, and he's like.
It's all scary. It's all scary.
A bear crash flying away.
And then there's the and it's JD Vance at the same time, and he looks like he's just like posing for a YouTube thumbnail.
Yeah,
where he's like,
he's just this fucking guy.
I can't stand. He's such a
robot.
He's such a look. You know what's crazy? You know what's really depressing? Also,
yeah,
he sucks so bad. And even on like when they were doing I remember the vice president debate. Right, I was watching it and I was being like, damn, I would prefer these people.
Yeah.
I would prefer it to be between these two
Yes,
people.
yes.
You know what I mean?
100%.
Like, JD Vance sucks, but it's Trump is so egregious that it's like, by comparison, he looks great.
JD Vance is really stupid. But Donald Trump is just like if a bad guy somehow, it's like Sidious. It's like, what the fuck are you doing here? Like, how do y'all not know this nigga's evil? What is going on?
Actually is a great analogy of like,
it's like
how is this
Dooku
guy
sucks, but Sidious is fucking out of
That's
pocket.
actually a pretty good analogy. That like
It is,
us
yeah.
watching and knowing who Palpatine is. You're like, how are they allowing this shit to happen? Things are progressing further, especially in episode 3. You're like, how the fuck is the? You know,
this nigga has decided to not relinquish power, and everyone's like,
you're like.
What? I need to contemplate. Like, you Jedi suck,
brother. I saw I don't know who this guy, he popped up in my recommends, but he was doing a debate of another YouTuber. His name's like Adam Friended or something, and then he just wrote this like 20-minute like diatribe of like why this guy sucks or whatever. But what it was just going through why Donald Trump is not qualified to be president at all, and I forgot. Like when it's that neatly packaged, just back to back, it makes you feel insane. It makes you feel like you're like, I can't fucking believe they ignored everything.
I think
when there's too much, like, the fake electors,
the fucking sending out the ahead of time, the fucking
like
even though he lost, like this is the thing, right? Like,
you can just choose one thing, and I was just like, it made me feel insane. I was cooking and I was listening to this, and I was like, am I alive? Like I felt like,
am I here?
This isn't real. Like this is. I like for a moment I was like kind of feeling like this can't be. This is
get the knife and stab yourself. Just be like,
there was I thought about. I climbed up on my kitchen sink, and then like I was like I should just dive into the pot of food. You know, like just boil my fucking face. Like there was a moment where I'm like, this is too silly.
I don't know.
Why am I listening to this?
People that have these talks with them, right? I get it. It's hard if you're like someone like Destiny. You try to have a talk with this person, like Milo or Tim Pool or something like that. And I know it's hard to sit down and talk to those guys, but it's never like a personable conversation where it's like, hey, let's just have a chat, me and you, right? And because it turned into ideal wars. Unfortunately, it isn't just like a. What is the reason you want to vote for this guy? Like, for real, all jokes aside, no bravado, no bullshit. But there's cameras, unfortunately. They're gonna have to go into their characters,
do the gay shit,
to appease the people that are there, like, on their side. So it'll be
well,
why are you here? What are you doing?
Yeah,
I don't know.
Yeah, regular conversations are fine. David Pakman talked to this guy, I don't know who he is, this Asian dude with wild hair, and then he talked to him about tariffs. And that guy who's a supporter of Trump just finally recognized what tariffs are for reals. And he was flabbergasted. And it wasn't hostile. It was nothing hostile at all. It was just like, oh, that's how they work? So that would fuck us? He was like, wow.
David and it was like talking to that guy, and that guy was
like
just like, huh? And he was like, you're kidding, right?
Yeah, and he's like, are you going to clip this?
Yeah.
But like,
he's like, no, send me this clip. Whatever you do, please send me this.
I love shit like that because I'm like, in a calm setting, people can learn shit and they're like, oh, weird.
It's wild that people don't understand. Like, I don't know. Like, I feel like that's so self-explanatory about like a tariff.
Sure,
you know
it should
like,
be.
I don't understand how that there was even a miscommunication about that.
I think just people have been gaslit into, just because the Emperor King says that they're good, so then they've been gaslit to think they're good. I think it's as simple as that.
I think what happens is people don't look into things outside of what they enjoy hearing. They don't have to go look externally like, oh, that makes sense because China's bad. We have to make them pay more, and it's like China's not paying more.
It's just you don't need to
that's not what's happening.
Look, I brought up North Carolina. We'll go over after this. The governor is saying what's happening. The governor on the ground of the state, and then Trump says otherwise, and then they believe Trump. Like, what do you do? What can you do to that? The guy that is running this fucking state is telling you how it is, and they're like, "Nah, fuck you." I'm just like, okay, you can't do anything. At that point, you can't do anything. Just jack off. Just jack off.
Just get 3 guns, just duct tape them together and shoot them all at once.
Anyway, here's another. Here's a question from Scratch It and Spank.
I love
he wrote it. And he says, so this question is a little more mundane than usual. But have you guys seen those videos of the alcoholic monkeys beating their kids?
They're monkey kids or human kids?
I don't know.
It'd be their kids, so I assume they're monkey kids.
I assume they're monkey kids.
But it's also I've never heard somebody refer to
Can you be an
cubs,
alcoholic?
like animals, their litter as kids? I've never really heard that before.
I
What
guess
is that baby
so.
monkey called?
I don't know actually.
Yeah, look it up. Was it an
Kingston?
I feel like it's something really. I feel like it's like an apelet.
Apelet? They're not even apes though.
Yeah, I know. A monklet.
Oh, baby is called an infant.
Oh, okay. Well, lame.
They're called infants?
Yeah.
Is that where we got it from?
Yeah.
Is that where we got it from?
Or which one came first?
We gave it to them. They didn't call. They didn't like you're infant.
I guess infant is just like a small primate. I guess.
I guess so, because I'm like, we didn't take cub. Wasn't something before a cub, was it?
Small lion. A baby alligator is called a hatchling. Baby armadillo is called a pup. Baby deer fawn.
You say pop?
Pup.
Pup.
Yeah. Baby fish is a fingerling.
Are you serious?
What the hell?
A fingerling?
It's called a fry or a fingerling, actually.
A fingerling of a fingerling fish? I want to eat some fingerlings.
Sounds
A
good.
baby goose, a gooseling, baby
Gooseling.
kangaroo, a joey, obviously, and a baby.
Did you just say Joey, obviously?
a baby kangaroo's a joey?
Oh yeah, you're right. Yeah.
Why'd you say obviously?
'Cause I feel like that's kind of common knowledge.
I guarantee you it's not.
I think I knew that.
Yeah,
I don't know
that's
why
not-
I knew that.
I don't know
though.
why you know that, but I imagine
I guess I know because I watched I was a dumb little animal kid. Like, I loved Animal Planet.
Yeah, I watched a lot of Animal Planet.
Oh, I
Joey.
love this.
Little fucking Joey.
Because I feel like I've heard that. Look at little baby
Oh,
over here.
fucking-
Look at his Joey.
I probably heard it, but didn't understand the reference.
Yeah,
so
they
like
were-
it just went over my
Yeah,
head.
they were Joe. I remember being like, why are they named after a person?
It's in Australia.
Huh.
That's why.
I mean, I guess
say
like that's what they call they call broads Sheilas, right?
Oh yeah, I guess so. Yeah,
it's just like that.
Sheila.
Sheila,
Look at that fucking Sheila over there.
Over there, you narrow.
You know,
You narrow.
boy, guy, you want to?
Why are you putting an R in there, bitch?
I can't
You
wait.
seen R and N-O, you pussy?
Leave them
Can't
alone.
wait for my friend to come here.
Oh no.
My friend is going to be here any minute. Comedy shots, right?
Stop. Don't put those two together. Don't do that.
Hey guys, I'm over here in Australia raping some Joeys.
A baby alpaca's called a crier.
All right, well,
What?
I didn't ask for all
Baby
this.
antelope's called a calf. Baby ant's called
Calf.
an antling.
Baby Kingston's called a fucking problem.
Fucking waste this.
You guys gotta calm down. A bat's a pup. A bat's also a pup.
Space.
That was so mean. That was so mean.
Escaped abortion.
You guys can stop whenever.
So can you. We didn't ask for all
Baby
this.
boar is a piglet, a shote, or a faro. A bobcat's a kitten or a
The
kid.
baby Kingstons are called accidents.
You should just calm down, dude. I'm reading this so I don't cry. Holy shit. So fucking mean. So mean.
It was really mean.
Yeah, you're fine. You're not.
I'm a tough guy, but fuck, that was not nice.
You're no accident. You're here for a reason.
An accidental reason.
You guys are such fucking cunts.
I'm trying so desperately to find another question. All right.
Baby crow's called a chick.
A chick? Isn't that what fucking chickens are?
No, chickens
they're
are chicklets.
Is that?
No, chiclet's gum in Spanish. Do not
That is-
listen to him.
that's
Do
why-
not listen to him.
My brain fucked. Yeah, chicklets. That's right. That's
You're
right.
so good at lying. It's disgusting.
Yeah.
It's not. What do you mean?
You mistruthed him almost into
Well, you did
believing
'cause, like,
it.
I know the word chicklet, but then I'm like, wait, is that? And it works sometimes.
He started getting pulled into the orbit. It's like, I guess he's right.
It's like a level. You have a slight level of like sociopathy that like you can believe your lies sometimes because you just confidently say it. And I'm like, and then it makes me question. I'm like, oh yeah, I guess.
Oh my god.
Or like a lot of people will have a stupid facial expression after they say something snarky or whatever, and it gives it away.
It's hard. It's hard for me. It's really hard for me to keep it in. The smirk after saying something completely false.
Yeah.
That's why you walk off afterwards.
That's why I just
Turn around.
I do look away or turn around, but usually I just try to keep a smile on my face at all times.
Yeah.
So it doesn't
really
change
bad
much.
At lying. When I start lying, I start giggling.
Yeah, it's gross.
It's really bad. I start giggling. Like, we played a game called. You played Super Hitler before, right? With us?
No.
Haven't played it yet? Oh, you got to play that game. Or you've played Werewolf. It's a game like that where it's like
Yeah, or
You
like
gotta-
Manhunt or Mafia. Like these are where you have to guess who's the fucking.
Yeah.
I see.
But every time
Guess
I
who the
play-
cunt is.
So
every
like,
time
the
I
secret
play
Hitler.
it,
Okay. I get
I'm
it.
like, I'm not Hitler, and I start giggling because I'm like,
You're
because
so-
I already know. I'm already thinking of all the questions you were gonna ask me, and me just be like, no, I didn't do that. I just start laughing.
You're like the worst. You just people figure you out all the way.
I gotta go full silly before.
It's hard
I gotta start. I gotta get my silly on before the game starts.
I can't lie like that either. Like I can't. The only way that I can play Secret Hitler and win is if I don't speak. Like I'm quiet through most of the games that I win in Secret Hitler because if I start speaking, I'm just.
Also, our friends
I'm gonna
are
smile. I'm gonna
our
smile.
friends are assholes, so
Yeah.
we just. You're friends with them too. We just like start fucking around and we just let Hitler win sometimes. We're like, oh fuck you. You didn't let me choose who was gonna be fucking vice president. Suck my dick. I'm gonna give it to who I know is Hitler. And then they win the game.
That
We're
is
like,
kind of like. I mean, it's kind of accurate in some way.
You've done it too.
What do you mean?
You've definitely been like, you've definitely listed Lily where you were like, you almost voted me out. Fuck you, Lily. And you've given it to Hitler. And you're like, oh, I guess Hitler wins now. And I'm like, what is wrong with you?
That's how society works.
Yeah.
I think that's kind of how.
That's why we are right now.
Yeah, I think so. It's like fuck you guys. I'm gonna give it to Hitler.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know, whatever.
Oh man, we're such a fucking insane group of people.
We're
man.
embarrassing. We're embarrassing.
Anyway,
man.
Crimson wrote it. He
We're
says,
not getting better either.
Crimson says, hello, glasses, and blind fuck who needs glasses.
Mm-hmm.
He says, not a question, but a good iceberg of a conversation. I just picked this at random. I didn't read this ahead of time, but obviously this has come up again. Shirt Power is just a stand user. Stands are named after music artists usually. Look up Notorious B.I.G. JoJo Stand. Have fun with the music references and what their powers are. So I guess he's talking about the shirt guy that we invented who can like take people and put them on his shirt. That would be a stand, I
It
guess.
is all yellow.
But what would be like I don't know what a shirt-oriented song would be to name him. I feel like Shirtman's perfectly adequate because it's as stupid as the concept deserves.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
Doesn't need to be. We don't need to harp on it.
It's stupid, but it can expand. You know, that's the best kind of things.
Oh my God! Here's another one. I'm mad that Little Caesar's $5 pizza is $7 now. Wrote in. He says, "Hey, 3, 2, and 1. Quick follow up to the CJ question. But do you think modding will ever get to a point where no one knows who CJ is, but he'll still be modded into every game possible? I think so.
Happening. It's
I think
already
so.
happening.
I would bet that most people, maybe not most people now, but I do think at some point it'll be like Bugs Bunny. You know what I mean? Where like how Bugs Bunny was like a reference to like a Clark Gable movie. And now it's like no one knows who the fuck Clark Gable is and only Bugs Bunny remains. I think that will be a point when we get far enough away from San Andreas. But I think right now, currently,
Is that game 20 years old now or no? Not yet. I think in a year, right?
it is about to be,
Sure,
basically. Or in like a month, probably. I think, because that was 2004, right?
I think so, but I honestly don't remember actually.
No, not yet. I think it's 2007.
San Andreas?
No.
No, because I thought
Grand
Vice
Theft Auto
City.
4 was 2008.
I thought Vice City
Wait,
was.
what?
Yeah.
I thought Vice City was 04, but no, you're probably.
I mean,
right.
I don't know.
You're probably right.
5.
Yeah, San Andreas, Grand Theft Auto San Andreas, October 26th, 2004. So a week,
Okay, nice.
basically.
That's gonna be crazy on the internet.
Yeah.
When the anniversary hits.
That's actually nuts.
Yeah, there's like I feel like the reason why he's still. I feel like the only reason why CJ became like the staple of modding is because of all the YouTube people. Like there's like
I think
people who
so.
have just like Flying Kitty is a big one that. Just,
Oh, yeah.
yeah. They just people that just kept the Big Smoke and CJ shit just alive, and then it's like I'm actually a little bit sad because I think the Spider-Man meta is over in YouTube poop because that was the best one. That was where
It's a powerful meta.
Yeah.
Until we get a new Spider-Man movie that's finally goofy enough, then we might get some power back.
I hope it's just I don't even know what the new meta is actually, to be honest. I haven't been paying attention, but I don't know actually because for a while, like I was watching, like when it was the Sega or when it was the CDI fucking Zelda,
Oh my god.
when it was Beauty and the Beast for a while. Fucking, it was Aladdin for a while. It was dude, the PragerU run was amazing. It didn't
PragerU
last
was good.
long.
Your meta was powerful.
It didn't last long, but that one was fucking
The baby fucking dies.
fucking dies.
Is my favorite. Like that video is like, it was a good old PU, I think is that video.
good old PU. Good
It's
old
such
PU.
a good YouTube boop.
Dude, a guy cut him saying tie me down and fuck my gaping asshole. And I was like, that amazing. I was like, how did you find that?
I know. It takes a special kind of person to figure that out, honestly. But I think, I don't know. I think we're still a ways away from, I think, having, like, I think the majority of people who know who CJ is understand where he's from.
Yeah.
But I do think, like, at some point we'll reach a point where it's like, I don't know who the fuck this is.
Let's go to, let's say, 20 years from now. We'll check back into it. I gotta somehow have an alarm clock. Siri, set an alarm clock for 20 years. Is that even possible? Set an alarm clock for 20 years.
I can't set an alarm for more than 1 day.
You're fucking gay, you dumb bitch.
Why? This is unnecessary. Like, I know it's not alive, but like,
hold on, wait. How many?
Fuck you, pussy ass bitch.
Wait. Hey Siri. How many hours in 20 years? All right, so 175. All right, 175,000. Okay. Siri, set a timer for 175,000 hours. Wait, didn't hear me. Hey Siri, set a timer for 175,000 hours. Timers can't be set for 24 hours or longer. Damn it. That's so lame.
Bullshit.
Come on.
Somebody just gonna have to get
Probably
20
break
years
the
worth
phone.
of calendars. They just have to get like, a bunch of calendars. Just keep mark the one that's like the 20th year.
I guess so.
you got a big ass, super thick calendar that sticks out so far.
It's just you gotta walk under it and shit. Huh.
Let's get another one.
So there's
before
no
you
way
get
I'm
out
gonna
of here.
remember that, unfortunately.
I don't remember anything. I don't remember who I am. I'm scared.
Okay.
I want that actually.
To forget who you are,
Kind of a little bit.
I don't want dementia. That shit's scary.
I just like I'm so annoyed. You know, I want it for a while. I want amnesia for like a few years. So let's just say, even for the sake of argument, worst case scenario, Trump wins, whatever. I just skip all of that.
It would be cool to have amnesia for like a second.
That'd be amazing.
Okay, so let's say you guys, let's say right now, you guys wake up in your bedroom and you're 16. So for me, it's just 2010, right? 16. You wake up, you're like, oh, what the fuck's going on? You walk outside your house, you walk outside your bedroom, 16-year-old world. You're back, you're in the past.
And I'm aware.
You're aware. You got all your fucking intelligence like that from that time. How are you gonna react? What's your move gonna be?
I'm gonna become the next Comedy Shorts gamer.
For real. What is your next move?
I would invest in the channel. I would, like, sincerely. I would just be like, oh, I'm just gonna start this way earlier.
I think
Make a ton of money early. You know, before
Yeah.
So I had one friend who dropped out of high school when they were 16. They just went and got their equivalency.
No, you didn't.
Okay, so they got their equivalency way younger, right? They dropped out of high school at 16. They went and got their equivalency and they started college when they were literally 16, like 16 and a half years old. And by the time we got to college...
Are we having deja vu right now?
What's up?
I swear you did this.
I brought this up before.
In the same almost scenario, though.
I don't think I did, but...
I feel like we were talking about you would redo... What you would do is you would finish school early... And then I talked about like I wouldn't trade in my experiences that I
think we might have done. That sounds right.
I think we're doing a.
But other than that, I wouldn't change anything major actually, because I feel like if I change anything major, it would radically fuck the world up. And I don't think it's safe to do that.
That's what I want.
Like you investing in like I'd go back and I'd fucking invest in Tesla and I was like you would fuck the planet up so bad.
I would not
in doing that.
Because I know exactly what I would have to do. It would be annoying. I think I would be really annoyed that I would have to retread the same old ground, to be honest with you. So I think I would try to change it as much as possible while keeping the good things intact. So I would probably just be like, all right, I'm just going to focus on YouTube and just I'm not even going to go to college. What the fuck? Why would I?
I'd wake up and I'd have to I'd be given rules and I'd be like, the fuck, I'm a grown ass man. And I was like, no, you're not.
I'm literally a 30-year-old man in this body. You're stupid.
Me staying at 16. I'm literally a 30-year-old right now. You don't understand.
Oh, it's
He's
interesting.
like, interesting. Go clean your fucking room.
Interesting.
Dude, I'd find all my future ex-girlfriends or whatever.
Yeah.
I would break their heart earlier. I would just get it over with already. Like you just so you feel like, oh, you know, like one's in the 20s and all that shit. I would just get out of the way now. Just still make sure. I feel like the timeline won't shatter too hard as long as I still interact with the same people. But I'm just get it over with.
I'd feel so bad because I'd be like, I'm an adult now. I shouldn't be where I am right now.
Well, I would be fucking annoyed as shit.
I'd be sitting in school like I'm a grown ass man. I don't want to be here,
dude. That's 20 years for me.
Yeah,
like,
that's correct. Well, it's almost 20 years for me too.
Yeah. So it's just like I'm like, bro, I don't. At that point, I'd be like, fuck.
You'd be talking to your friends about some super stupid shit, and you'd be like, oh my god, I was a moron.
Yeah, I would. I mean, at least I would. Yeah, I would. No, he's drawing some DBZ nigger.
I feel like I'd just be hitting on my teachers because I'm like, I can't get pussy from kids now. I'm not a demon. I gotta fuck my teachers, but then they're not gonna fuck me because I'm a child currently. I hate this.
Well, yeah, you might run into a couple of them, you know. Because how many dudes tried versus like say, you know, because like the predators are the ones that usually approach, but like say, what if there's some
is that Frozen? Is that a Frieza?
No, it's a Vegeta with a receding hairline.
It's Phil Collins in Akira Toriyama's Phil Collins. Hot Salsa wrote in, Mr. Hot Salsa. He says, "Hello, Three Musketeers.
So
do you guys remember the movie Barnyard and the spin-off show?
Back at the Barnyard.
Right,
Yeah.
bye, guys.
No,
and its spin-off show Back at the Barnyard. That movie and show was insane, and the humor crossed so many lines while airing on Nickelodeon. For example, look up Back at the Barnyard dairy section for a brief clip of the show. I didn't. This was after.
I know about
this
it.
was way after I did not watch that show.
I didn't watch it though. But
I don't even recognize the name.
Yeah, I recognize the name because I remember I see memes of it all the time. Like there's that
the mouse jumping at somebody.
The what?
The mouse jumping at somebody.
The mouths?
The mouse, yeah.
Oh, I don't know if I've saw like the one that I keep seeing recently is that old man in the chair.
I remember that cow.
Yeah, there's a meme lately of like I think it's like there's a farmer character on that show, right? Mm-hmm. Or like that in that movie where it's like an old farmer and I guess his wife or something. And there's a meme that's going around. It's like it's the lady at the window and then it's the guy in the chair kind of opening his mouth and it looks like he's screaming. And it's usually like the wife saying like, "Sir," or like I don't know what the guy's name is, but like Marty, the gays are here, and it's usually like 2 shots of him sitting, screaming, and standing up, and it's just It's just like, but I keep seeing that one, but I have no context for that show.
There's one really funny scene where like the cow usually bothers the mailman, right? So the mailman like turns around and the cow's like dancing stuff like that. And the mailman turns around again, he's not dancing. And he's like keeps doing that to he puts the mail in.
Yeah, this is the thing I keep seeing. Also, the perhaps. The fucking the lowers the fucking
people like select the most random shit to like go viral, man.
I know,
but that's one the scene I'm talking about. But there's one scene where like it's if the mailman was schizophrenic and like really paranoid, and it's the cow just sitting there, and the guy's like, looking back time and time again, like freaking out about nothing happening. And I think that meme is so funny. I saved it to my phone. Let me see if I can find it with 1,000 and 1.5 million fucking
no way.
Save the movies I have on my phone.
Yeah, the fact that you save movies on your phone is crazy.
yeah, this one. It's usually like, the gays are here. It's underneath the caption underneath the. It's so stupid.
Why?
I don't know.
Like, why did this even? I don't get it.
I don't know. I missed out on that show. I don't get it.
Yeah.
But whatever.
Yeah, I do remember that cow was pretty popular though. I remember that.
I remember that cow was pretty popular. This is an insane sentence. Moo. Goku using his dick to shoot a Kamehameha wrote, and he says, "There's this video called the Drink Cup official music video, and it's just some guy rapping in a Trunks impression." I know, I've seen it.
Yeah, you showed it to me. Unfortunately,
I didn't show it to you.
Yes, you did.
No, I didn't. I had that showed to me at your house. Really? I don't remember who put it up. I think Jake or Jordan put it on. Jordan put it on your TV, and I was sitting there watching it like, what the fuck? What am I seeing right now? It's whatever. There's so much brain rot now. I don't even know really how to distinguish between like what is and is not it. But whatever.
The internet is fucking broken, man.
Anyway.
You seen a video of that guy drinking really cold beverages?
Oh, with the dry ice.
Yeah.
With the
Yeah.
yeah.
I'm like, what is like? He's gonna hurt himself. Like, why are you doing? Like, it's not when you make content, right? When you're giving up life, it's not funny. He ate like 3 packs of Listerine whitening strips, put dry ice inside of a Coke, and then ate a bunch of Mentos and drank that. And I'm like, bro, this is not worth it. You're gonna die faster.
He's probably got like he probably feels really refreshed though.
Yeah.
Yet to the point it hurt. He's probably Iceman now.
He's probably Iceman.
He probably lays down and it's like,
Do you think you could theoretically become so relaxed and so I don't even know, so like something like that, doing something like that could relieve you of so much ache
die?
and pain that you quickly realize how much pain you are always in and are blocking it out. You know what I mean?
that's deep.
Where like the next day after that, just your normal current existence, like your normal everyday pain threshold depletes entirely because now you know what it's like to not have it
Being
because
that
you're so
relaxed is
refreshed.
crazy.
Yeah.
Thought about that. I thought about that like taking like if I took drugs, I wonder how I'd feel. Like say because I'm always like inflamed and my hips fucked up and shit.
Yeah.
I was like, I wonder what it feels like to just be kind of like not in pain all the time.
Sometimes I think about what it would be like to be in like the body of a dog and like if that would hurt. You know what I mean?
Why would it hurt? What do you
Well,
mean?
that's what I'm saying is like we are used to our own bodies and our own physiology, right?
Yeah.
And so we're used to everything that like theoretically there could be a situation where like you and I switch bodies or something, or like you and somebody else would switch bodies, and you, because you're so used to your own experience, are now acclimating to this one where you're like, oh, what the fuck, my elbow hurts, right? Or like your elbow hurts and it's like, oh, my elbow doesn't hurt. It's like you probably just don't notice it because you're so used to it. And I wonder how drastic that effect would, like how in pain is a dog just by being trapped in the frame of a dog that it can't express that pain, you know, outwardly, because why would it?
That's layered a lot. Like I there's so much.
There's a lot of
going
layers
on.
to it. There's a lot. There's a lot to pick apart. This is why I sit in my bed at night at 5 till 5 a.m. in the morning. I think about this stuff.
I put a knife to my dog's throat and I'm like, "Are you in pain?" And my dog's like, "Please stop, please stop." I'm like,
That's
"You in
crazy.
pain? I could free you right now.
I could free.
I could free
I
you.
could free you right now. You
Please
just gotta
go away.
tell me you're in pain.
Please get away from me, Kingston.
Bark, and I'll
Like,
free you.
well, I'll put it this way. You know that there are certain breeds of dogs that are obviously in pain.
Yeah, but
You know what I
you
mean?
can tell
Like,
with those ones.
Clearly,
you can look at those and tell they're in pain.
but that's all they've ever known.
So they're just
So
fine.
they probably don't even really notice it to the degree that we would. Like, would we, if you went into the body of a pug, would you immediately feel like you were like, you would be screaming? You know what I
just
mean?
like-
Your eyes are kind of out of your head.
fucking just.
What
Yeah.
if you felt amazing? What if you felt amazing? What if you were like elated? You were like, "Oh wow."
I mean, maybe I would have
nice.
the way that my neurons fire. Maybe I feel like my pain threshold is really high, and I feel better like being a dog.
Maybe.
Because at least they seem like their pain thresholds are pretty high.
I've definitely kicked my dog, and it definitely was in a lot of pain.
Yeah, but like so.
We're gonna get the fuck out of here. Let's go.
I definitely kicked my dog.
I definitely kicked the flaming fuck out of my dog, and it was in tremendous pain. I know because it got up like a person. It said, "Ow! What the fuck, dude?"
It stood up on
And it
high.
died.
It stood up on its hind legs just to fall to its knees. A dog falling to its knees is crazy to imagine. Anyway, we're gonna read our
Finish him.
we're gonna read our $25 and up patrons now. You can go over to patreon.com/snark tank and do all that fucking dumb shit. So we're gonna read your names. Count me down.
3, 2, 1.
Comedy Shorts rapist as Shaggy and his little companion Roofy Doo.
Nice.
Roofy Doo is fucking insane.
It's amazing.
That's Shaggy's. That's
Roofy doofy
That's
doo.
Scooby's college age cousin that takes advantage of human women.
It's just Scrappy, I guess.
No, Scrappy's not bad.
Wasn't he like canonically like a molester?
Scrappy was a piece of shit in the movies. In this actual thing, he's just a kid.
He has demons.
Oh, I thought like he
He
was
does
like
have
a.
demons, probably.
like-
I thought he was like an Andy Milonakis figure.
What does that mean?
It means I thought he was like older, but like he just kind of like had the appearance of being young.
No, he's a puppy, actually.
No.
He's
How do you know
Scooby's
that?
nephew.
Is there proof? Have you seen his birth certificate?
Well, no, I'm going based off what I was told from watching the Scooby-Doo
So
show. I
you
could
take
be wrong.
people-
though. I could be wrong. I'm taking people at face value.
Yeah, you take people at face value, you're a fool.
He was born in Kenya, huh?
What does that mean? What does that mean?
Scrappy Doo was born in Kenya. He can't run for Scrappy.
You don't remember what was it called? Birth Gate or what was it called?
Yeah, birther. His birther is
Gate or whatever.
Yeah.
What is that?
That actually was actually funny enough. That was started by Trump.
Yeah, Trump started that with
Trump started the whole like, oh, Obama was born in Kenya.
Oh my God,
Obama
that
was
thing,
born in
yeah.
Kenya. He's not.
That shit was so long ago.
He's
not
not
in America.
American. He's not American.
He's not like us.
I feel like he doesn't even remember he said that.
Kamala. She
no
was Kamala. She was born in a volcano.
She's not black. Now she's black. She's black all of a sudden. It's like that's not how that
She
works.
came out of a virgin sacrifice. I don't trust her.
I don't trust her. Where's that 20-minute squirting video though? Stop
That's
playing.
crazy.
With
She's not
bro.
beating the allegations. I know she hasn't. I know
Stop
she
playing
hasn't.
with that.
I can't imagine him saying she's not beating the allegations. It's just too. It's
Yeah.
too modern.
Yeah, it is.
You know.
He should start saying like dumb like. I've heard of this.
Kamala is a bop. No cap.
Is it?
She.
There's this thing, this Skibidi toilet. Have you heard of this thing? And ladies and gentlemen, you know about
Where's the
this?
Phantom tax? The raised Duke Dennis.
Duke Dennis.
This fucking audience are just standing there with their brains melting, but like clapping and shit.
slapping their knees as it
Somebody
does.
clap his hands away. Dude.
Yeah, they're just
There's no
nubs.
skin.
There's
It's
just fucking
bone.
little nubs at this point.
He claps so hard that he pulls his hands away and like
There's like a jelly, like the,
Yeah,
the
the-
gum adhesive there, but it's in skin.
it's like somebody peeled the palms off their hands, but it was like frozen in midair and they're stuck to each other. And he keeps clapping.
Mini sonic boobs. Just
Claps like Donkey Kong claps, dude.
Hung jury, you got to worry about a hung judge. Just the hammer game with my just played the hammer game with my grandpa. I don't think he's breathing. Derek watched JoJo's Bizarre Adventure. Almost every character is based on a musical artist and gay like you all.
I will.
Crystal Fox's massive, very throbbing, veiny, throbbing girl cock. Sleaze merchant. Siamese twins connected by the shaft. That's
Damn, that sucks. It's like a Chinese finger trap, dude.
that's like their penis is cat dog.
Dick, dick. Dick, dick.
It's dick.
Hello to the world with a little dick, dick.
That is so stupid.
Same over back here.
Hot dogs.
We're gonna dick. Oh yeah, we're gonna go try to go along. Yeah, this song. Dick. Dick. Hello to the world with a little dick.
Dick, dick.
What is that like? What is their situation? Are they?
Dick, dick.
This is so
Walking,
fucking.
His pelvis is attached.
do they have like a towel over their penis? Like, what do they do?
Just cut it at that moment, you know? Just
No
like
way.
cut
No
it.
way. There's no show.
No, they have an argument. It's like they have an argument. It's
I
like,
get all
no,
the
we
dick.
can't cut it because like we're not going to cut it exactly evenly. And you're going to get a little bit more.
Right.
So, like no, we're staying.
They can't agree, so they just
They
stay.
just stay. They can't agree on how much to cut off. And so like, but it's like if they have to pee, is it just like kind of like,
Dude.
is it like a
There's a
situation?
little hole in the
No,
bottom
they
where
poke
it's
holes
full
like
of
the
that.
sprinklers, you know. And you know, you know. Some people poke holes in their fucking hose, so it just like. What else can you do? You just poke holes in them. Or you
I was thinking it was just like a situation where like you know how like if you dug like a hole directly through the center of the earth all the way to the other side, if you jump down it, you would theoretically kind of like. You know, you wouldn't really fall through the other side. You would just kind of like find an equilibrium in the middle. Like, so it's like, it almost feels like one's peeing into the other person, but then it like goes back. And so it's just like kind of constantly going back and forth. You have to,
Wait,
you'd have
state of
to
pissing?
like Capri Sun it.
Yeah. This is so stupid. I guess so.
A constant state of pissing.
Man, that's crazy. How do they fuck?
They don't.
They
So they-
clearly can't.
so they-
Derek. They clearly can't. Why would that be something you? How do they have? They can't, Derek. They're sharing.
Well,
They have to have sex with each other, pretty much.
They would have to get fucked, I guess.
So they get fucked. They get fucked
yeah, they get
on
pegged.
each side,
They get pegged.
and then they just come into each other, I guess.
What if it's just skin, right? I'm thinking it's just like they have their penises, but then at the meeting point, it's just a fucking sack of skin that attaches both their dicks. So the heads of their dicks are inside of that fucking cocoon.
Yeah.
Ew.
Yeah, you
That's
don't. You just
so
see
much
like a
worse.
bunch of foreskin.
I was not imagining
And you
that.
try to pull it in, it just stretches real long and wide. And you're like, stop. I'm like, no, I'm just going to cut it. So it snips it.
Oh my god.
Dick is so
Dick.
Oh, the world's big open dick.
Oh my god, what the fuck are we talking about?
I don't
The
know.
police officer in Diddy's house sliding in baby oil for all eternity. Mama just fucked a man, put my dick in mouth and spread, bust my load, filled up his head. Sweeney is just Chris in his Ozaru form. Rogue Juan, a race wars story. Cum nuggets. Suck my dick every now and then. I get a little bit. Oh, suck my dick every now and then. I get a little bit lonely, and I gotta suck my dick. I love when they. I do. There is something that tickles me when
falls
they
off a
just
cliff.
don't when they just don't care to finish it with the
Yeah.
same commitment that they started with.
That's great.
Oh fuck! I'm needing that Eldritch dick. Call me a HP Love Shaft. Your Honor, I taught that dog to bark. Yes, in Morse code. So technically, it was consensual. I don't know what any of that means.
Whoa.
Might sound crazy, but it ain't no lie. I like guys.
Guys.
Oh, I see. I'm stupid. Funny name, haha. Vaughn of the Dead. The Octillery has got me acting up like the Deep. Sweeney is right on most topics. Round-eyed Asian. Can Shirtman take numbers away from can't count past 3 man? So he becomes can't count past 1 man. Sweeney, I'm making you a heavy Ronin in the game. Perpetually irritated frenulum.
Have you guys seen a video of the guy, of the cop, just riding his bike past a guy and he falls and he attacked the guy?
No. What?
Anyway, the masculine urge. Thank you. The masculine urge to dress like a cutie patootie. I'm a stocky 6-foot-tall Mexican, not blessed with the typical Mexican twink jeans. Blair White canonically banging Alex Jones. Hannibal Lecter politely asking to suck your dick. Having Gary from the server drawn and quartered,
Why?
stitched back together incorrectly and drawn and quartered again.
He was there. He was just there.
Gay Leno losing his license for reckless driving. Death.
It's
Jack the
insane.
world's fastest Maori. Danny's a fake gremlin.
Biden's America.
Gremlins fan, and Sween, give us your PC specs. It's been months.
I thought I did a while ago.
Whatever. What is it? You got a fucking graphics card in there, I bet.
Yeah. RTX 2.
What the fuck?
Yeah.
That's before when they started.
That's their prototype.
Oh my god. That's just like a Motorola Razr, I guess.
Yeah, something like that.
It can load JPEGs.
Oh my god.
Derek
stop.
married JoJo. What is that? What is that? A trans weeb? I don't really understand.
Huh?
Oh, like the anime, I guess. He's making a
Trans
joke about-
weeb?
I don't really know. Anti-Semitic Steve Urkel will be like, "Did I do that?
Get out of here.
What are you doing? You suck. I hate the things that you show me.
Yeah, like what? Stop. Get out of here. Get out of here with this shit.
Kingston has brain rot, like, for real.
Dude, though, like, I've never seen, like, you know, people always talk about, like, algorithms rotting people's brains or they're, like, addicted.
no.
Like, I've never seen it in action, but, like, you. Like, I've
It's
seen, like,
hilarious.
you're the perfect, like,
I'm the specimen.
you're the poster boy of what they want. Like, oh, this nigga's just always on looking for deeper and darker shit, and he's getting further and further into
I
it.
can't get any further now. There's no further that's allowed.
You've hit the bottom?
Yeah, there's no further. It's just like my feed is like if I put my sound up and I scroll through my thing, you'll hear the N word at least like 9, 10.
You know what the
Alright.
bottom is? You haven't, like, the illegal, like, you know how dark web shit somehow still makes in the surface sometimes? you haven't made it there yet.
Yeah, I'm trying to stay away from there.
Yeah, I'm sure you would.
I'm trying to.
But like, I'm just saying that's the bottom.
Sell your kidney on the dark web.
Imagine what kind of shit's on fucking Twitter right now. You know, like I can
Yeah,
only
I don't know.
imagine.
Anti-Semitic Steve Urkel will be like, "Did I Jew that?
Did I Jew that?
Big meaty stinks."
Steve, you Nazi.
You may have invaded my mind and my body, but there's one thing a
Get out of
seal
here,
always keeps: his baby. Andy, the man whose handy's in our A tier, but not his dandy. Goku using his dick to shoot a Kamehameha. Coming this
Steve,
summer, Swinging
Nazi.
Stars in Butt Pirate from the Caribbean.
Hell yeah.
But from the Caribbean, it's funny.
I always love that.
Heath Smoker, Gids. Gee, it sure is boring around here. My boy, this piece. My boy, this piece is what all warriors strive for.
My boy. Remember?
I don't remember this.
CDI Zelda? My boy.
Oh my god, I haven't thought.
Enough. Bro, I brought that shit up like a week ago, and then we were watching some of that shit, me and JoJo, and now she won't shut the fuck up. She just keeps doing like, enough. My boy. She keeps
my
saying
boy.
that shit. And I was just like, oh my god.
It's always unfortunate when something becomes too quotable.
yeah.
You know what I mean?
well.
Because it's just like,
Lose the luster, you know?
yeah.
Hmm.
Jacking off the Ripper. I'm
Off the river.
I'm the Joker, baby.
Yes.
We need FD, Fat Dick Signifier, on the show.
Fat dick signifier.
That guy would never come on here.
He would,
No way.
He would never.
I'm
he maybe
sure-
talk to one of us one-on-one, but he would not.
He would talk. I feel like he probably thinks Chris Reagan's the devil.
Oh yeah, for sure. Yeah,
He probably thinks
he's one of
that.
those people that I would see at a YouTuber party who would scowl. I think like that
I
Noah
would love
guy.
to talk if he's in the fire.
Yeah,
Huh?
I
I think he'd
wonder
be
if he
good
would. I don't know how he feels about me, but I imagine probably not great because he still used that alternative influence network thing in his video, and my name is smack dab on that fucking list. So he probably thinks like horrible things
I
of
would
me
love
too.
to talk to him. I'd have a good conversation with him.
Yeah, I mean, I wouldn't mind. I saw him get kind of flamed about the. J. Cole. I kind of after watching the deleted video because I don't know enough about J. Cole. I just realized I only know his music. So then when I saw his like history of like kind of flip flopping and shit, and he just kind of never like stands on shit. He's just kind of always. This was his MO. What he did with the big three thing. He always does that. I didn't know. So basically, from that perspective, I kind of think very differently now.
I disagree. I think that J. Cole is a case study of someone who he proclaims his skill as a rapper, but I think proclaiming his skill as a rapper doesn't inherently mean you're going to go into contention with other people in the rap sense. I think he made that record.
What does that mean? What did
Well, have you
just say?
seen like what I was just kind of.
I'm a big fan of J. Cole. I've been
No,
following
what
him
I
for
mean
years.
is like say the things that he's done, like what he did in this is not new from people that have been paying attention because I didn't know. When I found out about this, it kind of changes the perspective for me.
You can say he flip flops, but I think
But he
he's
does.
I don't consider that flip flopping.
What do you mean?
He's not like standing on like on an aggressive sense of like, oh, like I'm gonna be as a rapper. He proclaims his skill. He talks about how he's a great rapper. He is objective. I think he talks about how he is his pen skill is amazing. But there's another thing that's true. I just don't think he wanted to get into a battle situation with Kendrick. I think he made an album.
But he did.
I think he made an album. A song. It was a song that was very much so a spur of the moment thing.
Well, I mean, like, explain to me how he's not a flip flopper, as basically.
Because I think the idea of him making that song, making these interactions where he goes into a very braggadocious era of hip hop. Unfortunately, that's hip hop in general. You know, you're not gonna get the respect you deserve unless you fucking come at people's necks. Unfortunately,
No.
I think I disagree.
I mean, there's so many rappers that don't do this shit at all, and they're
who?
fine.
Like who? That's
I mean, when like say for example, like Kanye, who's next was he coming after?
a lot of people. What are you talking
Like
about?
who?
Kanye would shit on people all the
In
time.
his fucking records, in his best records? Like
Not-
who?
Like in Barry Bonds, he's shitting on people.
Barry Bonds is not fucking. It's not in the rap beef, dude.
In what you call Barry Bonds, like in the song, so he doesn't come after a particular person.
but that's what
happens-
we're talking about.
But what happens is J. Cole named a name, right? He named a name. Not necessarily. He talked about Kendrick directly, right? What happens is that every artist brings up other artists when they're talking about their best skill. Often very popular artists.
Yeah.
But J. Cole's not a beefing artist. That's the thing.
But
He
he is.
What is,
See, look, this is what I learned about him.
When was he beefing with people?
This is exactly. I feel like
because
I think you need to like say what I saw, because I didn't know anything about him outside of just his music. I didn't know anything about him.
The only person I know he beefed with Diddy. He had a beef with Diddy.
He beefed with pretty much every fucking like trap and newer artist. He fucking had beef with Yachty, and they actually confronted him on a podcast about it. He beefed with basically multiple times. He admitted to himself, like, I'm just being a hater. He comes out, says some shit, and then doesn't stand on it, and then he backtracks and like, oh, I'm being a hater. He fucking beefed with Kanye for a little bit, but then also backtracked on that when they released that fucking documentary.
He didn't.
He did.
He meant there was a song where he was talking about his favorite artist. That was in It was in.
Bro, he basically called him a false prophet.
Yeah, he was talking about Kanye. He was talking about Kanye having a bunch of yes men, which he's right.
Bro, he's calling him dude. If you're calling someone a false prophet and then later on being like, "Oh man, congratulations, Kanye, you're so great. Your documentary was awesome," people are gonna look at that and be like, "What the fuck was that?"
I disagree with that. I think he was talking about how Kanye was up his own ass. But he respected Kanye's documentary,
dude. Calling someone a false prophet is not just like I feel like you're downplaying this shit.
I don't think I'm downplaying it. I think it's perspective. Because calling someone a false prophet is like someone I used to follow, like someone you followed a lot, right? You really had a lot of love for, right? Let's say, like for me, I've also had a lot for Kanye himself, right?
Yeah.
I calling him a false prophet is referring to the fact that like I used to really follow you, I used to be a big fan of you, and now seeing the way you're behaving is sad. You know, I could still respect Kanye's documentary or the things he's made that come out afterwards, but the way I viewed him before is different from what I
would not use the word false prophet of someone and still respect their work after that. That's crazy to me.
Because you can respect the piece of art they can make afterwards. If like, let's say if they make something that's
directly involved with who they are, them as a person.
I think you could, but I don't know, man. Like I would never call J. Cole a beefer. I would say J. Cole has talked shit before. I think he talked shit about the whole mumble rap era of people, right? But he also gave them a lot of credence. Because he was like, they're just making music that they want to make.
He did not start off that way. That's the point.
Well, he wasn't.
He did not start. No, he started off being like, this is bullshit. And then after a while, he reflected on it, is what people are saying. And what he's done multiple times for years is that he has this pattern of behavior. They're saying the same thing where he got into this big three shit and then he reflected on it and then was like, my bad. He released this Port Antonio thing. And what people are saying is like, dude, you're acting. Seems like he's gaslighting people. From the perspective of me, I didn't know any of this. And then I learned about it. And I'm like, oh, I think these people are correct. And I have no skin in the game because I don't feel a certain way about J. Cole. I just recognize he's a really talented individual. But him as a person that I've seen his behavior, his pattern, I'm like, oh, I think they're right. I think they're right just objectively by looking at the evidence.
I think he hates. I think he has moments where he reveals what he thinks too quickly before he has moments to contemplate on it. I think that's objective. I think seeing the whole thing he did with Drake and freaking Kendrick, he said something before he had a time to think about it, fully give himself thought about it. Then he might have released whatever he said, and he was like, you know what? After I already did this, but I'm still gonna say this is hyperbolic, which I think is fine. I don't think that's worthwhile of having a hater mentality. Not saying you are, but I'm saying that's not worthwhile having a hater mentality towards him.
I don't have
motherfuckers that say shit and they stand up. Like A-Number 50 Cent. 50 Cent sucks. I was a huge fan of him. 50 Cent consistently says terrible shit all the time and then stands on. I think
one of the things that people value most though is like conviction.
I think conviction is definitely important for sure.
I think it's very important. I still think like say I can respect a Republican that they're demonstrably wrong. But they're like they feel strongly about this certain thing, and I'm like, then the flip-flopping dickhead that's just like who really doesn't stand for anything, not really. Okay. And I'm not trying to say that's a one-to-one thing like J. Cole doesn't stand for anything, but from what I've seen, I was very surprised with because I just need to say I didn't know about any of this. I was very surprised with. Oh, I can't believe he's behaving this way.
I disagree with you on the mumble rap stance. I think that's just not true. I think the whole mumble rapping thing.
He said it himself in his own words.
Yeah, but
he even called himself. I just turned out to be a hater. You're disagreeing with him. You're disagreeing with his own words.
But what I'm saying is the idea is that like he was from the very beginning. He was like, oh, I just don't really His music isn't my vibe, you know? It isn't my vibe, it isn't what I care about. Because it's true. What the fuck? He's like a conventional rapper. Why would he give a fuck about mumble rap? Then he talked to Lil Pump. They had that conversation. And he was like, you know, when I really think about because Lil Pump said something about him first. And then what happened is when I have this conversation, when I think about
it was the other way around, actually.
Are you sure?
Yes. Lil Pump reacted to it.
No, he said he made 1989, right? He made 1989, and then he was like, oh.
Lil Pump and all the other, those mumble rappers, they all reacted to him talking shit.
Yeah. But then he was like, oh, I hope you guys are just making good decisions with your money because you guys are still kids. And what happens eventually, they're going to look at what you're making and they're going to stop caring about it. Because people are like, you're going to grow up out of what you're doing. And then he talked about Lil Pump, and he was having a conversation with him. He was like, honestly, when I think about it, I was a kid just like you doing dumb shit just like you.
Yeah, so then
I
it's
just
like...
hope you're getting paid.
So it's like, why are you talking shit in the first place?
What is so wrong about that, though, exactly?
Because it's one thing, I feel like you sound like you would trust like a car salesman to me. I mean, that's what you sound like to me because like the car salesman says one thing, but he's thinking a whole another thing. And typically we don't trust people that do shit like that operate in a way that are like, I hear what you're saying, but your pattern of behavior is not matching what you're saying. I can't trust you.
I understand that, right? But in this instance, right, outside of like something that's directly insidious, there's nothing really insidious about what J. Cole has done.
It's not insidious. That's
where the idea
his
of a car
character
salesman,
is in question.
That's the idea because a car salesman is like the idea is that like they're trying to sell a car,
right? And like
they're trying to make a profit.
It's not a one-to-one comparison.
I agree.
I'm just trying to give an example of why you don't want to trust somebody that their actions aren't matching their words. And that's basically when he says, "I don't want to get into beef." When over the years, he continuously thrust himself shitting on people. That is not the behavior of someone. I don't fucking, when I write music or write hip hop or anything, I never even think about shitting on anyone. I've never wanted to do that. I've never had any inclination of like, let me try to get into this.
I agree that that wouldn't be my focus on hip hop, right? That wouldn't be like, if I was an artist, that wouldn't be my focus.
Yeah, because you don't have that in you. But if you did, you would do it.
But the thing is that is the nature of that genre of music.
No, it's not.
It is.
That is not how everyone needs to survive. That was in the fucking 90s, man.
Everyone that's like a rapper, they call out other people.
Dude,
everyone
most
does.
Rappers,
pretty much everyone does. Kendrick does it consistently.
Kendrick does it because he's fucking good, and because of that very reason.
Kendrick does it. Plenty of artists do it. All of Griselda does it.
The vast majority that don't do it.
The only person that really doesn't do that for real is like Logic. Logic doesn't talk shit about anybody.
Him and a lot of other underground vibe artists.
Underground vibe artists, I would say no.
But like,
that's not the lane they want to exist in.
But that's what I mean.
They don't care
but
about
acting like that that is. Like, you can't be in hip hop without doing it. I'm like, no, it's like
main stage. I don't think you can.
I
think maybe it's more so now than before.
Like pop rap is so much bigger than like hip hop had ever been.
Like pop rap,
what I'm saying is that culture of like pop rap explode. Pop rap in the 2010s essentially became bigger than hip hop has ever been. But
they were shitting each other all the time in that era of time.
Who?
Drake was shitting on niggas. Kendrick was shitting on niggas. M was shitting on people. Wayne was shitting on people. Gucci was shitting on people. Boozy was shitting on people.
How much? They're not even pop rap.
That was pop rap that time. The 2010s era, that was pop
rap. The
rap.
people that you were mentioning.
Who, them?
Yeah.
They're all pop rap.
No, to me, pop rap is like...
Wayne was absolutely pop rap.
He was a chameleon. But like what I'm saying is like pop rap was like, say, the newer generations of rappers, like say people that were overusing Lil way too much.
Like Uzi was talking shit about people.
Like that wasn't his MO though. It wasn't like
his MO. Their MO was to do whatever the fuck I want to do.
And I guess the point is, my point being that like, say, even if that was the case, even if it was
I think Cole could have handled himself better in every.
Well, it's just simple. Like, stand on your shit. It's just simple. Like
I think that's true, but at the same time, my brain is like, if you say something right, like, because people, I think that this is a weird notion where people don't often appreciate or respect people reflecting. You know, I think doing it a lot is a problem, and I guess you're coming from
that is
where,
the only problem.
The problem is
it's the only problem.
But if someone may insult somebody, like if someone insults someone, like let's say he was making fun of the SoundCloud rappers, right? Yeah. That whole era, right? Which I think they deserve to be made fun of to a degree. But I think they had their own lanes and they were making their own music and it wasn't hurting anybody, right?
Right.
he made fun of them because of the fact he was like, a lot of y'all are probably not gonna be around very long. So I hope what you guys are doing is making the right decisions to stick around longer than you guys, as long as you guys can.
Yeah, that's what it was. That's not what he was saying at first, but like again, as the only actual problem is that at a certain point, if your behavior doesn't change, then we don't believe you. It's kind of like one of those things. It's like like Joe Rogan has fucked up so many times with like, Jamie keeps correcting him. It's pretty clear at this point that I'm like, this dude is not going to change. He's not going to learn. He's going to keep doing the same pattern behavior. And it seems like J. Cole's going to keep doing that. He's going to keep eventually inserting himself into some shit and then reflecting on it days later. And it's like, well, at a certain point, you kind of just got to stop. And so but the thing that annoyed me before I learned about this stuff was people trying to call into question his skills at all. Like, that was silly. Like, saying like people were hating on the people that were hating on Port Antonio acting like it was trash or something. And I'm like, now making the argument that it's trash because they didn't like the words, what he was saying, fair. I don't care about. That's fine. But if you're trying to act like that isn't a good fucking song overall, it's silly.
I don't know. I think J. Cole would do good in going into that. I don't know. That's Feller.
He looks racist though, doesn't he?
He looks racist.
Incredibly.
He looks like I've seen this art style before. I've seen someone that looks like this before.
He looks that he has proof that Biden did the hurricanes. He looks like he has full proof.
That's a better drawing than I thought it was going to be.
Pretty good.
I've seen this art style before.
This guy listens to Five Finger Death Punch. He fucking
sure.
Yeah.
He looks like someone from Smiling Friends and Beavis and Butthead at the same time.
I kind of know what you mean, yeah.
Where it's like, he looks like...
Anyway.
Yeah.
We need that's an awfully hot cummy shot. What do you mean?
Cummy shot?
I'm trying to see exactly where I can pinpoint him from, and it's making my brain hurt.
I don't really know.
I've seen this.
I know what you mean. I don't know. I didn't have anything in mind when I started drawing it. I don't know who that is. I don't know what style
He reminds me of the Shrimp Man.
The Shrimp
Thank
Man?
you, Yellow Man. I think he reminds me of that guy. To a degree.
Anyway, listen, I'm just going to read the rest of
Put your
these.
dick in your
That's an
pants.
awfully hot cummy shot. Should I take it in my face? Definitely. Kevin Durant's feet, get rich quick schemes, more like wet bitch thick creams.
Let's go.
Nice.
Relinquish ye contents of your pockets, wherever thou shalt shove a man up. Mr. Pants. Derek.
What?
When is Gay Not Like Us coming out?
Oh, what?
No, that's
not
over.
happening.
Yeah.
That's not, I'm sorry.
They
I just might bust. I just might bust.
They call me the cup, cardboard pie. She spum on my bum till I befutter. Black Myth Yakub.
I finished that game recently, actually.
Black Myth
Oh, you
Wukong?
did?
Yeah.
I got the batting, I guess.
Pretty decent. I'm not playing that game again. It's not,
I mean, I don't feel bad if I don't play it again.
Game. That's not a replay game. It's
Well, it technically is.
You're supposed to, but it's not a game I'm replaying. I'm not playing that game, man.
Yeah, I know you don't like.
Cool.
You don't like Chinese people. I know.
That end, I think the game's kind of like the first rendezvous of a game like that.
It's look,
It is
man.
their first game.
It's good. It's a solid first game for a studio, but
I need a permanent parry or a permanent.
Yeah,
guard. I can't have it be magic, dude. It's like, cause like it runs out and then there's a cooldown and it runs out, and I'm like, I can't. I don't want to. If I'm doing this gauntlet shit, I'm like, bro. I need something a little bit more permanent. They give you so many tools to circumvent all that shit, but I was like, it's like, imagine spending that much time learning a completely new mechanics. It's just not necessarily worth it. That's the only problem.
I think it's kind of flat in some places. Like I think the map design's kind of flat. I think the fucking designs of the enemies excel though. That shit's dope as fuck.
That's the only if they were
good.
dull, damn, people would have put that game down.
Yeah,
fast.
I went nowhere. But I think things look cool. I think the fights are.
The bosses were pretty fucking cool. I like that.
They look really cool. I don't think the boss fights are interesting at all. I think they're actually the opposite of interesting. But I think
I
thought they were going to be better.
The presentation of them is interesting, but like actually playing them is
the opening kind of the opening oversold it.
Yeah, a lot of them. Yeah.
Way oversold. I was like, oh, I'm gonna fuck all those people up.
Yeah.
I didn't fight none of them niggas. I fought humans. Humans were the baddies, right? They were not the bad. You know what I mean? They
were saving them for Black Myth Wukong 2.
Very
Black
likely,
Myth Wukong Z.
Bro, I'm not. The fact that you showed and then they all fucked up Sun Wukong, right? In the opening, I was like, oh, I can't wait to get revenge on those motherfuckers.
Nope.
I couldn't believe that.
Yeah.
I couldn't fucking believe that.
There are really cool moments. Like I saw the clip when you fight the evil monkey. and he freezes you and then takes your gourd and drinks it. I'm like, that's fucking cool as fuck.
He did some pretty fucked up shit where I was
cool.
very taken aback.
Or when he freaking kicks you a bunch and he takes your staff and throws it back at you.
Yeah,
I'm like,
after a while he's like get up. He's like get
that's
up.
fucking gas.
I was like, damn, dude, you fucked me up.
Jolly old.
I'm sorry, what was you finished? Sorry, dude.
Jolly old dipshit. If the drummer is wearing a button up and slacks, you are getting drawn and quartered in the pit. Jolly old dipshit. Breaking Badjamin.
I was thinking that. I was
That's
thinking
so
that.
stupid.
That is.
Meth is getting in the way.
Oh my god.
What is that? What is that?
I don't know. We'll get to it, I guess. Jolly old dipshit. Breaking Badgerman. Harris versus Clinton squared off. Defeating a sandwich only makes it tastier.
Yes. Defeating a sandwich.
Niggo, 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 and Niggo was his name.
Niggo was his name.
That's so
Niggo?
dumb, Niggo. That's fucking stupid.
That was my name. Oh, yo, it's good.
I
Niggo pilot.
need Sophia Falcone from The Penguin calling me slurs.
She's bad.
That's cool.
And spitting my. Yeah, I've only seen pictures of this
She's bad.
actress, but like, I'm not gonna watch that show. I could give a fuck.
It's got good reviews. But I'm, not
I'm
gonna
sure
watch
it's
it
good.
either.
I'm so. If it's superhero related, honestly, I want nothing to do with it at this point.
It is. It's so tangentially, but I get it though.
Yeah.
I haven't watched it yet, but I'm gonna watch it eventually. But like,
I heard
Yeah.
Colin Farrell wanted to kill himself.
Oh yeah, he said that.
He
Didn't
was
he?
like, it was like so. He was so
to do.
fed up with the fucking makeup costumes.
I'd imagine it'd be terrible putting that show
Yeah.
because he looks. I didn't know that was him. That's how extensive that
I
makeup
think, yeah,
is.
I think so too. I think I don't even know it was him.
I thought it might have been fucking Eddie Murphy.
I don't think they gave Danny DeVito stilts. and
Eddie
fucking-
Murphy. That would be impressive. Or what was that? Tom Cruise, because he did that fat
yeah.
thing. But that was obviously him though. When he in Tropic Thunder, my mom didn't recognize it. That was crazy.
It would have been obvious to me if I knew who Tom Cruise was, because I really just knew his name.
Oh,
You know what I mean? Like I
okay.
knew that Tom Cruise was like it's kind of how I feel about like Heidi Klum or Kate Moss or like Bella Hadid. Where like I know those are famous people, but like if you put a picture in front of them and if you put a picture in front of me of one of those people, I would no way be able to.
So you
tell
never like saw any like Tom Cruise media like prior to that?
Not growing up I think I saw Top Gun, but I didn't care for it, or I didn't care about it at all.
I feel like I saw him a lot before, but
I saw him
don't
in
remember.
trailers for Mission Impossible, but I didn't.
Eyes Wide Shut.
Oh, yeah,
No.
absolutely.
I know.
As a kid, as a child,
I
Eyes
saw
Wide
it.
Shut?
Like I didn't know what the fuck was going on.
saw
I
it?
was I was present for it being on, but I was like, I'm 8. I don't fucking
I
care.
remember my
about
mom
this.
went to go see that shit. I'm like, what the fuck?
That's
Mom?
crazy.
I was like, what are you?
a hunter.
What are you like? Are you gonna come back in mask and shit? Like being some weird? Like I don't know. I was like, it just didn't.
It didn't make sense.
Yeah.
Hunter Dubois, aspect scan shows you're gay.
That movie sucked, by the way.
That's why I checked.
Yeah.
It's
At least
not
maybe I need to
good.
watch it one more time because I just really it undersold it for me what I thought it was gonna be.
I think I'm an adult. And
Oversold,
I think it's
I
too
mean,
late
sorry.
for me to care about that movie. You know, like it's too late.
Yeah.
Like,
I went that with so many things. I'm like, yeah, you just can't.
Like,
do
if I
it.
was 17, I'd be like, "Oh, this is crazy." Like if I saw Fight Club at 17, that'd be bad.
Yeah, I mean, I saw Fight Club recently for the first time.
Oh right, that's
Oh, yeah.
that's it's
it's
interesting.
fine. I'll watch it now. At 17,
It's really
I'd be
great.
like,
I think it's whatever. Like I didn't have any preconceived notions about it. I think it's great. I think it's fantastic.
It's in my,
send
my
it to
top
American
20.
Psycho.
Yeah, American Psycho. I saw.
That movie's a great movie.
That's another movie I saw later on. I saw
People
that like maybe
like it
2
too
years
much are
ago.
scary.
I think.
That's the thing. People that like it, like seeing that movie when you're at a formative age, especially like now with like the whole fucking psychotic manosphere shit that exists. Like showing that to a young kid now would probably not be the best thing
That's
for them.
so weird
All
though,
those,
because
kids, all those
absorb
kids are
the
doing
wrong
that like
shit.
fucking the
Sigma.
like Leo DiCaprio thing. Like, that's me.
I think
I'm angry and upset and I hate the world and I wish everybody was better. But I can't feel anything. It's like
the thing that's weird about that movie though is that it's like it's so clearly. I don't know. I guess I watched it as a 30-year-old man, so like I guess I don't really understand what it would be like to watch it as a kid. But like, American Psycho is so clearly funny.
It's great.
Like it's a funny movie.
Of course, it's supposed to be.
Like that's a black comedy. I'm pretty sure. Like
100%.
Like it's insane.
You are not
100%.
supposed to like Bateman at all. You're supposed to see him in his room calling a girl to come over while there's just pornography playing to the left.
No, you
Is insane. You're supposed to be like, oh, this guy's nuts.
No, that's not. Absolutely not. Dude, when you see him fucking looking at himself in the mirror flexing, that's
no, yeah, no,
like
those
there's
moments, yeah.
moments like this that you're supposed to be like, this guy is fucking, this is hilarious. This guy's crazy. I love it.
Oh no, yeah, you'll see moments like that where like, oh, this
Yeah.
guy is
And then
what's going on?
Contrasted with him being a serial killer, of course. Yeah.
Yeah, that part.
I forgot about that part.
That part's second.
Anyway, I spread so far, he came so hard.
Cool it with
And
the
now
edges.
my ass is full of baby batter. I tugged his balls, my dick was small.
Was.
It doesn't end.
Then
It cuts off. So
come.
piss, come.
It starts
with
one
come.
name. I don't know come. Doesn't even matter how hard you come. Keep that and come as I come to come. They come and come.
Come, I know.
I come in a magical thing. Make my come ass come in my fucking things. Come.
Come life away. It comes unreal.
And eventually it's a regular song.
And then I tried so hard. Just cause.
Like, why'd you say
That's
come
actually,
so
I feel like
much?
that's got to be the new meta.
What?
Like fucking ruining the song and then letting the rest of it just play. Like,
Just the instrumental.
Like,
Yeah.
it starts off with like comes interjected a little bit, and then progressively it becomes like every third word, every second word,
and it's all come.
all come, and then eventually it's back.
It's back to normal.
Didn't look out below. Watch the cum drip right out my asshole. Trying to hold on. Didn't even know. Just wasted it all. Trying to watch you
me
come.
R.I.P. bud. R.I.P. man.
Yeah.
R.I.P. bud.
I miss
I say it like I know him, bro.
Yeah.
R.I.P. dude. I miss you personally.
Cumster Cummington. I miss him.
I miss being at your house and smoking me with you, Chester.
Yeah, Chester's great.
Yeah.
Rise Against is the he was.
What's the chick's name? again?
Rise Against is
The new girl? Yeah. I forgot. They made an album.
Emily
Armstrong.
something?
Emily Armstrong.
They made an album recently. Didn't they make
It
an
hasn't
album?
dropped yet, but
Yeah, there's two
they've
singles.
dropped 2 songs.
Yeah, there's 2 singles out for him.
I'll give it a listen.
I kind of like them, to be honest with you, but
Yeah, they're all right.
they're all right.
Our one resident, like, really hardcore Linkin Park fan is going to be finally hearing them listening to it.
What happened?
Because Ben is a fucking, like, Linkin Park fan. Like, he
Oh,
has,
really?
Like, he has, like, all of their vinyls signed by them.
Oh, interesting.
Oh, shit.
Like, he's a real Linkin Park fan, and it's like, I want to see what he thinks about them. He'll probably just be like, it is what it is.
If he's that big
he's
of a
very
fan,
sensible, so he's like going to be like, it is what it is now.
if he's
That's
on that,
what he's going to say.
Look, if he's on that level, he probably is cool with everything. Because I've realized that about like super fans. Like this guitarist that I've worked with, he's a super fan of Avenged Sevenfold. Avenged Sevenfold's latest album is like just like it's like a carnival, right? It's like an attraction. It's not a good album. It's interesting if you're an artist. He's an artist.
Mm-hmm.
He fucking covered the album front to back himself.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm just like, oh, that tracks for a super fan that like appreciates fucking anything that they put out, essentially.
Yeah.
Even when, you can be objective and be like, well, this isn't strong if you just even look at the plays.
I think
If it doesn't, it's not getting plays like their other albums because it's like, it's an experience.
Well, one thing I've seen about some of the new Linkin Park songs, like I've seen some things on TikTok where it's like testing to see if the new Linkin Park song hits, and it's the end of Transformers, and they play it over it.
That's so
And both
funny.
of them work pretty well, to be
Do
honest with
they?
you. Yeah, they work pretty well. Specifically the first one they did. I haven't seen too much with the second one.
Oh,
but
that's like, oh, okay.
I don't know. I think being a real big fan of things is being able to acknowledge the shortcomings of it without being like, oh,
I disagree.
I
Fuck
got
you.
A cunt, I guess. Not being a cunt.
I like my favorite artist is Joey Badass, right? I think, or even Kendrick Lamar. I love Kendrick Lamar so much, right? I
He's
think
lying
his
to
best
you.
piece
He's lying
is
to
the
you.
second album, right?
Fucking liar.
But I think his other albums have their integrity. They're just
Right.
not as good as his first one.
Yeah, Mr. Morale for me was kind of like another. Actually, I'll put that in the same lane as Avenged Sevenfold, where it was like a listening experience, but I don't really go back to it. Not really.
I like
I
the
think-
Hard Part 5.
I think that's, but that's just like, that's a part of the Heart series. more
I
than
know,
it's a part
but
of
like
the
I just mean like
Because
instrumentally.
all of the Hearts
Yeah.
are amazing songs, literally. But like,
I mean, just
Especially the
I
Hard
like-
Part 6.
the one that doesn't exist yet. One doesn't
Well,
exist yet.
no, the
Drake one.
Drake one.
I guess
He-
that's a Hard Part 6.
He swooped that. To me, out of the entire beef, that was the most clever thing he
That
did.
is that's the most intelligent thing that was done. But then he undid it.
That's
So
so
it's like whatever.
disrespectful, first and foremost, to do that to someone that has such a that catalog of songs are so
Look.
powerful. That and then what is it? I think it's Prayer, the song he made about like hip hop in general. And I'm like, those are such beautiful songs. You're a cunt for doing that,
Hey,
Drake. You're such a cunt for doing that.
After being mollywopped so fucking
I would do
hard,
it too. I would
what
do
else
it.
could you
I would
do?
do it. I would have put out the whole album. I would have the hard part 6, the hard part 7, hard part 8, hard part 9.
Would have given me a percentage of respect.
Yeah.
I would have laughed at that for sure because I'm like, that is just someone that is upset. That's a little kid. That's a little kid pressing all the buttons.
Yeah.
on
I
the
would
computer.
absolutely do
And
it.
make the songs
I would
awful
absolutely do
too,
it.
like, oh, you're gay, Kendrick, you're gay. It's just over a beat.
Oh, yeah, I
You're
would've-
gay.
He's so damn gay.
I would have even tried. I would have been like, "What's the instrumental of the cat dog? Like, can we license that? Can we get that?
Can we license that?
Yeah,
Just heard him.
tomato, wait,
Find
tomato.
a show he loved and ruin it for him.
Kendrick's gay and he's fucking short.
One where he's just like casual, like he's just eating a sandwich and talking,
Yeah.
and that's the song. And oh yeah, Kendrick, you're gay.
I can't put these out ever
Kendrick's
again.
gay and he's fucking short. Gonna kill him now, and he's also fucking short.
Short.
Did I mention that he's fucking short?
really
Kendrick's
fucking
fucking
short.
really damn short. 3 foot 4 inches.
3 foot 4 inches.
Kendrick Lamar is a little fucking midget.
Would Kendrick be
That all right.
as big as he was if he was 4'8"? Do you think he'd be as big as an artist?
Well, obviously not.
Shut the fuck up.
Read these names. I want to go home now.
I fucking knew that was gonna happen, and I was like, "Why am I doing this?"
wrap this up. I don't.
All right.
I don't want to work here no more.
I'm like the ghost bear. I'm fucking out of here.
the fucking tractor beam comes down. Spray her well.
Piss boiling alchemist rise against the disease for straight men. Smitchy the Kid gay parody movie of the greatest gape, and Toby Spider-Man was actually in high school. He chases school. I don't know what the rest.
Yeah,
of it.
he's a senior, right?
Yeah, in the
He's a
beginning
senior.
of the movie. Well, I guess something. I don't know.
Poopy
he's an
pants
adult.
gaming. Sweeney showers in sneakers. No way I'm hanging out with a couple of gooners. I'm just here so I don't get killed. British people come then be like, what's all this then? Big Dick Randy pulled out 20 years late in the sloppiest way possible. Call that bitch Afghanistan.
Let's
Cat
go.
Williams was right. These big dick deviants are getting caught in 2024. Trans femme gremlin Yush, a redneck comedian who's just racist on stage with the cadence of stand-up. Wait. What was I'm trying to imagine a redneck comedian who's just racist on stage.
Do
with the cadence of
Bill
stand-up.
Burr.
Oh, Bill. I don't even. I'm trying to think.
Well, I can't really do the. I can't do it.
Hey,
but,
you know.
Yeah. Get it.
But what would he be saying? Like,
What does he say? Like racist shit?
I can't do this.
Man, like they would have been stuck in Africa if we didn't bring them over.
Yeah.
You know, like
They want to go to the front of the bus now. I mean, what are you doing?
that's not even racist.
What are you
pretty
doing?
much. That's flat.
What are you doing?
Like I can't make comedy out of real bigotry because I just don't think it's funny.
Yes, you do.
really.
You can. Yeah,
no,
you do.
not real bigotry.
You specifically.
I think that the N-word is a funny
You are actually
word.
of anybody that I've even heard of or know. You probably are the only one that actually I think thinks it authentically that it's funny.
No, I don't think real bigotry is funny. I think the idea
Your
of
phone betrays your words.
yes,
sir.
yes, but the idea of
Tell me,
bigotry.
Kingston. Tell me what the last thing you showed me was just today.
It's a, you know, when SpongeBob ripped his pants, right? You know he ripped his pants, right? And he was doing the dance when he was making his butt cheeks lift left and right.
Mm-hmm.
It says "kiss my ass" N-word.
Not just N-word is a hard R
Yes,
in plain text.
yes. In fact, the N-word had a different font. It had SpongeBob's colored font. But that's
Craig the Canadian-
But that's not funny because of the word. It's not funny because it's racist. It's funny because of the ridiculousness of it.
What is ridiculous about it?
The fact that
That it's
someone
racist.
would say that. That's it.
Kingston,
and I think
you're
racism
playing a
pays-
semantic game. It's
no,
the same
not.
thing.
No, you have to be semantic in
Without
these
the
moments.
N-word, would that be as funny?
No, but the fact that someone...
we're done.
No. But the fact that someone would think, you know what's necessary for me to say right now is this
Right,
is
but Kingston,
funny.
that is what's funny about
But
it.
not because of the race. I don't think the idea of bigotry is funny.
Yes, you do.
No, I don't. I think the reaction of someone thinking this is the way to confront
It's
this
so
problem.
semantic,
But
though.
you need to have that. You need to have that
Kingston,
nuance.
no one's saying like the obviously what's funny about it, and every bigoted joke that we make on this show, the joke is that it's it's wild and funny that is a perspective,
but I don't
and that it's
think-
funny that someone would react that way. But the
Yes.
reaction is racist. Like, it is racist. That's the point.
Yes, but that's
It's
not.
fine.
But that's not the joke. Is like if
He's trying so hard to be
because
virtuous.
I'm not racist.
You don't have to. That's the whole thing. You are laughing at the idea of racism.
No, I'm not. Actually, I'm not. I'm laughing because it's funny being mean to people that are different.
All right, there we go. We got it. We got it. Craig the Canadian sulking.
My chest opens as cannons and it blows up the room.
Craig the Canadian sulking cantankerously towards my devilish deeds. So wild.
Cantankerous is such a fucking silly word.
Cantankerously is crazy.
It just means sit like really badly, doesn't it?
Sillily.
This N-word cantankerous.
It's your boy Shawnee D, Cerberus Agent 267, making a Sween laugh compilation. Y'all need anything else while I watch all episodes? Jesus Christ, good luck if you're on that journey. Get ready for a lot of
that's
repeat
so-
conversations. if you're gonna blitz through them, I can't even imagine.
Dude, how much of this? How much of the show do you think is me laughing?
Not much. I think it's probably like 5%. Maybe less,
Really?
probably.
I
Yeah.
would say
I hope
We
somebody.
do 3-hour episodes.
Overall, I would say
You don't laugh for. You don't have to laugh for 30 minutes for it to like. For
imagine?
yeah, each episode for it to like amount to like.
I would love. Please send us that. I want to literally hear a compilation of me laughing to see if I finally can understand what you guys say. I have different laughs.
Like one episode, I guess, at least. Yeah.
one full episode.
There's probably
If
one-
somebody's up to it,
Yeah.
do a month's worth.
I think there might be like maybe 30, 45 minutes of you laughing.
That's a lot
Yeah.
of laughter, but yeah,
I would love for somebody to actually be insane enough to do the
N-word.
This is the kind of thing that like I think is that would actually be good for AI. You know what I mean?
AI would be
Like
great
because
yeah.
that's not a job any sane person would want to do. No one would
Exactly.
want to comb through like that's
It's
no
not
one. No
res-
one wants to do that.
It's not respectable.
That's why I'm
to ask
rooting on
someone
the
to do
insane-
that, you
It's
know?
not respectable to ask somebody to do that. No one would do that unless they were being paid really, really well. Of which case, there's really like there's even as like a person who benefits from making that kind of content, there's better ways to spend your money, even just through hiring, but different people to do different things that are more interesting and more
Even the
respectable to
idea
do.
of like AI, like I think AI.
I've seen people
on
do shit that crazy
concept-
though.
Oh yeah,
Let's be
for
real.
sure.
Let's be real.
People like read all of a fucking character story, like every comic of a Spider-Man, and make like a review. It's like
I've seen people
that's-
potato peel their penis for
amazing.
nickels. So like, I
I've
mean,
seen somebody put a firecracker up his dick and didn't win any money for it. He just put a firecracker up his dick.
That is true.
for the experience. That's the love of the game, dude.
Yeah.
I
I fucks with that.
3XO.
Olympics was crazy.
Slurping, stroking, smoking, joking. Emoticons going like this. The euphoric feeling of being on HRT for 7 months and watching it, having my penis shrink from 6 inches erect to 4 inches erect. 3XO now on grand jury duty until December 10th. Oh, good luck.
I keep pushing off my jersey.
Yeah, you just keep saying that you moved.
I just keep saying that I'm racist.
There's that. I don't think that works anymore.
It does if you commit.
Yeah,
You commit- how hard have
I
you
think you have
committed
to have
before?
some sort of
I've
like,
said things.
you're
I
like,
absolutely dropped a slur to get out of jury duty, like 100%, like a long ass time ago. I was like, I'm not doing this.
I'm gonna do mine
not
eventually.
doing
I'll
this.
just do mine next year and just get over
I've just
it.
like every time they ask me, I moved coincidentally, and
Coincidentally?
it works.
Uprooting your life is crazy. Well, let's go. We're moving. She's like, weird. I don't know.
I don't know,
Go
but
out of the county, bitch. Don't worry
out
about
of the
it.
county, out of the county, out of the county.
Get in the fucking car right now.
Okay, 3XO grand jury. What was I? Imagine if Michael Jackson was still alive to get weirder during COVID, like most celebs. We missed you know what? That's one thing that I'm thankful for. A lot of the celebrities that I knew that I admired that died before 2016 is that I at least didn't get to see them fall.
Red pill Michael Jackson would have probably made me
God.
like it would have probably destroyed
No
me.
way. It couldn't.
in the vaccine.
His music was way too like hippie, like heal
It was
the
way too
world,
socially
loving
conscious
shit.
at,
There's
like, at
no
the time.
way.
chemicals in our kids.
That would be fucking.
That would fuck me up.
That would be like,
really
I would be
bad.
convinced. Oh, the people that said that he got swapped when he got his hair on fire and shit.
Yeah.
That was when he got swapped. I would actually maybe think there's something to it.
Alex Jones is a savior.
like
Alex Jones, thank you so much for coming on the program.
InfoWars.
like Dr. King being alive and being pro Trump would be like that would be like
Dr. Martin Luther King.
2016, Shimon.
We have very special guests. We have Dr. Martin Luther King and Michael Jackson on the program today. Thank you both for being here.
Thank you.
Dr. King.
I would go on the black race.
Well, you don't sound like Dr. King. That's weird.
Well, I have a dream that maybe you guys don't understand how those kids weren't real kids.
Build that
Let's
wall.
go piss on their grave.
Build that wall. Build that
You're very
wall.
right. Let's go build the wall, and we're gonna go piss on the Sandy Hook kids.
People really did that also. That's just
Build that
fucking crazy.
wall.
Wait, you see that happen?
Yeah, people thought they were faking. They pissed on some of those
They
little
pissed
kids'
on some of the.
That's so crazy.
Actually, should really happen.
I feel like that should be. I really do think that should be enough to get you like executed. Yeah.
Yeah,
That's like
that at that moment.
That is
You
so
need to be
morbid.
put to sleep. Actually,
they should have cages with war beasts around cemeteries.
they're like dragging you out. You're holding like 3 of them. You just let them go on them.
Let's get a red wave this November.
Crazy.
We need
That's
a red.
real. That's fucking insane.
I didn't even know that.
We need a red wave.
We need a red wave.
Looking when all that shit was being told to him, I genuinely don't think he knew he said that shit. He was like, "Oh, what? That was me."
They're turning chemicals in the water, making the frogs gay.
There's too many immigrants. There's way too many immigrants, yeah?
There's too many immigrants.
Yeah, you're so insightful, Michael Jackson.
Thank you, Alex.
Yeah.
Stop really making me sad.
Build that wall. Simone. Build the wall.
Stop! You're making me sad. Stop.
Oh my God,
Stop,
that would be
man.
so amazing. I wouldn't take my. It was like when Kanye was on. I couldn't take my eyes off the screen.
They take the cats and dogs and eat them.
I feel
Haitian immigrants eating our pets.
You got another number one. hit
Should we
single.
let Trump get them? Yes, I bet. Let's kill him.
Let's kill him.
Let's kill. He writes all these like pro Trump fucking Michael Jackson
Amazing.
renditions of his own music because he's so convinced that he's a savior. He's so convinced that Trump's gonna fix it.
Deport him.
Deport him.
I want to storm the Capitol with you all night.
I want to attack
Hang my
police.
pins
Joe
to
Biden is
sunlight.
not my president.
He's just a senile. Says that we should kill him with a gun. Kamala's bad. She's bad.
I'm so tickled.
You know she's bad.
All right.
That's great.
She's not black. Not black.
MH the Dripful one. Look up all of Dave Rubin's predictions by DRC archive on YouTube.
Good
I
video.
have done that. It's a good video. That like is a make me smile video.
Yeah.
Ooh, I don't get.
Obi-Wan should
Why
blow
don't
me.
people like me?
Why don't people fucking like me? I'm
They have a
gay. I'm
husband.
gay.
I'm gay. I thought you guys liked
What about my
homos.
husband?
Don't you guys like homos? Well, I don't get it.
I don't get it. They should love gay people. I don't care. I'm scared. I'm scared. The elites are coming. The elites are going to get me. I worked with Russia. Whoops.
Wait a minute. Are you you're gay? You're fucking gay? Get the fuck off my show.
You're gay. I mean, what are you doing here? He licks his lips hard.
He
He
does.
smacks his lips.
Oh my God. MH Dripful Obi-Wan should blow me.
Call me
I beat
later.
him off, sucking his penis just to show that I'm gay. Punished Venom's Sheldon. 50 Cent to 50 Cent blood in my piss. Why is the Snark Tank gay and retarded? At least
tell me.
9,102,25. Wait, at least 9,102,253 ants in the shape of a human. There's only one queer left.
a lot.
Gay, System of a Down, hypnotized tune. I'm bouncing on his cock and waiting for his cum. I actually don't remember that song. That's a song I know. I'm sure I know. I don't know by name.
Oh, is that the Why Don't You Ask the Something
Oh,
like
maybe.
Tiananmen Square?
Oh yeah, I think it is.
I'm just sitting.
Wage Slate 583. The Papini Brothers presents Vegeta's Galactic Food Review Channel. Donkerson. Oh, yeah, be a good cunt and come bounce on me cock in the back of the book of the beppo. Gade 6. My black friend went with me to West Africa. What? My black friend that went with me to West Africa spent multiple days trying to get me to refer to some laborers as sand diggers. That's crazy.
No.
It's not true also. It's like made up a fucking fake story just to say something that is like vaguely racist.
All I want to say is that
PP.
Dems don't really care about us.
Dems don't really care. Is that what you said?
Is that Dems don't really care about us. Donald Trump is gonna save
Cat
us.
dog. He's going insane. Also, I forgot to mention.
You're so incredible. How you get?
You're fucking amazing. The way you tie cat dog into everything. I fucking love it.
That is so fucking insane.
Cat dog was a warning of what the chemicals are gonna do to us.
They drink the water.
They drink the water and turns our cats into cat dogs. They're turning everybody into cat dogs. I walked the other day, into the middle of fucking Tiananmen Square, not Tiananmen Square. I walked to the middle of Los Angeles where the stars are.
Tiananmen Square.
Might as well be Tiananmen Square, I'll tell you what. Hollywood. Hell yeah, brother. He just becomes a fucking demon.
What's the name of the demon from freaking from Dragon Age?
I don't know.
Raid demons or no?
Which one? The Pride ones? Which
yeah,
ones?
the Pride demons.
Just in real time.
Alex
growing,
Jones.
Ceiling.
It's just Alex Jones becoming a godskin noble in real time. That's fucking crazy. I love the way you do that. I love you, Michael Jackson. You're amazing.
He's slowly mutated. He's
I can truly tell you're a man of God.
You're fucking scaring me, but I love you. Wow.
Wow.
Thank you, I love you. You know what I did to Sony, right? You know what I did to Sony, right? You know Eminem, I own his records, right?
I
That
bought
fucking
all this
dumb white bastard.
You know what I call the Democrats? I call them diggers.
That's
You know?
fucking crazy.
Damn diggers.
We gotta kill all
Chris
the
Reagan
diggers.
bringing it to hell
Total digger
t-shirt.
death.
PP PP low budget drawn and quartering is just getting dragged behind one horse. They're just being drawn and dollared.
How amazing and dollared. How amazing would it
It
be?
doesn't matter because it's still one piece of you.
Well, no, the quartering is meant to like
Yeah,
it's
you
the
know,
four
you
quarters
quarter.
of you being quartered
What
apart.
about your head?
Why'd you say it that
Why
way?
did you even say that? That was
What
crazy.
about your head, though?
You said that like
What about your head? What about
like
your
the
head?
way
your head.
you said that like the way a white writer would write the black character in a 1972 sitcom.
Dude, yeah.
What about his head, though? You got a
What
head.
about his head though?
I watched
He got
it.
no head.
You ain't got no head over there. Crazy.
It's basically how like Matt and Trey
You're an
do-
interesting little fellow.
That's how Matt
Here's
and Trey
a
does
nickel.
it. Here's an thank you, sir.
Thanks, sir. I really needs me one nickel for me to get my foods later.
Gets
I
my
really appreciate
foods
it.
later.
Farewell. Watch me go tap off later.
No problem. No, I'm back off to write Seinfeld. I don't know what show this would be. Hamstroker's Ejacula.
Has Gold destroyed his career?
What did he do?
Didn't he have that? Didn't he have that?
Well, it just popped up from this YouTuber I watched.
Oh.
he had that. He had
Oh yeah, he got kicked off.
He went on.
He got kicked. He went off on like a Palestinian
hard on
fucking
them.
tirade.
Hate on them.
He
He showed his sociopathy again.
Yeah.
because he always does this every once in a
It's
while.
so
He's like,
crazy.
and I'm like, this guy is so.
He got kicked out of OTK. I think I'm pretty sure. Like or like he,
Oh, no,
he-
he's out.
He's
He's
out
out.
of everything
Oh
that he's
wow!
doing. Yeah.
I didn't know it was that bad.
Well, he went off and he said the thing about it is that he said a lot of things that when put together, you can't say all those things in one sentence, like about the same thing. You know, that's crazy. Because he said like they got an inferior culture. I don't care if they die. Good riddance. All this stuff. It's
Yeah.
just like you can't.
He was just
Things
like,
can't do that.
A streamer that big, because there's
You'd think you would know,
street
yeah.
interviews. I've seen the same rhetoric, but they're nobodies. They're just these horrible people on the streets.
The problem is that he's been saying ridiculous shit for a while.
He has.
And the problem is that they condone that. That's the problem with the modern internet culture is that like niggas like I show speak no disrespect to him if he's not a problematic person, but he goes and acts like a fucking jackass.
Sure. So then other people want to do it too. Yeah.
All the time, and that's all. Like something may serious happen to him, and people are not gonna take him seriously because of the fact, or he might actually stand for something eventually, and he's gonna be like, "Go do a backflip or fucking bark or something," and it's like,
Yeah.
Yeah. But to be fair, I think he's had some good takes on Palestine. Actually, it was kind of funny.
I think
I show speed.
Yeah.
He's talked about
briefly.
it? I can't even imagine him.
I think he's said things that are objectively like true and then pulled back.
It was very
involved in
surface level.
Yeah, I mean,
Absolutely.
yeah,
Absolutely.
whatever.
You
But
can't be
I
involved in
appreciate even that because it could have been.
because he was saying it to Aiden because Aiden's a fucking
It could have been
jackass.
much
That's
wor-
why.
Yeah, of course he is.
Yeah.
Aiden's whole fucking idea of even supporting Trump, he said Biden got rid of Roe v. Wade.
Yeah, it's
that was
not
his
smart.
whole. That was
Yeah.
his entry into politics, and I'm like, I can't even. This is it. This is like I keep
you
saying.
can only take people so
Rage was
seriously.
We're
like-
not
Rage-
real. This is not real. This is not a real thing.
Rage was like, "You're kidding,
did you-
right? You're kidding,
Yeah,
right?
yeah,
Like you're
yeah.
kidding."
He did say that. That's right.
But did you hear? You guys heard what he was saying on stream, right?
No, what'd he do?
Asmongold.
I didn't hear all that.
Oh,
Yeah.
I heard enough of it. I heard
I heard
snips.
like quotes of it, and
Yeah.
it's just like inferior culture, which inferior culture. I think all religious cultures are inferior. To be quite frank with you, like to be honest, I thought people like harping on that specifically were like, no,
People
it is.
put kid gloves on Islam,
don't.
and it pisses me off.
It's really crazy.
Yeah.
Like I think a culture
because
where people
they
are
tie it to Muslims, but then I always have to say to people that want to do that, there are more Asian Muslims than there are Arabs.
Yeah.
And so you need to realize we're talking about Islam, not fucking Arabs.
Any society that is any culture that's defined specifically like by religious law to an unreasonable degree, I think is like objectively an inferior society.
Yeah.
But the problem is that he was like, oh, it's an inferior society, therefore all the suffering going on there doesn't matter, and it's like, who cares? And it's
Yeah.
like that's not
Yeah,
really
that's the
those
That's a crazy thing to
those
say.
those don't work. There are all
It's
sorts
just
of
like we can't do that with fundamentalist Christians in here and say, oh, who cares if they're dying? If
Who
something,
cares about all the people in the South that are going through
Like,
all these
you
problems right
can't-
now if they're fucking
you
Christians?
can't in
You
good
did the
look
same
at,
argument.
you can think some crazy shit, but you're not going to get away with saying that publicly.
Yeah, that's
it's just
wild.
not going to
Same with
happen.
It's like it's not this quite the same with PewDiePie seeing the error on the thing, like it's just like you have too many eyes on you right now to say some fuck shit like that. That's like us going to that's like us our podcast blows up, right? And then I go on one of my fucking stupid ass tirades where I say something, I say the N-word or I say something freaking I say the F word slip. It's
This
like
is why
not
this
right
isn't live.
now.
It's
This
just
is why this
wild.
isn't live.
Like not right now. Like not right
Live,
now, dude.
You can get too relaxed, like you live streaming, and that's what happened to him. He got too relaxed. So it's one of
I
those things
definitely
where
said
it's
the
like,
harder on Chris's stream before. I said it on my stream before too, and you were like, "Dude, why'd you say that?" And I was like, "My bad. I was
Yeah.
just
At
talking
least
to
it's
my
not like,
friends.
you know,
I was just talking
like,
to my buddy."
if Chris said it, might be a problem. It wouldn't be a huge problem, but
it would be a problem.
if you were the
Wouldn't be crazy, but like
if
it
you
wouldn't be a
were
problem.
anywhere near like PewDiePie's level, of course you can't escape that. Of course,
yeah, you can't do that.
No.
You
Not
can't.
right-
So
time
Asmongold
and place.
like going the hardest that anybody's gone at his level is just like I said. It is I believe full-heartedly that he's a sociopath. From the things that he said prior to talking about animals, have you heard his takes on
That
animals?
shit's scary.
wait, what do you mean? What is he?
He talks about the
He
being
has
objects.
absolutely no feelings toward animals, and he thinks people are stupid for caring about animals.
When did he say this?
Well, he just
while
a
ago.
while ago. This was probably last year. One of his biggest ones when he's talking about dogs. There's something about like a dog dying. But he's had multiple. He's talked about cats. He's talked about things, and he has no feeling whatsoever. Like
How
they're
do you
just
not
animals.
care about animals?
Because he's a sociopath.
Literally.
That would be okay. First of all, this is the first time hearing about it. That would have been all I needed to hear to make a decision on this guy.
Yeah,
That
I
is
had
a
no
fu-
idea that I never knew that.
That is a fundamental trait of humans is to care about like literally that's part of that's why people don't like dogs. I'm like, there's something wrong with you. That is an immediate sign that there's something wrong with
to
you.
me,
for me.
indifference is fine, but it's when you actively dislike dogs that's when I feel like
Even
red flag.
indifference is strange to me, but it's like I can get it. You get never really.
Well, to
been
me, it's
around
like
them, you're ignorant of them.
pets are a burden to a lot of people, so they're just like, they're fine. I just don't really fuck with them. You know,
seeing
I
a
don't.
puppy and a puppy coming and licking you and like wanting to play with you. If you could be like,
Oh,
no. That's crazy.
If you react in a weird way, like say not like a small dog, a small, just adorable dog, right? And you're like, you fucking pull.
you just push it back. You do the thing from Invader Zim. You grab and you put it under the fucking bed.
Oh, the Christmas
It's like,
Christmas
there's
episode.
something wrong with you. You didn't feel it. It wanted to be your friend, and you pushed it away. Oh, you're flawed.
Yeah.
You're flawed in your design. I'm gonna wait till you go to sleep, and then I'm gonna end you. But
But again, why? I mean, the fact that I think we've said of this before, the fact that Asmongold became somewhat of like a leader in this, like this person specifically, the sociopathic, dirty, filthy. The fact that people take this guy seriously is just shows this maybe we are in the end times. I'm telling you, man, there is something happening.
I think what happens
that
is
my
that his-
brain is not accepting.
his fan base
brain's
is
not
probably
accepting
young
this.
people who are going through that phase of life where they are
At
angry and
At
they are.
what point when you were a young person, you were like,
No.
"Oh, this dirty piece of shit."
No.
Yeah,
I get it. We are not the same generation as them. You gotta
does that
understand
mean?
the world. It's generational gaps mean a lot to people. Some people think that people that were like,
I think it's
not
because
that
we didn't
shitty-
grow up with the same type of internet that they're growing up with.
Exactly.
So
But,
like it's
no,
yeah,
Like
he-
a lot of
but he's
them
like
are
an
probably,
anomaly.
like homebodied people that like are probably relatively filthy younger
So
people.
you think there's people there's more of an increase of like these filthy, disgusting people like him?
Definitely,
Yeah?
because people don't have to leave their homes anymore to be friends with people.
I just feel like
I made my first internet
I think
friend
that's probably true.
4 years ago.
I
I,
can- look at-
didn't have any internet friends
Look,
before that, you know?
Look at just statistically, you're I'm sure you're right, but I just think that it's so antithetical to being human or even being an animal. Most, you good?
You're like the mailman from back in the barnyard. You think a cow's dancing. There's no cow there, Chris.
I thought there was. I could have sworn there was a guy. But
yeah.
I saw a CGI cow. I swear to God.
You saw a CGI cow. But yeah, I was just saying, being filthy as fuck. It's just like even animals don't want to be filthy. You know what I
That's
mean?
Not even.
Yeah.
That's something else, dude. Because
Except
that's
except dogs.
dogs aren't filthy.
Well,
though.
No, well,
If
dogs
they-
will roll around in shit, and it's kind of wild.
no dog that's kept that clean. That's a person's problem more than a dog's problem.
I get,
The
but
dog that has an
I-
access to like a river or something will fucking
go and clean
will-
itself, literally.
Yeah, but they will also they will
They've done some-
they will dirty themselves to then clean themselves.
They've done some.
I saw the
literally-
funniest thing I've ever seen. I saw like CCTV, like no, maybe it wasn't CCTV. It was like a Ring camera of somebody walking a poodle, and then it was like it stopped by it. Like there was like dog poop on the sidewalk, and it just rolled around in it, and then just walked up to the fucking owner, and the owner was like,
Like what the fuck?
"What the fuck?"
Some dogs definitely do. I mean, you see dogs eat shit every once
But
in a
do
while.
you think that? So do you think like on a human level that's like that's a dog version of like a
Yes,
fetish?
I do.
Like that dog
the
is a
scat person.
Yeah,
I
like
actually kind of do think that.
If my dog
Yeah.
did that, I would like. My dog is like I hold that dog more fondly than like most people that exist. Maybe it's my dog, then my grandma,
Yeah.
or like my two favorite creatures
in that order.
Maybe. I mean, he's thinking about it.
He's pondering.
Nah, I love my grandma more. She did more for me, but my dog is like definitely right behind her, right behind her.
like in the rear view, like objects may be closer than they appear.
But
They're
like,
both dangling from a cliff. Who do you save? You can only save one.
My grandmother.
Okay. So yeah, she's definitely number one. All right.
She's my grandma. But I would say my dog, if it like rolled around in someone's shit or like ate its own shit, I'd be like, wow, I love you way less. Like I'm not gonna take you to the vet anymore. Like I'm not gonna walk you to the vet. Remember the vet by my house? The one that was up by the Walmart?
I guess not.
Please tell me you remember. There was a vet by where you lived, and then there was one in front of my house. So I would take it there, then like you would have to walk all the way down, and there's a groomer. And I would take my dog there myself, and it would suck. Because I was like 18 taking a dog to the vet. And I'm like, I don't want to do this. My grandma's like, you got to do it. Sorry.
I don't think I've ever taken a dog to the vet. I don't even think I knew where the vet was.
Really? You don't take your dogs to the vet?
No.
You're kidding, right?
Oh, I'm
No,
sure
I
the
don't think I
parents
ever-
took care of that.
Oh, probably your parents did it always. Yeah, that makes sense. That makes
Yeah, I mean, I couldn't drive for
makes
most of the time.
sense, Yeah. I would just walk my dog there and just sit there and be like, I hate this.
You walked your dog to the vet?
Mhm.
What if I hit? What if I
It's
got
like
hit?
it's all sick.
When
It's all sick.
Oh, no,
He's
for,
dragging.
no, for,
He's dragging the dog.
Fucking go.
There's like a fucking streak of blood from his head.
for her checkups and her freaking what you
I don't know
call
what's
it,
wrong
like
with
her
her.
things.
I don't know what's
Not just like.
No, I must have definitely like taken her like once or twice.
But that's when I was older though. I couldn't do it when I was.
But that was my
younger.
first dog.
Mm.
Like the white mini
The
poodle.
puff.
Like the older dog or like the newer one that I got. Like I got that dog
Right
like a
before
couple
you moved.
months before I moved.
Right
So like
before you moved,
I never took her to anything. I would take her on drives sometimes, and that was it.
I never wanted to have a small dog for drive because I feel like it would just jump out sometimes and that would paranoid the fuck out of me. Because like the window is vastly bigger than a small dog. It'll be like, bark, bark, and just out. At least my bigger dog, I'd hear it like clambering to get out. And I'd be like, oh, window up to try to stop it.
You don't have to have their window open.
I thought you put the window down for them. I thought that's like how you do it. Because that's what I do for my dog. I put the
Well,
window
I mean,
down for her.
sometimes they just like to go on rides. My dog just liked to be in the car. Just like to be going somewhere.
moving so fast. It's like, oh
But I
my
would be
God,
going.
oh
But
my
I would.
God.
Yeah. Anyway, fucking Hamstrokers Ejacula, John Strickland, Meebe Fisher. I will in fact be wearing a suit and tie to the Super Bowl. Merck's 1889.
I just don't need to know what a dirt is.
Took a lady home from the bar and she pissed in my bed. Naturally, I strangled her.
Naturally,
Jalen's
this guy's just
It's a real story.
Yeah, I had something like that similar too.
That's so crazy.
I'm
Why are women
fucking you up.
pissing in people's beds?
Yeah, it was in my bed. Luckily, it was actually on my carpet that my drum set it was on top of.
That's almost worse.
It was
because that's animalistic.
It was
If
all
we're,
like
you know what I mean?
if we're
This bitch-
blackout drunk, I'll be like, look,
I don't
this
get that drunk.
sucks.
I don't get that drunk. So
Yes,
I don't
get that drunk.
I don't even fuck with people that this girl came over. She knew where I lived because I lived right down the street from high school, so everybody knew where I lived. So she just came over. This is 2008. She just came over like with the bottle of SoCo and was just like, "Hey, like what's up?" And like me and my boys were just chilling in my garage. She got hammered, passed out, and pissed on my fucking rug.
First and
I'm like,
foremost,
"Oh, thanks, bitch."
my first biggest rule. Chris knows this rule in where I live.
Yeah.
No drunk women in my home. You cannot be drunk in my house as a woman at all. Like
It's a little sexist, but all right.
Sorry, the world's unfair. Sorry, me being unfair to you in this one moment is way better than the rest of the world.
So
will
this
be
girl
to you
starts
unfair.
drinking, you immediately just
No,
toss her.
I was there one time when a girl was getting drunk, and I was like, Chris, I was like,
Wait, what do
you see this?
I don't remember
when
that.
it was I don't want to name a name, but a girl we knew was getting drunk in the house, and I was like, yo,
Which apartment?
Olive.
So your boys can like be drinking, and the girls have to.
You'll
just
have to tell
sit
me,
there and
'cause I don't
not
remember.
Get drunk.
I think a girl can get drunk, but you're not sleeping drunk at my home. Someone's taking you home.
Oh, that's
Oh, you
yeah,
just want to make sure the sexual assault doesn't take place in your
Yeah,
house.
like not at my place. Like I'm not dealing with that shit. Absolutely
as
not.
long as it's in the Uber or somewhere else.
No,
it's
like
all,
one of my
it's
homies,
out of sight, out of
one
mind.
Preferably a homie. One of the homies will take you home. Hopefully,
What are your-
pray to God. I think I have a good enough choice of character and friends. None of my friends are that devious.
Yeah, I think so.
What?
I think you do. I think you have a good.
Yeah, maybe.
I mean, well, yeah, I don't know.
You don't know. You don't
I mean,
know.
you're probably my closest.
You don't know what's
friend,
gonna come out a
just
few.
chill out.
You don't know what's gonna come out a few years from now. You
I
know,
really hope, man.
Can you imagine?
I couldn't put that on anyone I know. Really,
I think about this. My friend, he's been doing a daycare for since 2008. And I'm just like, me and my friends always talking about like, dude, he recently purchased because he does food on the side, like he does pop up shit, and he bought this like rape van. He has like an E350. And it's this white beat up E350, and I was just like, "Oh no, it's
That's
happening!"
upsetting, yeah.
We're all like, "It's happening, dude."
I will say the few. I will say the things
Picking
that
up these kids.
the things that have come out about people that I knew
yeah,
from back in the day that I haven't spoken to in years, have not surprised me. You know what I mean? I was just like there are certain people that like I clocked as
like,
like,
oh, you would.
like not necessarily you would, but like you're a problem. I don't know what genre of problem you are. I don't know if you're like a Chris Hansen genre. I don't know if you're a Dog the Bounty Hunter problem. I don't know if you're like a fuck. You know what I mean? Like I don't know.
Dog the Bounty Hunter.
Like dog has to come after you,
Right, like I don't know. Like I don't know if you're like a criminal. I don't know if you're a pedophile. I don't know if you're like a serial killer. I don't know what's going on with you.
Yeah.
But there's something.
How
And there's
crazy.
something that's beyond.
I don't
And
know
I was.
any-
It's happened twice so far.
I had one person.
Where I'm like, I knew it.
Interesting.
I felt it in my
I haven't
bones.
had
that
one of those
I
yet.
felt it in my bones that I wanted to stay away from you.
I mean,
I'm so happy that
I knew that I played basketball with that. Like one guy definitely killed some guy, but he killed the guy and was still in school, and everyone knew it was him. We knew it was him because of the beef they had,
That's crazy.
but like no one wanted to say anything about it, and I was just like, I don't like passing the ball to this dude. Like I don't like passing the basketball to this guy. But like if I
This is-
say something, I'll end up the same way.
Blood still
Yeah.
on his hands.
He wore his hoodie down the street, dude. He wore the hoodie. He often went down the street, man. And we all knew he did it, but no one was man enough. If anyone from Poughkeepsie's knowing, they're probably gonna say something. So I'm gonna shut up. But like we knew it was him. We were like,
That's crazy. I don't know if I don't.
there were some heartless people, dude. Especially in that area. And Poughkeepsie just makes you go crazy. You just go crazy being there. Something about that area is like the whale of madness.
It's incongruent with itself. It's like it's a city, but it's like the sticks, and so it's just like it just puts you in a fucking you're like a like urban MAGA. It's weird.
You're getting
Urban MAGA?
Yeah, that's where our area is from. That's all area. Area's urban MAGA. That is literally where we grew up. Actually,
kind
it's
of
like,
yeah.
Interesting.
It's like sticks, but you're like technically in New York, but like you're definitely living here because you don't want to be around the minority people in New York. So you came up here to get away from them, but then some of them followed you here. The Asian ones are here too. So you're like, oh no, I thought I was free.
Yeah, I don't know how Poughkeepsie as a county votes or like as a city, but like I wouldn't be surprised.
I would be surprised.
Yeah,
literally, New York would not be blue if it wasn't for New York City.
Yeah,
and I think
I think
I can see that changing in a
that's
few
technically
years.
true for any
that's
place.
yeah,
Right?
That's true. Many cities are
that's because
often
most
blue,
people are there.
Yeah, the
So
giant
obviously.
cities and people are less racist.
People go to the places that have the most opportunity. Imagine that.
Yeah, that's why, like, homeless people flocking to big cities. People are like, "Why are there so many homeless people here?" I fucking wonder why.
Why are they? Why do we have a homeless problem in Kentucky, Idaho?
Fucky,
Like, oh, I wonder.
Fucky.
Yeah, I don't know because
Yeah,
there's
there are no
10
homeless
people
people
and
in-
5 of them are related and 2 of them are married to each other. Like that's why.
It's like, oh, freaking
Geniuses.
Fucking Kirk's argument is like, yeah, one of the best run states ever, and it's like, Kirk, Florida sucks. What are you fucking?
Florida
talking
is
about? Charlie. What are you talking? You are insane.
Well,
you just said Florida's a well-run state.
Well, Florida's
preposterous.
Florida's hands off is the thing, and that people like
do whatever they want.
People like being able to do whatever they want, which I get. I understand the appeal from that perspective. It's like, yeah, obviously, but then you have you have a hurricane. That'll
hurricanes,
hit you back to back.
You have
You know?
meth gators. You have people getting guns
You said
easily and
meth
just shooting
gators?
people for no meth. Well, yeah, there's meth and gators,
Well, that was
meth
where
and
the
meth gators.
That was where the bath salts incidents happened, right? Was it
yeah, that's
Florida,
right. One
Miami,
guy
I think?
went nuts and bit someone's face.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
don't
it
know.
wasn't me.
Florida, I think, would be an appealing
was you in New
place
York.
were it not for the fact that it's just so like geographically unsafe. Like I just don't understand like why.
Yeah.
Like, and you could say that about LA too. Like, oh, there's fires and like you're waiting for the big earthquake, and I even agreed with that to some extent. It's like, Jesus Christ, why is it fucking? Why don't we just build nice cities in places that aren't hotbeds for danger?
Yeah.
But like we
That's
just
how it
don't do
works,
that.
man.
I think it's ports, really. I think
Well,
it's just-
water, yeah.
And also a lot of the best land has already been bought up and shit.
by
that's true. Yeah.
Yeah.
certain group of people.
Yeah.
The Native Americans.
Yeah.
Damn them.
And there's a lot of
Fuck you,
Chinese
Grandma.
motherfuckers are buying up shit now too, man.
Oh
It's
no!
crazy.
I know. The Chinese government's buying a lot of shit. It's great.
It's
Love
it's
it.
cool.
Really cool.
They probably
So epic.
own like maybe like genuinely like maybe 12% of American real estate.
Probably
Probably.
far more.
Preposterous.
It's
It's probably way higher.
it's
actually.
so
know.
cool. It's so cool, man.
so cool.
Yeah. Anyway, first educate David immediately on board at a mosh at a Frankie Valley show.
Hell yeah.
Sweeney going back in time to help Eric Harris shoot up Columbine is a Caribbean thing. Everything's a Caribbean thing. That's
Look, dude, he needed help. Right?
He needed help.
Pre-Roz, spread your cheeks so I can shit in your ass. Blake896, Radiohead, nice peen. Anna Sorokin is currently on Dancing with the Stars. Chris kind of looks like Dr. Neo Cortex. Jeez.
What?
Crash.
Does
Crash.
he?
So I look like Cortex and Crash. That's
How
fucked
do you
up.
look like Cortex? Do you?
How do I look like Crash? Why was that not objective?
I mean, that's.
Whoa! The Cortex thing is way too far.
Look, man.
He looks like Cortex more than Crash because Cortex is
a
at least
person.
human. I think Crash is a bandicoot.
I think it's the mustache and the goatee, I think.
But like, you look see the big, like, you know.
Well, the thing about
you got the eyes and the
it's
nose.
it's the Dorito shape. Like I get it, I understand.
your shoulders are broader than your hips. That's
Yeah.
it. So it's just unfortunately you're thin. So unfortunately
Yeah.
you just get that.
Yeah.
Like when you weren't wearing a shirt that day, you're like, oh, you look like Crash.
How the
Bandicoot.
fuck does this look like you?
I forgot how ridiculous he looks.
That's what I'm saying. I'm like,
That's a great costume, though. To be honest with you,
Actually,
I would
yeah.
love. I should do that.
I've always been obsessed
Just
with the
shave
end on
this?
his fucking head too. Where I was like, you know what that's for, bro? You know what that's for?
It's for Neo.
I've always thought that.
I don't have a big enough forehead to do shit like that, but I would absolutely wear an N on my forehead.
Well, you can just, you know,
I'm a Najin.
I'm a Nigel.
Oh my god,
Majin Kingston.
Dr. Neo Cortex would be a great costume,
Yeah. Here's like the.
but you need a Crash Bandicoot
updated-
to go with it.
The thing about that costume is that you need that's a lot more work than it really needs to be because you got to make yourself green.
I love
Can you
that
get
design.
like polygon like
I
this?
love that fucking design.
That's
so
that's
much.
Awesome.
It's so fucking ridiculous.
Change your animation style to that, Chris.
Yeah, please.
Alaskan oil field trash, Texas tater salad. Young Sheldon dunked into a wood chipper. Tickle my ass hairs. Niggy Jizzy, formerly known as Nicky Ziggy. Back at the $25 level, I wanted to say finally beat Walt in Lies of P. That fucker took me forever. Yeah, the Walt Disney final boss fight in Lies of P is really crazy.
Such an unnecessary lie. Such a weird, unnecessary lie.
Well, I told you that somebody quit the Patreon because I made that joke.
Oh, it's him. Well, welcome back, but I'm
Well,
sorry
no,
about
that's
that.
not him. That's not him. Like somebody, I said that the final boss of Lies of P was Walt Disney, and somebody left the Snark, not the Sacred Symbols Patreon because they got angry that I spoiled it.
I love it. Sometimes you're just like, I can't have people this stupid following me.
Yeah, at a certain point,
man.
at a certain point, it's like self. It's self-regulation.
Yeah.
Honestly, on God for real, congrats to on losing weight. Good shit, man. Keep it up.
I feel like a balloon. I know people say I lost weight, but I feel like I fucking just got bigger.
Well, you have numbers, surely. Like, have you lost weight? You've lost weight.
I definitely lost. Numerically, it's a bit, but I don't feel thinner.
You ever go to the sauna?
Huh? No.
You should do sauna.
Like, dude.
I don't have a sauna.
Well, obviously you don't have a sauna.
I've been at home working out recently.
Oh, but there's no sauna at that gym?
There is one.
You should do
I
it.
bought a bench, actually. I bought the bench plate today. That's what I was doing. I was putting that shit together with my dad.
Bench
Oh,
plate?
sick.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
With your dad?
My Lily's dad.
Oh, wow. You call him your dad. That's
call him my dad,
crazy.
yeah.
Wow.
Mhm.
You are assimilated.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Well, he also doesn't really have a dad, so.
Yeah.
That's true.
So like, he's like, Papa. Like, you're all happy and shit now?
No, I wouldn't say
Like,
that.
I don't know if I could ever call my wife's dad.
No, I would
I
never
don't have
call him
I don't
that.
have a father. That's why.
Yeah,
I'll call
yeah,
him.
yeah.
You know.
I'll call him
I had
bitch nigga.
I had
You were-
my grandpa.
Hello,
Yeah.
Mr. Bitch nigga. That's what I'm calling him. So I call JoJo's dad.
Hello, bitch, nigga.
You fucking tall, dumb, fucking
Hello,
Lithuanian idiot.
silly black.
Hello, silly
it's
black.
my black son-in-law. Did I mention he was a black?
He is a black son. Do I have the pass?
Did I say the end?
Can I
do I
say
have
this
the pass?
mystical, this word that eludes me?
We don't really have it here, and I listen to a bunch of the hip hop music, and I'm excited to say it finally.
Oh, no.
I would let him say it.
I listen to Kendrick Lamar, and he say it all the time. I would like to say it as well.
50 Cent says it in very much music.
Yeah. I'm glad he doesn't,
50 cents.
Yeah, he's all right, I guess. He's actually bought me some merch.
Is 50 Cent
some
like
gear.
80,000
Oh yeah, in rubles,
rubles or something?
I don't know what
You know
that
what I
would
mean?
be. Yeah,
What would that be? I don't know.
50 Cent in Japanese.
What's
would be
yen?
what?
What is 50? What is 50 cents in yen?
probably 20 million.
Whoa, you laughed like the BioShock vending machine there. Welcome to the circus of value.
Oh my god, I forgot about that.
Yeah, I forgot about it too until you said it. What is it? 50 cents in yen.
Oh man,
What?
What do they even call
49 cents.
What do they even call
49 yen.
49 yen?
yen? Or it? Damn.
Yeah, 49 yen.
Yeah, that tracks.
I guess that
because-
tracks.
Yeah.
I was kind of hoping for an egregious number,
Yeah.
but that tracks. I wonder if Derek has listened to Ben Wilkenaz.
I did.
And it's a wonder. I can breathe it all when my big fat dick is in my jaw. Jaquirmai. Sorry, Miss Jackson. Badly brave. Duck cunt. Aetherian.
Suck me for real.
Brogerian
I
punter.
thought the yen was weaker than $1. I guess I'm not. That's wrong.
What do you mean?
I thought the yen was weaker than $1 right now.
Well, it certainly is.
Like, yeah, based on this conversion, as I'm converting it.
That's
I'm saying
probably
wrong,
not
yeah.
right then, because
Yeah.
the yen is fucked in comparison to the dollar. At least it was last week. Maybe I don't know. Maybe
Because I
things-
was planning my trip. I don't know. I guess I could be wrong.
I don't know. Maybe a movie came out that I missed that like completely upended the economy and shit. Maybe
Was
Japan.
it Ghost? Was it Ghost of Yo whatever the fuck that chick's name is?
Ghost of Yota?
Yeah,
Yota?
they're all
Ghost
everyone's
of
all
La
hyped on-
Jolla,
they're-
or-
You were like,
They're hyped on Japan.
Finally, the yen can be better.
everybody's drawing their swords out and getting on top of horses and running and battling each other. So what's happening?
Brogerian punter, Nafram, Melphis 1, and rounding out our list as always,
God,
King of Haphazard.
We were on that last page for literally 50 minutes.
dude,
We're at 4 hours.
we're just short.
Bye.
Later.